Holy fucking shit, dude. We're in.
We're going. I guess since I'm like, you guys can just run it like your podcast. I'll do my read, and then we'll upload it. This will be our podcast, but
that's cool.
How's that sound?
Yeah,
sounds great.
Adam has no idea that I've just completely cut him out of the picture.
Cut the team.
Little internal coup.
Which has been a dream of mine to do for a while. But yeah, welcome to the new Cum Town, which is just a different podcast.
Yeah, totally different.
Almost entirely.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, Stav's dead. Adam's on birthright.
Is he actually?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He's in Israel right now?
Adam is in Israel right now.
How old is he?
He's 32 years old.
Is that a late birthright?
Well,
is he going for the Jesus treatment, dude?
If you're Jewish, you get to go.
Bad timing.
It's a late birthright.
Yeah. I mean, he's not actually. He's just a Jewish person.
He's just a J traveling.
Back in New York, and I'm not. Yeah.
When do you go on birthright?
When you're like 17 or something. I think you can go until you're 27.
When you're at your fucking hottest.
Yeah, sure. Because they let non-Jews go.
Oh, that's why they do it.
Send those 17-year-olds back and you come in them and create more J's.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, all their community-based shit is just based around making people fuck each other to create more Jews.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're like, what?
All the other buttons are pushed down besides this one, so push it as well.
Do you know what any of those do, or
no?
Nice.
Not really.
We've been operating that thing for 2 years, and we have no idea what
That's
it
a
is.
lot of freaking knobs.
Just turning it, hitting buttons.
It's too many.
I just wait till people talk, and when I see the purple grow while that person's talking to a certain extent, I'm like, we're good. We got them.
Now we're flying.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. There we go.
Okay.
Are you a regular DJ too? Do you like DJ like music and stuff? Do you?
Oh, I'm at the clubs all the time.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
No. Deep V's.
Hmm? I'm a VJ.
A VJ?
I'm more of a VJ, yeah.
Yeah, video jockey.
Music video selector.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Do they still do that? The MTV doesn't. What is on MTV now?
I think it's just like pregnant.
I think it's just gay people kissing.
Gay people and like
gay teenagers having their first kiss. Just hours and hours of gay first kiss.
What is it, for real?
This is gay teenage. It's gay teenage sex on MTV.
And catfish?
Mm-hmm.
And catfish.
They still do catfish?
It's 13-year-olds getting. We watched that one show, Life According to Jazz. Yeah, Jazz.
Oh, Jazz was that fucking trans kid, right?
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because she's like rich, and then her friends aren't.
Oh, really?
So like she has one friend that's just some like poor Mexican man that looks like a day laborer. That's like the way they've transitioned is by getting like pink earrings from Claire's. And then the rest of it is still like a 230-pound Mexican man. And Jazz is just like decked out with like the nicest surgeries and like...
Jazz is fucking smoking though, right?
Yeah.
I think I've seen Jazz. Jazz is hot.
Is the friend also trans or just...
Yeah, all the friends are trans, right?
Wait, it's a whole squad of trans?
It's a squad of trans, yeah.
You're saying that, but they're too poor to be hot. The Mexican friend is too poor to be hot.
It's like difference in economic status already is difficult with friendships.
The Jazz looks like a girl, and then the Mexican one looks like a Guess Who character. Like, I mean, like barely, it's like a shitty disguise.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that little
I guess you do have to have
14-year-old
money, dude.
Dude, you need to be
make that switch.
Oh, for sure.
You need to be getting paid to trans, dude.
Well, it's like Hunger
obviously.
Games. Like all the like goofy fucking wacky people, they're the ones who are watching everybody else. The people who get to look however they want and do whatever they want, they're the ones who are watching.
Goofies and wackies?
No, but I'm saying they get that's like you get to like
called trans goofy wackies.
No.
Abby.
Oh, too loud?
No, you're fine. For some reason, it's just your mic is going up like super
loud. It's because I laugh really loud. I'll
like...
pull it away. I'll pull it away when I laugh.
Yeah, because your other stuff looks fine. I'm like making sure I'm actually bringing you through it the right way.
Is it clipping? I mean, stop screams all the time. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's getting there. I'm just making sure. So we should be good. I just don't want to. That's my like nightmare is to completely blow the sound. But we're good. I have faith that we're good.
You want to pause it and listen to it?
Yeah, let me see something real quick.
Do you listen to the podcast after you record it?
My bad. Fix the technical difficulties. We're in.
Nice.
So you were saying, Abby.
What was I saying?
You were saying something about
no, it's just like it is a luxury. No, they can,
they
but
don't deserve it. They didn't get to that point of the Hunger Games yet.
Right. They're not there yet. But once they have the money, they'll get to watch.
But you just know there's like Appalachian rednecks doing their own surgery.
Own
Like,
trans
fuck, I'll
surgeries?
make a pussy.
You talking about transit? You think there's
I
transit signs
could
out
make
there,
a
dude?
pussy myself right now.
I don't know, man.
But turn a possum inside out.
I'm
and
still
staple it to your
on,
dick.
I was supportive redneck dad.
Yeah,
I can't buy
I'll
it
let
for
a
you, but I'll
family-
make it for you.
I let a family of possums chew my dick and balls off, and then in the hole, I jammed one of their babies.
I like Abby's idea of mandated military service for trans people. That's a good one for trans kids.
Yeah, thank
mandated
you for
draft.
interpreting. You know, I didn't even know that's what I was saying, and now that you said that, I was like, that is what I meant. Yeah.
That's 2020 stuff. That's a
I
stuff.
think
of
so. I feel
2020,
that's
dude.
I feel like that's
dude.
really.
Well, ironically, you can just they don't even need to pay for the surgery. You just step on a fucking roadside bomb, and then
Now you
Oh,
guys-
they're like,
now he's
well,
gonna give you a
I'm
whole new
starting.
half.
Yeah, I'm starting
You a
from
robot?
scratch.
Maybe
Yeah.
you put back. You're saying so you'd be put back together the way you want.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
I love those videos of the veterans that are like, they came back from Iraq, like both arms, legs, or both, like one arm,
You love these?
dick gone, the whole bottom gone, but then that one arm, they were just doing curls all day. That one arm is like, yeah, what's up? I'm 3'7", 78 pounds, fucking all muscle.
All arm wrestle.
Like an
Any
All Real
motherfucker,
Monsters
dude.
character.
Just holding his
He's
eyeballs.
he's got that one arm with just covered in veins and tribal tattoos. If you fuck with him on his terms,
You're
then
in
it's-
trouble.
yeah, it's
Dude, you ever
over,
see
dude.
that legless dude wrestle?
Yeah.
The guy with no half?
Whoa.
He's a real monster. He really is an real
saying
monster.
he's crumb.
He fucks people up. He's a crumb. And he fucking murders people.
Is it because they have low expectations?
No, it's
No,
because
center
he has
gravity.
he has no legs. Dude.
Whoever gets lowest in
he has
wrestling
nothing
wins.
to grab on.
Whoever gets lowest wins. He's,
They can't grab
he's
him.
instantly set up for a takedown.
I
every
think they
single
should
time.
they take anybody that's like a quadruple amputee and they do a new MMA where they put they pair them up with each other, but then they're placed in cannons that are pointed to the middle of the ring, and then you fire them, and whichever one survives is the winner.
That's pretty fair.
I know. I mean, these are just some ideas I have for
Just tossing it
the
around.
new MTV.
Would you
Make sure to write them down.
would you make them? How would you address like the concussion issue with that?
What do you mean?
You have to make sure they don't.
I think
get
they're
concussion.
I wouldn't. I would not address it.
Fair enough.
Dude, the best thing about the guy with half, the wrestler, they don't adjust his
Just
uniform.
Will Smith is
So
the
he has
African
little-
guy that discovers
he has
that
little
that is
legs.
bad for people. Putting them in the cannon is bad for them. They are getting brain
They
damage.
try to cover it up.
They're getting brain damage from being launched into each other's faces. No one cares about the research.
Yeah, there's whole centers in Africa dedicated towards like breaking the figuring out like concussions in sports.
Oh, really?
That was well, in that movie he was from Africa and he came through and was like, yo,
Wait, Africa's
shit.
trying to fucking save us?
yeah.
That's
What's funny, 'cause, like-
concussion is about.
Fuck them, dude.
Concussion is about Will Smith from
They're paying
Africa.
us
And
back
he was
for
like, you
AIDS.
guys don't
Yeah,
understand.
that's the whole movie. Yeah, everyone's like, don't you have AIDS?
Yeah, why are you guys worried about the
your HIV?
NFL?
Yeah.
Traumatic brain injury is no joke.
Why don't you get some clean water and we'll talk fucking head injuries?
Yeah, dude.
I can't get that. You missed a good Asian, dude. We saw a good Asian down at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, it was get this, a middle-aged Chinese guy who tripped. Can you imagine such
I'm
a
guessing
thing?
he didn't.
And we're
fall
walking
off.
out.
No,
We're
no,
walking
no.
out. He's like, he was struggling to get up the curb. He couldn't get up the curb.
I couldn't tell if he was like
I think he had,
drunk
like, a
or
fucked up
something.
leg.
He was like, he seemed off.
But what did he say to us? He's like, "What's up, guys?" Something like that. Like we walked
it's
past
okay,
him, and he was like trying to get up a curb. And
After
he
he
was like,
tripped?
"Oh, what's up, guys?"
He played it off.
Yeah, he played it off real cool.
But I don't think he was playing off the tripping. I think he was playing off the last 42 years of being a Chinese guy.
I do. I want to do.
He's like,
a,
no, what's up, dude? I'm like a regular guy. I'm not Chinese.
I want to like get the camera system.
not Chinese at all.
I would love to see a film that was just like Asian people in a rush. Do you ever see it in the city when like they'll just like start running? I would love just a compilation of just like seeing
Set
the
up-
red light and like, grabbing your backpack and just rushing.
Set up a camera at Drexel. Then rush into class. I would go down and get coffee. Every once in a while, you'd see a Tokyo partner
Dude,
sprint into class.
They grip both strips of the backpack and put their head down and just
Yeah, it's an anime run.
It's efficient. It's smart. It gets you to where you need to be faster.
That's why they're ahead.
Yeah, it's not embarrassing.
fucking funny.
That's the thing that's nice about being Chinese. If you do something embarrassing, no one knows it's you. You know? They're just like, I saw this Chinese guy do something stupid. No one's going to be like, oh, it's that specific
He
Chinese
could
guy.
walk in here.
We saw that guy
today,
30 minutes
and-
ago. We'd be like, oh, you got to hear about this other Chinese guy you saw. And he's like, oh, yeah, I've never heard of such a man in my life.
He couldn't get up a curb.
He could, what?
What the absolute
Anyways,
loser?
what's up, guys?
At the 7-Eleven?
What's up?
Oh, that sparked that. I got to hear that fucking New York Chinese accent.
Oh, yeah, we were just talking about like how like Chinatown has like Chinese guys that have like a half Chinese, half New York accent, which is like unique to China. But like, yeah, these motherfuckers won't come by and say I owe $20. I don't know about that. This motherfucker, he wants to come by a dry cleaner. Maybe I'll talk to him later.
That's just a Cambodian. That's
Well,
a Cambodian
yeah.
accent.
Maybe.
We have thugged out Cambodians in Philly, and you literally just brought me
Nailed
back
it.
to like
Maybe
2003.
maybe it's just urban Chinese.
Yeah, dude, that was like weird. I knew one guy like that who was a Cambodian dude who literally he'd always say "do."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Do.
Do?
Yeah.
What
You
kind
just
of?
cracked open the case on thug Cambodians, dude. That's
Yeah.
a sick and twisted world you want to get into.
Well, yes, like Southeast Asians are fucked up.
Thugged out Cambodians, dude, are like,
Do they like pump iron and shit? Like, do they get all buff?
yeah, they just
like,
sell
Slow
like,
down, Abby.
they just sell like low.
what are
quality
their? What's their
weed.
deal? Like, how do they? They're all tough guys, but like, what kind of tough guy are they? Like, are they
sell
like?
low quality weed,
Okay.
Xanaxes, multiple? They're just like fucked up, dude. These are like wild fucking people.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll kill you.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
they're like- they're like-
spent their childhood like kickboxing and like
Yeah,
you know
dude.
being fucking carpet bombed.
They can like kick trees down and shit.
Yeah. Can you imagine how much it sucks to be like from a country that was at war with the United States and the United States had not even enough respect to you to publicly declare war? When people know it, like you're just like
It's like when you fucking
just
ugly
like so
chick.
far.
You
Like,
don't want to tell
like,
anyone.
yeah, don't like acknowledge me in public.
And
or
France
anything.
brings it up and you're like, shut the
Yeah.
fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
I told you that.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they were just fucking around.
You
dude.
told
It's
Germany I
casual.
fucked them?
It's casual, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty embarrassing, dude. People are like, "No, we're not at war with you guys." Like, no, yeah, you're literally bombing us. And we're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Nah, come
It's
on.
tight that we were doing that to Pakistan a little bit, though. They deserve it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pakistan. What are the countries we're at war with right now?
Yemen, we're fucking up a little.
Venezuela,
Or no, maybe we're not fucking up Yemen
I think
enough.
Syria, Venezuela.
Yeah, we funded a lot of like the genocide in Yemen.
Good, I like that.
Yeah.
Going
Have
into
to keep
Africa.
that rolling.
Africa's going.
The Chinese are getting in there, dude.
Are they really?
Chinese is Africa.
Oh yeah.
They invest heavily in Africa.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Chinese are taking over Africa.
Chinese.
The Chinese.
Dude, I'm fucked up right now, man. I literally black pilled myself this morning across like 7 different just types of videos. I
Oh,
ended
what?
up with that girl I sent you.
What is black pill? Yeah. What's black pill?
Black pilling is like kill yourself. Red pilling.
So yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Black pilling's like it's like
Red pilling to the
it's
extent
like
that you want
you
to.
red pill yourself to the extent where you hit the level of black pills, and it's just basically like there's no point. Everything's so fucked.
Nihilist.
You just
Dude,
have to-
somebody posted
sort
that
of,
chick,
but it's like
that little girl on the Reddit that was
yeah,
like,
dude.
Little
she was
girl
like
on the
making
right.
fun of Islam.
Their
Yeah,
Reddit
but
is
that-
like mostly child pornography.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah we only we fucks heavy with child porn.
Yeah.
No, this lady. It's just
Well, it's Pride Month. You know?
it's a 14-year-old girl just who like. I was telling my friend, I'm like,
I don't
he
know,
has
it's
to have
like-
a writer.
Retarded, like naked women end up in your guys' feed.
Oh,
It's
you
like
mean
I don't
like
know what's
that
ending
girl
up in
that's
people's
commenting?
feeds.
We're getting
Yes.
the
Yeah,
trickle down
yeah.
effect
Dude,
of that.
did you-
Jesus
Did you open that?
Christ!
What?
That thing I sent you?
Yes, hilarious.
Yeah, that shit's weird.
What?
It's weird and like it's weird the way it's produced and like people are like, oh, you know, even if she does have a writer, it's funny. It's like no, it's just weird. It's like a bizarre.
It's
thing.
very strange,
There's
dude.
this like 13-year-old girl that produces these sort of like kind of red pilled videos about like you know
like 4chan.
Western
She
culture
just-
and shit, but like the jokes are
But the friend zone doesn't exist. You're just a faggot. Just because
It's nuts. She made one that was like anti-Islam. That was her wearing like a fucking burqa. And
Oh my
shit. It
gosh.
was
Yeah,
nuts,
it's very,
dude.
very like purposely incendiary. Like she like really, it's like 4chan. It's just a 14-year-old girl reading 4chan.
Whoa.
She's trying to like quit school apparently.
it bothers me because a child is more productive than I am.
Dude, I know.
It's good
She
writing.
figured it out soon.
Good writing.
Yeah,
dude.
like when I heard about those African girls that invented a generator made out of piss, it pissed me off. I'm like, I could have been doing that.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck these dumbass kids. Somebody made it for them. Their dad did it for them.
Think the dad set him up.
Cameroonian science fair.
Fucking
We make a
dad did it.
generator.
Yeah, we made a house out of doo doo. I'm like, shut up. I could have done that.
This fucking volcano.
Fucking stupid doo doo house.
Yeah, I blackpilled myself pretty hard. I started getting into sinking of Lusitania.
Yeah.
Oh, get
That's
into
pretty
that,
cool.
bro.
Dude, I was like, because I was like looking up stuff for like a
You watch
sketch.
Boardwalk Empire?
Yeah.
A little bit. I did see a little bit of
Well,
that.
like when he goes to enlist, he tells the guy like he's enlisting because his brother was on the Lusitania or whatever, and they let him in because he was like not 4Fs, but there was some reason he couldn't enlist. But then you find out at the end of the season the real reason is because his mom got him drunk and had sex with him. That hot mom, that fucked me up watching.
So hot.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, I want my mom to be her, but then fuck me.
Yeah,
You know?
at college.
Yeah.
That was ahead of the fucking stepmom phase.
What, Boardwalk Empire?
That fuck scene in Boardwalk Empire.
That's eternal, dude. Stepmom,
It was nice,
the hot
bro.
stepmom is just an eternal.
They got drunk
archetype.
at a fucking party, like a
didn't see
college
that.
party. Yeah.
Was that the finale?
And then she bedded him.
Nice.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I was like looking up. I was like, I wanted to write a sketch about a dude, like an A&E intervention, but the dude just was like addicted to black pills, and then he like black pills the entire crew. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I ended up like, I'm gonna do research for this and just watch conspiracy videos. All
So wait,
morning.
on the Lusitania, did you find out they did have arms on there, right?
Scuba divers found arms.
Yeah, they had guns
So
on
I was
there.
trying to, like, do
So
research.
the Germans were right to sink that fucking thing.
Yeah, I was doing research, like laughing about it, and then I ended up just calling Spade for like an hour, be like, "Dude, this is fucking crazy."
And the
I
British
lost
were
my
kind of
whole
like,
fucking morning.
yeah, sink it. Please sink that, dude.
Well,
Get the U.S. involved.
The whole thing that they were claiming is that who was it? J.P. Morgan was like sending out war bonds, and then England. He was
Which
sending them to
stands
England.
for Jewish person Morgan, by the way. That's the most important part of the conspiracy.
What's Rothschild?
It was in front of our eyes the whole time.
Yeah, he said he was selling war bonds, and then England was about to lose. So like, we have to get America involved. America was like unanimously like, "Nah, we're cool."
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we had
yeah.
a ton of Germans.
All right, you guys want to go to England? And they
We
put
were
a bunch
what?
of bombs in there.
America had a ton of like German, Irish people. They're like, we're not going to fucking help England.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's also America was mostly non-inter. Well, I guess not after World War One, but
That was it. That's what they said.
That
It was the
was
straw that broke the
pretty
camel's back.
isolationist
Yeah.
going into that. Well, no. So then they did that shit with the Maine before that.
yeah,
Yeah, it
but that
a
was
bunch of,
wasn't
like,
that
false
fake?
flags?
That was
yeah,
fake.
it was
Yeah.
another fake one.
That was the thing I was reading about it. It used to be funny, and then I just went down this YouTube hole where I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah,
What
the Maine-
percentage of the conspiracy theories that you read do you believe?
Well,
don't
these
believe
aren't
any.
even conspiracy.
You don't believe
like,
any of them?
Lusitania is
Lusitania's
true.
not a conspiracy
That's
theory.
that's real.
They-
Oh,
found
not that,
Maine
but
is
like,
real.
you say
Gulf
like
of
you go
Tonkin
into
is
like all
real.
these like
Yeah.
black pilled shit. Like, is a lot of it conspiracy theories or
A
no?
lot of, I mean, dude, I think we've been propagandized to the point where like no one can tell what's real anymore.
Here's why 9/11
yeah.
isn't like fake, because like we can just bomb countries with impunity and people don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you know, to have that, even like people that are into conspiracy theories would be like, which countries are we bombing again? It's like, I don't know.
Nobody
I
has
think-
any
I
idea.
think 7 of them. I can't name all of them.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like watching it because it is. I remember the Ring of Power came out way back when. That was the very first one that came out. I was like
A conspiracy theory
24.
movie or something?
It was a DVD. There
Oh
was a
my God,
DVD
no.
that made its way around. I saw that at 23 and was just like, oh Jesus Christ! I fucking freaked. That like knocked me off
What
my
was it
axis.
about?
It's the same old song, dude. About like
About the Jays?
the central banks. They never get in the Jews. They go central
Can you
banks.
just circle that?
Yeah, they go central banks and
Yeah.
they
That's
go
the
into
thing
that whole
that,
thing.
that does like raise questions. It's like, why don't they ever involve the Jews in the conspiracy theory?
Oh, they do. If you watch enough of
I know.
them, dude, it all comes down to that. You go, ah, yeah, and you close your YouTube, you slap your laptop, like, oh, Jesus Christ. They got me again.
Because it's like, if you're going to start, you might as well go full tilt. You know what I mean?
No, they like the way, they like kind of, it's like a drain thing. You're out in the outer realm of it and you go, all right, I
Yeah.
can believe this. And all of a sudden it's like, and here's another Jewish guy, and this guy was Jewish. There's a quick thing about the Jews, and you're like, all right, I see what you're doing. You guys got me again. I thought I was looking up history.
Yeah,
You were.
If you look up history, you're going to end up being anti-Semitic.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, there is a lot of it in there that's pretty funny.
Yeah, dude. They've got me a bunch of times. But yeah, I don't know. The flat earth thing is hilarious. How they're like, well, clearly, if the earth was a ball, how would water stick to a ball? They don't believe in gravity.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the
Like-
whole idea behind the flat Earth conspiracy is that if they can get you to believe that the Earth is round, they can get you to believe anything.
Yeah.
So by actively denying, it's sort of this like I don't know, like first order conspiracy theory where if you can convince yourself the Earth's flat, then you can like reprogram yourself to not believe any of the lies you've been told
That's true.
been told by authority figures. But it's
Damn.
fucking retarded. I mean, no one ever thought there was a flat Earth. That was sort of like retconned into like dark age thinking in like the 1800s. It's like nobody ever really thought the Earth was fucking flat.
Yeah, it was the dome
Oh,
above
yeah.
the flat earth.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, with the flat Earth, like when they're like talking about Columbus and shit, where they're like he thought he was going to sail off the end of the
didn't.
world. It's like, no, he knew, everybody knew the
no one was
Earth
like
was a
fucking
sphere.
fun to
Really?
trip.
Yeah,
They would have done if they thought they were going to fall off the end of the
There's a
earth.
good amount of people. If there's enough people now, there's probably a huge amount of people.
No.
How
It's like
charming,
this. It was like-
charismatic is the person who's convincing people that the fucking...
It would be like this. It'd be like if, like, 700 years from now, there's like an advertising campaign that says, like, in the 60s, they thought the moon was made out of cheese.
Yeah.
And no one knew until they went there or whatever. And then people were like, did you know that for 500 years they thought the moon was made out of cheese?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, no, that was like essentially a joke. No, they didn't think the fucking earth was flat.
Well, I don't know. I came across a conspiracy theory. Have you guys seen Science Test Faith? My stepdad showed me it. It's about a piece of communion wafer that turned into actual skin.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jesus' skin, and a
Was that-
scientist proved
was it
that
white?
it was
Was that
beaten.
transubstantiation?
It was white.
It was white?
It specifically it was a
Turned
little
into a
piece of
very
skin that
white
was
skin.
just big enough to
Got
say
sunburned
white
on the-
person on it. Yeah. Not
Damn,
Middle
so
Eastern.
communion turned into skin?
Yeah. Scientists proved that it had blood vessels, and not only that it was beaten skin. It was traumatized skin.
Damn.
So just I don't know
So
if you
take
guys
that,
want to.
science.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch
You
it.
fucking faggot
I didn't watch
scientist.
it.
Did anyone eat it?
Oh, I don't think
I
so.
would have gobbled
I
that
would
thing
go,
up.
well,
dude.
I mean, as a Catholic, that's nothing new.
Right.
Every time it's
I've
flesh.
seen multiple. I've seen multiple. I've got like toenails and shit eating that, dude.
Yeah.
Every
Reminds me
single
of like
time.
the gold
Blood.
member when he's eating like the skin, but that's just
Yeah. That's
shit, yeah.
Yeah,
That's nothing
that's
new
a
to
miracle.
us.
That's just a miracle. That's a standard Catholic miracle.
that's what all of our dumb parents believe,
For sure.
is that actually happens every time. Like, that's the real body of Christ right now.
Yeah, they never sold me on it fully.
What's the argument? It's consubstantiation versus transubstantiation. The idea that it like actually turns into the body of Christ, or like from a metaphysical standpoint,
Yeah.
like the
Trans is like the definitely eating the body.
yeah.
Is con like the symbolic understanding?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah, that's weird. Just
I
to
don't
be
give
like,
a shit. It's just
Look, I know
like-
it's not the real body, but it's sick to pretend this is a real body. Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Well, I don't think it's pretending. It's I don't know. I
Kind of like the flat Earth thing. You just make yourself believe anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. How does a fucking water stay on a ball? These are the questions you got to ask.
True. How come that
put a-
Asian couldn't get up that curb?
Exactly, dude.
That's because the Earth was flat.
You think you like
it was
gravity?
round, he
you think
would've got
gravity
that.
glitched on him? So you're
Well, that's
so,
why they have better balance, because their face is the same shape as the Earth. They
You think that comes into play?
Instead of calling him moon face, I call him Earth face. now.
That's a fair theory.
Hey, what's up, Earth face?
It's actually kind of an unfair advantage.
Excuse me, don't you mean moon face? No, I'm like a conspiracy theorist. Here, let me talk to you for a second. I got some YouTube videos I want to show you.
I've seen dudes definitely like come in and just like put up points and be like, no, I'll show you the YouTube video on that dude. And they'll be like, and anyway, next thing, I'm like, no, I got the YouTube video on it. And so they'll definitely hold it up as like that's reality. I dated that one girl one date who was basically trying to convince me that like Germany was fucked up and Hitler wasn't bad in terms of economic
Damn.
stuff. And I was like,
You know,
I'm like, do you tell this to anybody? And she was like, dude, me and my dad watch the YouTube video all the time. She's like, the first time we watched it, my dad cried. And I was like, it's a Puerto Rican lady, by the way.
whoa, really?
I was right.
It's a Puerto Rican lady, dude.
Something about him just.
How old was she?
Just one YouTube video.
I knew it.
It's got like 48 views. This guy's crying in his living room.
Dude, exactly. That killed me. Her dad, it was literally, again, it was a Puerto Rican lady. Her dad watched it and was just like, I guess was so moved, like, oh my God, I've been lied to my whole life. Hitler was a good guy. There's a lot of people buzzing around on like 75 IQs who just watch that and go like, the more sophisticated stuff gets
I like
me.
that they have a 75 IQ. It's probably somebody with Down syndrome.
Yeah, like
Close.
What?
As close as you
89.
can get without having
Yeah.
that extra
Although,
chromosome.
could you imagine being retarded and watching YouTube?
Being retarded, being racist.
Yeah, that would be
Being racist is so funny. Well, people with Downs are like dogs, where they'll like bark at black dudes if they see them. Downs, okay.
Only if their
just,
their
"Hey,
parent
mister."
is scared
Yeah,
of them.
yeah,
They
yeah,
sense it. It's like, oh, my dad is scared of this person, so now I'm gonna bark.
Instead of barking, it's just, hey, mister, repeatedly.
Yeah.
Hey, mister, hey, mister, hey, mister.
He runs away, comes back up to him, runs away.
Circles the parents' legs. Hey, mister, hey, mister. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, we're in a sorry state with the YouTube stuff. We were talking last time about the guy getting now people are coming out like, I was brainwashed by YouTube. It's not my fault. No. Now there's like deep fakes are coming out. You see Zuckerberg's deep fake?
No.
People have been deep faking all these people, and it was Zuckerberg.
What does that mean?
Deepfakes now.
Videos of Mark Zuckerberg getting fucked.
It's like someone could take a video of you and then record your mouth moving to words.
Damn.
Like what Conan used to do.
Yeah. Conan was a deepfaker.
Yeah, just his mouth moving.
Oh,
Conan
okay,
used to
okay.
release videos of celebrities getting fucked on the show. It was like a bit that they
Surprised
would
he's
do.
still in such good graces.
Yeah, dude, we're sliding into just pure propaganda.
Damn.
It's not going to get any better.
For who, though?
Everybody.
Yeah.
100%. I think we're being destabilized from outside countries.
Well, I mean, I go back home and I'm like, I look at the stuff that pops up on.
We do that all the time.
Oh, we do it all the time. Yeah, I just don't want anyone doing it to us. I need to know. I need to watch
shit
YouTube.
with like Mike Pompeo trying to prevent Corbyn from colluding with fucking Israel to rig Britain's election. I mean, that's excessive, but
Wait, colluding with who?
Israel, the Israeli lobby.
Sure.
I mean, like Trump meeting with
I
Jewish
love
interest
Israel.
groups, and they're worried
You
about
like- you
Germany.
I
like
love
Bush?
Israel. Love Israel's lobby.
Take a Zuckerberg picture with the flag.
I will,
Like, I
dude.
stand with Israel.
I do stand with Israel.
What do you love about Israel?
Just fucking settling.
Oh, okay.
Settlements and shit.
Colonial power.
colonialism.
Love colonialism, dude.
Yeah.
Well, theirs was kind of
because of Colonial Williamsburg.
I went to
Yeah.
colonial.
Everybody says colonialism sucks, but I went there and there's like a blacksmith. It's
It was
pretty
awesome.
tight.
I
Yeah.
had like turtle soup.
Yeah, you get to make your own
Ooh.
Yeah.
make your own hoe cakes from cornmeal.
It's great.
I don't know. That seems like a lot better than whatever's going on in Vietnam.
I got in trouble at Williamsburg. We went on a field trip in 5th grade, and they made me count bricks.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I was laughing during the fucking
wanted to see if you
presentation,
could. They were
and
like, "Can this
is
kid
an
fucking
old
count?"
Punishment. They made me go count bricks.
What?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
Are you sure like the chaperone wasn't molesting one of the other kids? me and Marcus are gonna go behind the
Put him in the
glass. I'm gonna
stocks.
Show him, yeah.
Put a kid in the
I'm gonna
stocks.
show him what
Go
being
to town,
pilloried
dude.
feels like.
do you guys ever get hit in school?
No.
In school, like by a teacher?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I caught a smack.
You caught a
I
smack
think I
by
caught
who?
The last smack, the
What are you,
principal.
70 years old?
Dude, 30, half.
I had a teacher kick a kid.
Did you really?
Yeah, he was rolling on the ground.
Catholic
Whoa.
school, dude.
Yeah.
I got
Oh,
dragged
yeah,
to
dude.
the office by my ear, but that's about as physical as it ever got.
That's pretty
painful.
physical.
I would call that in the club, dude. I got smacked by the principal for jumping out of the fire escape of the bus. We're doing the drill, and I jumped on someone. And the lady literally pulled me up, smacked my butt, and sent me inside. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay. When I heard smack, I thought it was in the face. A smack on the butt. That's
I
not
mean,
bad.
smack on a butt is equally problematic, dude.
It's equally no, it's not.
No,
A smack
it's
to
not.
the face is way more traumatic than a smack to the butt.
Her finger went in my butthole.
No,
Okay, well,
there's a difference.
all right, well,
There's no
you're
such
using a
thing
different
as,
word.
Like a supportive smack in the face.
She goosed me.
The baseball coach is not
Right.
going to be like, "Great fucking job, dick."
Yeah,
If you're a mobster, you can be like, eh.
Yeah, but you're not a mobster. You're a teacher boy.
My principal goosed. I want to state for the record, my principal goosed me. Now that I remember it, she went like this and gave me like a fucking full goose.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot about that. Second grade teacher. Fucking this kid was laying on the ground having a tantrum, and he kicked her. And she's like, "You kick me, I'll fucking kick you." And she kicked him like hard. He
Damn.
was crying. She kicked. He was
Okay,
laying on
well,
the
it was an
ground.
eye for an eye. That's
a
fair.
second grader, and she kicked him. Pretty sick.
Was like a stomp or like just a.
No, it was a kick to the gut. He was laying on his side.
we had like a lunch helper who like just like openly beat a kid in the recess yard, and everyone was just like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "No, this is what I do for my kids." Like, "No, you can't hit this kid," and she was not allowed to like monitor recess anymore.
Yeah,
she was a big
especially-
dog too. She was
Especially
big.
since she works in the lunch department.
She's a
It's like, I
volunteer.
want him to be better at lunch. What happens when he's a grown man and he's eating all like rocks and grass? Fucking everyone's looking at him weird. These are skills you need for later in life, is to have fucking sloppy joes. You don't learn this shit.
It was lunch.
The
at
cafeteria lady thinking they're a teacher. I gotta teach these faggots how to eat lunch.
recess. Yeah, she was banned.
Nice.
Getting banned in like '95 from a volunteer recess lady, you had to fuck up, dude.
Damn.
She jacked this kid. I remember I was playing. It was just like, okay, just playing. I was like,
Damn.
all right, not phased.
Hitting kids, hitting strangers' kids is the fucking move.
I want to start a school where you can do it. I'm gonna bring
It's
it back.
hard not
I
to.
remember this
sometimes.
fat guy telling me one time, and like I wasn't friends with him, and I didn't like him, and he didn't know. He was like a comedian, and he was like telling me about like being in line at Popeyes, and he was like, "There's this obnoxious kid behind me. This woman's not controlling her child," and he's like, and I tell you, the sound a 5-year-old makes when a 350-pound man sneakily shifts his weight onto that child's foot is heavenly.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, wait, you mean to tell me like spitefully physically abused someone else's child because they were annoying you in line at the fried chicken restaurant. And he was like,
Damn.
well, yeah. You know, he thought it'd be like
I mean,
a
if
cool,
you put it that
Yeah,
way.
you thought, yeah.
yeah, I didn't know that like a cool story to tell.
I didn't know that was in the fat guy's arsenal, just a foot crush.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
watch
Oh,
WWF?
totally.
That's like a big move for us.
Just a foot crush on a kid? Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Or if they're laying down, you stand on them and walk over them.
Oh, yeah.
That's another move.
Now I know, though. If I ever get my foot crushed, I'm going to be, if it's a hefty gentleman, I'm going to be like, all right.
What did I do?
I know what the fuck you're up to. Here comes a fucking goose, dude. Here comes a power. You'd have to goose him hard, dude. Get to like a 350-pound ass. You have to Iger uppercut him. Did you question the way he crushed this guy's foot?
No, I mean, I had limited interaction with the guy. I was like, oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, hurting a child. That's a cool story.
Yeah.
Couldn't really do it back to him either.
Because all he wants is that affirmation. Once he doesn't get it, you know,
that
it's
guy
like,
really sucked. He was like so full of himself. He taught comedy classes
Oh,
and
God.
just did shitty one-liners.
That's
Toxic obesity, dude, at its finest.
yeah.
Just using your fat
throwing your
privilege.
weight around.
It's like, well, I'm going to use my 350 pounds to crush this fucking kid.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Teaching a comedy class is just a guarantee you suck.
yeah,
Almost. Oh,
probably. But God, money's nice though.
True.
You know?
I did it.
True.
I got kicked out of Helium for it.
For
what?
teaching a
Teaching-
comedy class.
Yeah, Fit hit me up and was like, "Will you do this?" And I was like, "I'll do it for a thing." They're giving me like $35 an hour.
Yeah.
I did. I had everyone come in, and I was like, "Look, don't ever pay for one of these ever again."
Totally. Exactly.
was
That's the class.
And like, what are we gonna do? I was like, just go up and all do 5 minutes. We don't have 5 minutes. I was like, tough. Just go up there and talk for 5 minutes.
Right,
And they're like,
right.
I can't believe you paid for this. I'm like, yeah, I told
you
you.
started hitting them.
I did. I brought down the fucking ruler. Yeah, then Helium.
He
fucking
told you to come over and step on their feet.
Yeah, I'm just smacking their fingers with bamboo sticks like an Asian piano teacher.
Nothing yet. I'm going to wait another minute here.
Nice.
But, yeah, I taught, like, defensive driving for a while. But it was, like,
Did
it
you
was
do comedy defensive driving at
defensive
CAP?
driving. Well, yeah, they were like, well, like, try to do jokes. I was like, no.
Hold on, you taught defensive driving?
Yeah.
At a comedy club
At a comedy club.
What
in
is-
Austin.
What
You
is
just play
that?
videos and you read out. He's like, and I don't think I get in trouble for it now, but like you're supposed to, because it's all like done through like DPS or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're supposed to attend all these classes and like observe classes. There's like this whole like qualification process that like my roommate just like forged all the documents and like set it up for me.
Sure.
And then like because he taught defensive driving and like it's like some extra money on the side. He was like, "Hey, can you teach defensive driving on Monday?" And I thought he meant like come with him to defensive driving. I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll come with you." And he was like, "All right." And then it was like the night before he was leaving. I didn't know he was leaving. He's like, "Hey, we should go by tonight to the club and I can show you where everything is." I'm like, "Cool." So we go to like Cap City and it's like 11 o'clock at night. And he's like, yeah, so here's the DVD player. Here's this is a filing cabinet just filled with shit, like a milk crate with like papers and stuff. He's like, here's all the paperwork and stuff, and this is the binder with all the stuff in it. And he's like, there's a coffee maker. You put this in. Here's where the lights are. And he's like, so yeah, I usually lock the door around 8:15. You don't let anyone in after that.
Damn.
And he's like, you should be good to go. And I was like, oh, okay. And then, like, it was, like, either that night or the next morning, I wake up, I'm like, so are we heading over there? He's like, oh, I'm going out of town. And I was like, wait, so that was, like...
Instructions?
Those were the instructions for teaching 8 hours of a defensive driving course. Here's where the stuff is, and, like, this is
Damn.
the coffee maker. And he's like, yeah, you figure it out. I was like, I guess.
How'd it go?
Well, I went there, and it was like, I'm making the coffee, and then it's already, like, people are showing up. So I didn't even have time to, like, look at this
Oh,
stuff.
that's
And then there's, like, 20 people there, and it's, like, 8 o'clock, and I'm like, welcome to defensive driving.
Should just put on comedians in cars getting coffee.
Well,
dude.
I did. I went
This is
through.
what I'm training
I
you
played
for.
every DVD, and like half of them are just like Looney Tunes videos of like 1940s, like Donald Duck like gets into a traffic accident, and it's like, what did Donald do wrong? And I'm like, okay, what did you guys learn from that video? You know, and
Who the fuck takes? Do you get like points off your insurance or something, or like insurance
points off your insurance? But
money
you get money off your insurance is also like
or it just doesn't go up, right?
Adjudication or whatever. If you have like, because I had to take it one time. That's I took it when Andy Ritchie was teaching it.
Oh, okay.
And like I know Andy, I'm friends with him, and I'm in the class, and Andy's like going into his stand-up bits. And I'm like, come on, man.
Rough.
I'm like, don't
turn it
do
off?
that.
Were all the people taking the class, were they trying to be funny? Because it's like people probably go to that like because I took a defensive driving class and it was a regular one, not even at a comedy club, and there were a couple people in the class that were trying to make jokes and be the funny ones, and I'm like, can we just get through the day?
I had to take it actually. I got my license suspended. I had to take it like years prior.
Yeah.
And there was like it was an African guy teaching it. And there was a girl sitting next to me, but we were there for like 9 hours. And the African guy, he like had this verbal tick where he would start like every other sentence with "for example," even if it didn't like he'd be like, "When you are driving, for example, and you come to a forward stop, for example, you have to decide who is going to go first. For example, and and like so, I just had like a note card, and I started like tallying every time he like said it, and then I was like dividing it by how many minutes had passed, so I could like average out like how many times he said "for example" per minute. And there's this girl like just weeping next to me because she recognizes that I'm just mocking this African. But then there was like this like there was like two like there was like a middle-aged white dude that was like relatively kind of like a big guy or kind of like a hot-headed guy, but probably had like a job doing like sales for some type of computer thing that he has no idea what it is. He's just
I did that before.
Yeah. One of those guys. It's like, yeah, I sell shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what it is.
So
but
I was
sell
selling
it.
cars.
Yeah.
They'd be like, what's the horsepower on this thing?
I have no
fuck,
fucking
Oh yeah, did you sell
couldn't even
cars?
guess.
Look, I sold cars, but it's like, yeah, look, I don't know what this, I don't know any of this computer
So
shit. It's
funny.
gay to me, but I sell it.
I can call a guy and be like, "What are your thoughts on the cloud?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, like the like information in the air and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about? They're like, I don't know, man.
Damn, teaching a defensive driving class. You should have opened with a compilation, like a live leak compilation. Like a live leak of people just getting wrecked to like sick sound,
Well,
like
in this-
killing
Here
the
comes the
name of-
boom.
There was
killing
also
the name of-
there's also this like
Here comes the boom.
there was this guy from like Portugal or something who's also like kind of like a bigger dude wearing like a leather jacket and he has this shitty hair. And at one point he said something about he's like, that's like the problem with America is like blah 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 blah. And the fucking white guy's like, don't start that shit in here. He's like, if you don't like it, you can fucking leave. If you got a problem with that, you can talk to me. And he was like, about that.
Yes,
He's like, because I'm about to
1776.
knock your ass the fuck out. And it's like, this is how you got into defense.
They just all had road rage in the class.
Yeah.
The African guy is like, he's like, yes, for example. Just not blowing right past it, not doing it.
Damn.
These guys are about to throw bows over some like dumb 9/11 bullshit. This guy's like, he's just heated off 9/11 stuff.
Yeah, dude.
It's like one of those, like just a faded flag on the back of his car.
Love to see
And he's
everyone
like,
when they're like,
that
let's
gave me
take
purpose, is being mad about 9/11. Like, I didn't do anything afterwards. I
mad
didn't
about
volunteer my
9/11.
time. I just became racist, and that's my contribution.
Never forget.
Anyways,
That's so fucking funny.
but yeah, hey, if your dick doesn't work, check out BlueChew.com. BlueChew.com sponsors this podcast, and it's probably soon to be.
Hopefully, Matt and Shane's secret podcast.
Yeah. Have you gotten any from Gas Digital?
No.
They're great. It's generic branded, because the thing is you think that they're only for people that need them. But the truth is literally anyone can take. It's a medicine that everyone can take, whether they need it or not. And it only,
Just in case you want a boner.
yeah, there might be side effects, but I doubt it. It's a performance enhancement for the bedroom.
I haven't experienced any side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't, and I've got like really bad heart problems.
What?
Yeah, I'm like kind of in the key demo for people who shouldn't be fucking around with.
What you got heart wise?
I was just like really high blood pressure. It was like 170 over 110 last year.
Damn.
I know. It's pretty cool.
You need to hurt some of that blood from your heart.
It's pretty cool. All the doctor had to say was like lay off the cocaine, but we'll see about that. Not only am I staying on the cocaine, I'm now on Blue Chew's chewable with the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, and they can work faster than pills, up to twice as fast. The chewables from Blue Chew can be taken on a full or empty stomach.
Nice.
You know, so you eat them before or after you eat the pussy.
Can you smash it up and snort it?
Definitely.
Well, yeah, but then they're not chewable anymore.
Okay.
So, yeah, why don't you just shut up? Don't fuck up.
Yeah, you keep yapping, he's going to need a blue chew.
What if girls take it?
I'm gonna have to get hard to
Gets
feel
their
better.
fucking clip fat.
Probably,
It
yeah,
does.
it probably makes your pussy
Probably.
swell
Turns
up.
into like
Yeah.
anime Funtanari.
I only took like the Viagra one once, but it like made my like because it makes all your like mucous membranes like fuck up or like swell up. So like I felt like I've been like stung by bees. My
What?
nose was all
then you
swollen.
fuck-
So you can fuck, but you look fucking dumb while you're doing it?
Yeah, I couldn't, I
Hell
couldn't
yeah.
breathe through my nose. I was like, you know, which is
you
it's
have to
good.
mouth
That's
breathe.
hold on, but that's a good thing. Blue Chew says that's how you know it's working. They have an online physician, and the consultation is free, so it's cheaper than paying to go to the doctor.
Perfect.
And it only takes a few minutes to connect with a Blue Chew affiliated physician. Which I imagine is like Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. Everybody can take these pills. And if you qualify, you get prescribed online quickly. No in-person doctor visit, no awkward conversation, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. They ship directly to your door in discreet packaging. So, you know, I mean, it doesn't really. It says custom medical group. So, I don't know who's going through your mail, but they're like, oh, yeah, this is probably just custom medicine and not something weird. Yeah, ships from a company called Definitely Books Incorporated. Definitely just magazines. The chewables from Blue Chew are prescribed online by a doctor and made in the USA. They're not, you know, it's not Chinese.
Better not.
Hell yeah.
Better
Yeah.
not be, dude.
It's
Last thing you need.
union, real blue collar union guys
Yep.
making this stuff. You know,
Dudes in leather jackets pressing the
Dudes
pills.
who get it.
right? Bruce Springsteen and Billy Joel themselves have written several songs about the dick pill factory workers. Gives you confidence in bed every time. You and your partner will love it. Chew and do it. So here's a great deal for you guys. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first order free. When you use promo code CumTown, just pay $5 shipping. That's BLUEChew.com. Promo code CumTown. CUMTOWN. Boom. That's a read, fellas.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, let's see Lewis do something like that. He has to stop and do it at
Oh,
the
man.
end.
No, he does it all in the beginning, but it's an advertisement for himself.
Yeah. I always like to
For 10
imagine
minutes.
when I'm watching Lewis do the reads that they're just like pictures on the piece of paper. But it's just like a house and a dog. He's like, house dog beer. Yeah. Brought to you by, what's this? Oh, it's me, Lewis.
That's hilarious.
So wait,
Yeah.
you take Blue Chew?
I have, yeah.
Have you taken it?
Usually when I'm drunk.
I'm scared for the heart stuff. I feel like I'll have like a erect heart attack and I'll be found. Just,
But
like,
I thought you got black pilled. Aren't you just ready to
Yeah, but
die?
your dick
No,
gets,
I'm not.
Your dick gets hard when you die
okay.
anyways.
Yeah, I'm not a nihilist at all.
Oh,
dude.
oh, okay.
I'm an eternal optimist.
Even if you watch
watch,
Black Mirror for more than a few episodes in a row?
I liked the last season.
Oh, I haven't
I
seen it yet.
love that first episode. They
Yeah,
came
me and
out
Matt were
fucking
just-
strong.
With the
dude.
new season?
Did you see the first episode? Did
No,
you
is
see
it the one you were telling
Yeah,
us?
I was just telling him
Oh
about it.
god, that's so
Can't
fucking
stop talking
funny.
about it, man.
Can't
That
stop
thing's in
thinking
my
about it.
brain.
God, are you
I'm
guys
thinking
all
about fucking
gay?
years.
Are all men that I know gay?
Yes, definitely.
If me and Matt could,
Well, the creative ones that are funny.
Exactly.
Like, nice to hang out with.
Yeah, if a guy makes you laugh,
Shit!
fuck your dad, dude, for sure.
Ugh.
Yeah, and if a guy's funny, he's definitely gay.
Really?
For sure, dude. And then time turns men gay.
Yeah, no,
Over
that's
time,
true.
Time turns men, and, just
No,
like
yeah,
women.
time and women turn men gay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hemingway.
yeah, time with women.
Yeah, the famous Hemingway quote. Time and women turn
yeah.
men gay. The sun
shot
also.
himself.
Really?
Once
Yeah.
he turned gay, he killed himself. That's why he did it.
Yeah.
He was looking outside. He saw a hot guy. He was like, "Fuck this!"
He's in the middle of the ocean. He's like, good. There's no guys out here.
Just
I don't
swordfish.
have to worry about it.
It's
Just
like-
swordfish and hot Cubans. God damn it! There's
Yeah.
hot Cubans.
The Coast Guard's like, are you okay, sir? And he's like,
get
fuck
out of here."
sailors.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, know that. Know that. Any guy who's like funny and is not like coming home being looked like a picture of like a Ferrari on his laptop, be like, one day it'll be mine. Ugh. They're gay.
Well, I don't know. Ferraris are pretty cool.
Do you have a laptop wallpaper?
No, I have it's both of my.
Nailed it. You nailed it.
It's the moon.
Oh, it's the moon. Yeah,
Yeah.
classic pick, dude.
Moon's
Totally
sick.
gay. You love the cosmos.
You love the cosmos. You are
That's not
definitely
the cosmos. The moon is like.
You
right
just want to
there.
get to the moon with all the other dudes because that's who's going to the moon is other dudes.
Yeah,
That's
that is
why we're
true.
trying to get to Mars.
I do like it.
Women
that
can't
it's-
make that trip.
The moon is still the only place that's
They
just for
tried
white
once.
people.
Your period would explode on the
Oh
moon.
my god, yeah.
All synced up by the moon. You
It looks like Mars up there.
Yeah, it'd be like when Matrix, when Neo goes to that room and meets the architect. There's just some old bitch that's like, you've been fucked up on purpose. That's the source for them.
Oh, definitely on the moon. I've been dropping little breadcrumbs this whole episode. We're finally here.
About what, being gay or wanting to go to the
Yeah,
moon?
we're all gay, and there's a lady controlling periods on the moon.
Yeah, you guys just try to escape us. Women don't even want to be around each other. That's why lesbians are like, we're in this together, right? That's why they're so commitment based. They're like, you're doing this too, right? We're in this together.
Dude, I had a lesbian try to
If you
flex
do it,
on me
I'll
this
do
morning
it. Yeah.
At the gym, she tried to come up and
You
bully
a
me.
fucking stud get you?
Try to bully, not a stud.
Not a stud.
This is more of like had been to a bunch of Lilith fairs, and now I was like looking into like getting a kid. She was pretty jacked. We were same height. If you did the specs on us, we had like the same reach, same height. She came up and was like, "You done with the whatever the bar like the where you do like a squat rack thing?" And I wasn't using it, but I was instructed to stand in front of it so I didn't fall into the mirror by the dude who walks around and like tells all the rules.
Well, what were you doing?
I was doing like clean jerk stuff. So I was doing like, movements where I was throwing the weight up over my head. I was being a fucking animal in there at 7 in the morning. And the guy
Are
told
you
me
throwing the weight down from overhead? Do they have a platform?
I wasn't lunking. No, it's just soft floor. So I have to do it on the floor. It's not a platform, but every now and again I'll indulge in a fucking weight slam for sure.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah,
Slam
Yeah,
and
yeah.
step back.
I'll drop them down to. I don't pig out like from top. I'll like drop it, control, then let go. So I'm in there. Throw my shoes off, dude. I'm in there doing all that stuff.
Your shoes off.
Always, dude. When I do compound movements, so
You're
I'm
gonna
like
shatter your foot.
possibly.
get
I was
ready
like,
for
no,
that.
yeah, I probably will. So this lady came up. She's like, "Are you using the squat rack?" And I was like, "Well, no," but and I started to explain to her like I'm doing compound movements, so I was instructed to stand in front of this thing. She was like, "Yeah, but are you using it?" It was like, dude, you can't have this right now. Like, dude,
Well,
like,
but she's not wrong. There's really no reason to be in the
no,
squat rack.
because I had to, because it's a small gym and everything else was being used, and I'm like, if I move here, I'm not going to have room to do what I'm doing. And she was
Right.
like, and that's what I was saying. I'm like, I hear what you're saying.
That's
but
why you
like,
tell her, like, go find me another spot, come back, and I'll
yeah, I
fucking
was,
give
like,
you
I was like,
this.
I literally can't move from the spot I'm in, and if I there's a spot that I could go to, I'm not allowed to be there. And the
I
guy
don't know.
who told me
Frankly,
that-
I would be annoyed if, like, I'm trying to use the rack and you're just standing 2 feet in front of it doing cleans.
I totally get it, but I had no other. My thing was
Because you
I
were
had
still
no
using
other-
a different kind of equipment, just not
Yeah,
the.
but I had the barbell, but I couldn't go anywhere else. So I would have had to stop what I was doing, so then she could use the squat rack. And I'm like, you just have to wait 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
it was a sticky situation. And then I went up afterwards. I'm like, hey, that thing's open. She kept her back to me and was like, good. Fuck you. I
Damn.
was teed up, dude.
Damn.
That's nice.
But yeah, it was. I was in a weird situation, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing and she came up and be like, using that, and I was like, yeah, I'll be like 10 more minutes. But you're not using the squat rack. It's like, lady, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
I
Either
don't know.
provide me with the solution or
she's in the
go.
right.
No way,
I'll have to.
dude.
Well, I'll look up the gym and look at the floor plan.
Well, we'll do the floor plan. Anytime Fitness, dude.
Oh, Anytime Fitness. So it was
I'll take
packed.
you guys on a tour, dude, and be like, dude, here I was over here throwing it over my head. But yeah, man, it was a tough call on my part, but I stood my ground on her.
Yeah, just stand your ground. Even if
Had
it
to.
is Pride Month, though, so she's been getting a lot of fucking
True.
yeses. She
True,
was probably
dude.
not ready
But
for
you're
that
funny,
now.
so you're gay. So you
True, I'm
also,
gay,
it's
too.
Pride Month for him, too.
Yeah, exactly. I should be like, look, I'm gay. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah. Do
Everybody's got
lesbians and gay
months
guys
now,
get along?
right? No, not at all.
Okay.
Dude.
Lesbians and gay guys, do they get along?
I don't
No,
know.
they're opposites.
I would say
Right?
mortal enemies.
Yeah.
They-
Interesting.
I've never seen them. hang
Yeah,
out.
they're further apart than straight men and straight women.
Yeah. Huh. Wow.
Yeah, because they just like have no reason to deal with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, one, they both wish they were each other, and then they're both flamboyant. Well, gay dudes are flamboyant, and lesbians are fucking like, just knock it off, the game's on.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
My favorite type of lesbian, I've said it before, but are like the ones that just like sit on like an overpass and smoke cigarettes.
That sounds nice.
Like Charlize Theron from
Yeah,
Monster.
they're like, we got to get out of here. Let's get out of this town. Sharon, one of these days we're going to get out of this town. They're like 6-month plan lesbians. They're like, we're going to save up money and we're going to fucking get out of here.
I wonder what happens to them. Do they ever get out of town?
Fuck your dad, Sharon. Fuck
Lesbians
him.
don't get out of town.
I don't think they do.
They
Yeah,
stay
they do.
wherever.
They go like have little workshops out in the suburbs and stuff.
Do
No,
they
I
ever
meant
get
move.
out of town?
No.
Do they ever get Sharon to like out of the roadside
No.
motel?
Oh.
It never happens. Their dad beats Sharon to death. Dad beats Sharon to death, and the other lesbian has to kill herself.
That's probably what happened to this lady after I hogged
Old
up the spot.
lesbians.
Yeah.
Old lesbians get out.
She's like,
Yeah.
She's
If they like divorce their
she's
husband,
like, Sharon,
then they
wait
move
here in the
to
hotel.
like New England.
I got to go to the gym real quick. I'll be back in 25 minutes, and we'll get out of here. She's at the gym waiting for the squat rack, and then she gets back to the motel 2 hours late, and the father's already broken in and killed Sharon.
Dude, if I knew
He's
she
beating Sharon to death. He's drunk. He's like, what are you, the dyke girlfriend? She's just remembering you doing cleans in the middle of the fucking gym, using all the equipment at once. She's like, fuck that gay guy.
if I knew she had
Fuck that hilarious gay guy.
if I knew she was about to get out of here, I'd be like, oh, by all means, please.
Yeah. She had the car loaded up, dude.
She did have that
All
look
the
in her.
stuffed
She had that
animals,
look in her eyes.
They only pack
So I was
stuffed
like,
animals.
what's the rush? And she's like, you wouldn't understand. Like, go to the fucking other
My
room.
kayak is tied to the top of my Subaru right now. I'm about to go out of town on the strip.
Subaru's running in the parking lot. The shit's on.
Yeah, dude, lesbians don't have cell phones. So they have to like see each other. To
That's a
like,
big cause of death in the lesbian community.
Rafting?
The lesser dyke usually gets left in the car. It gets too hot while the other one's handling their power cleans.
It's definitely the one power. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The
No, for
butch.
sure. Yeah.
The butch is in there doing cleans.
Needs to be.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird how that happens.
What?
How one just like, you know,
Becomes the butch.
one
One's
thinks,
like a
yeah,
lady
one,
bottom.
One of them turns
And
into
every
Brendan Sagalow.
in every lesbian couple, there's one of them who thinks they can boss me off the squat rack, and it's like, nah, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I used to go right at I thought it was a lesbian coffee shop, but I went there recently, and I guess it's a regular coffee shop. At the time, there was a lot more lesbians. I don't know, but Bennu and
They got out
Austin.
of town.
Yeah.
They're probably on route-
One of the dads broke into the coffee shop. Like 10 dads
Marlboro
broke in at
Reds.
once.
Yeah. Where's that dyke girlfriend?
do you think that's what the what was that bar? The bar raid?
Stonewall?
Was that what the Stonewall was all
it
about?
just
All the dads
A bunch
claved
of
in on it?
dads broke in and were like, what the fuck?
Knock it off.
What are you doing, Bob?
Those are mother's pants.
Your mother's been looking for those slacks.
Damn, I want to rewatch Boys Don't Cry now.
I've
I don't
never
think I
seen
ever
it.
saw
Is that
it.
with
Yeah,
Drew
great.
Barrymore?
It's a great movie. No, it's Hilary Swank.
Oh, I don't know it.
What's that about?
It's about like a trans woman that moves to some small town and she starts dating like
Bad move.
Yeah.
Don't move to a small town.
it's like a small town starts dating
Right.
like Chloe Savini, I think, or
What?
which I'd say her name wrong. Adam corrected me on that and I was pissed off. Because I always thought it was Chloe Savini. I guess it's like
Severnay, maybe?
yeah, Severnay. It's like
Yeah.
All right, Adam.
I'm guessing. I only know A-listers, dude. I can't
Yeah.
put a face in there. Of
Hell
course.
yeah.
Will Smith? No.
John Cena.
Oh, it's Will Smith.
So, yeah, she moves to a small town, finds love.
Yeah, starts dating like either Chloe Savini or something, and she's got these two brothers. But she's like wearing a fake dick the whole time and has like a short haircut. So it's kind of like that movie Just One of the Guys, but it's much funnier. Because the brothers find out at the end that it's they're like, "What? You're a girl?" And then they like rape her and beat her up.
Oh,
That's
whoa.
the ending?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Was
If
she
I
wearing
found
the
out
fake-
you were a girl, I would fucking immediately beat you and rape you.
Yeah, dude, if I tricked you with a fake dick. Did they show the fake dick in the movie?
They do.
So just constantly wearing the fake dick the whole time, like just
Well,
like
there's this- I just remember a scene where she's like hooking up, or he or she, I don't know what the proper, they're hooking up.
So it's
or
like Billy
whatever,
Bob Thornton.
and then she like sneaks in the fake dick while they're fucking.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. She sneaks. That's really fucking
It's
impressive.
rape,
If you
yeah.
can sneak a fucking.
It's also sexual assault.
Is it one of those ones
Oh
that,
well,
like,
sure,
squirts?
but that's impressive still.
Is it one of those ones that, like,
for like drug
Porno is
tests?
just so much
No, not a
cum.
Wizinator, the one from pornos that just like
Yeah.
squirt out like a gallon.
I want to
of
get.
milk.
I'm gonna get one of those ones for drug tests, but it's fully erect.
just sitting out of your pants.
Yeah, it's like what? I like being observed. I don't know what to tell you. I like being scrutinized by the system. I like authoritarian oversight.
Are you allowed to start jerking off?
Having a fake dildo that comes too much. Like, what? It's real.
Because you have to hold those things the whole time. She would have to like double hand hold that the whole time.
Yeah.
How big is it?
Damn.
What the
Fake dick in the movie.
I saw this movie like 15 years ago. So
don't show
I'm
it while
sorry,
she's fucking.
I can't remember. Yeah,
They don't show her like holding it.
yeah, I can't. I mean, the only detail I remember is her being raped.
At the end. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
kind of. Yeah.
Jesus.
Kind of reminds me of Midnight Cowboy, like the opposite.
Yeah.
He moves to the big city and kind of similar things.
What is
happen.
you've seen Just One of the Guys, right? Oh, it's an 80s comedy.
Is that a girl who tries to be a
It's a
dude?
girl that like pretends to be a dude to like, you know, because like the guys have it better or whatever.
What happens to her?
She shows her tits at the end and they're primo.
Does everybody accept her?
She finds out that that's a lot better
I
than
don't
being
remember.
a guy. All you have to do is show your tits.
When I think of Just One of the Guys, the only thing I remember is the rape scene from Boys Don't Cry.
Jesus Christ.
That's the only thing that pops into mind, so I don't really remember anything.
Does it just like fade to black after that? She just like
Oh, yeah.
that's it?
I don't. I think something happened. I mean, I know it's not a happy ending
No.
Wow.
because it's a surprise twist. Because the movie's called the movie's
Okay.
called Boys Don't Cry, but
And then she cries,
at the end.
So it's like obviously.
you know, it's
you're not
like
a boy. You cried.
Imagine
after
being
we
in the theater, you're watching that movie, you're like, "Go! I should have seen that coming." Did you see, Mister? Do you think that was going to happen? No, I'm just saying because of the title. No, I scream at every movie. It's all right. I have autism.
Damn, that's a wild movie. I never saw that. Mm-hmm. I didn't know there were so many female to male trans movies in the 80s.
Joanna Man. came
Female
out.
to man? Yeah.
Yeah.
What other ones are there? Was it, like, what else?
No,
Just one of the
Joanna-
guys, just the two that we
Joanna Man
mentioned?
was later.
I don't know Joanna Man.
Joanna Man was the opposite.
Joanna Man was a dude that was in the NBA, and then he got kicked out. So then he put on a wig and
No, he
fucking
trans.
dominated.
Remember the Six Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I cried. I cried.
You cried in the
When he has a heart attack from dunking too hard.
Yeah. I got teary. I remember we were watching Happy Gilmore, and I got teary-eyed at Chump's funeral. I was like, I'm fucked up, dude. Something's wrong.
Yeah, no, when you're a kid, you like don't understand emotion. So like, you could watch Schindler's List and be like, I don't get it. It's like, yeah.
Chumps falls out the window. You're like,
Oh, no.
He's never going to win.
So now the progressive things that people are trying to do, like get like trans women into these sports and stuff, was just movies from the 80s as a joke.
Pretty much, yeah.
So that's fun.
I'm all about it. I'm all about
I just went to the plot for Boys Don't Cry on Wikipedia and scrolled to the last paragraph. Later, John and Tom get drunk and decide to kill Brandon. Lana attempts to stop them, but the pair drive to Candace's remote house where they find Brandon, who has been hiding in a nearby shed. John shoots Brandon under the chin, killing him instantly. Tom shoots Candace in the head as Lana fights with them, begging them to stop. Tom stabs Brandon's lifeless body and tries to shoot Lana, but John stops him. John and Tom flee the scene while a crying Lana lies with Brandon's body. The next morning, Lana awakes next to Brandon's corpse. Her mother arrives and takes her away from the scene. As Lana leaves Fall City, a letter Brandon wrote to her is heard in voiceover. So I guess they murder the trans person.
Wait.
Yeah, Tom and John drag Brandon into John's car and drive to an isolated location where they brutally beat and gang rape him. Afterwards, they take Brandon to Tom's house. Though injured, Brandon escapes through a bathroom. Yeah, so they rape him and then she escapes, or he escapes. And then the brothers find them and go to kill him. And then the girlfriend is like just crying.
So
It's based on a true story.
Whoa. So they rape, and then they're like, wait a second. There was okay. So it was a woman. So they find out it's like you're not a dude, you're a woman, and they rape that woman, and then they double back and then went back and killed them.
Yeah, no. So it's the Hilary Swank plays a FTM trans person.
Yeah.
Named Brandon.
Yeah.
And then they start dating Chloe Savini, who plays a normal, good woman.
a good woman.
Good girl.
A normal person.
An OG woman.
Yeah, anyways.
Just a regular human.
And, yeah, then the brothers of the Chloe Savini find out that they're not, a guy.
And they're ticked.
And they're
They're
pretty,
livid.
they're
And
pretty
they take it out on her.
teed off.
Give her the business.
Damn, dude. It's biblical.
Yeah.
They're like, we're so mad, in fact, that we're going to rape you.
Yeah.
And they're like, we got to kill you now, too. Damn.
Yeah, it's based on a true story. I think it's the real person was anyone who lives in Iran every day of their life.
Why do you think that gets people so fired up?
I think that,
Getting tricked like that?
Yeah, why?
No, I'm good.
That literally inspires like murderous rage.
You getting tricked?
Yeah.
Maybe it's also because they wanted to fuck their sister, and they're mad that like a chick gets to do it. I don't know.
yeah, I mean,
True. Or they're like, why do we think of that? That disguises genius.
Yeah, if you kill them, you get their power. That's the thing about trans people. People don't understand.
like a Highlander.
Yeah, if you get them, you get their powers.
Dude, that's
What power is
oh,
that?
here's why. Because the brothers
power
are
of deception, dude.
the brothers are ex-convicts.
Masters of disguise.
Oh wait, they're not brothers. They're just friends. But it's
Brothers now.
Yeah, they're ex-convicts, so they were probably getting some of that sweet boy in prison.
Oh yeah.
And then
Well, they
get
saw
out
those
and
tits,
like-
and they were like, that whole time they were there, and we didn't even know, and then they
So
were
they had,
upset.
like, they're just chilling with their butterfly knives and like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
That's the thing they've been waiting for years. is a man with a pussy.
She,
'Cause they've been in prison getting
yeah.
The answer,
Their
the
shit
solution,
pushed
a man
in.
with a pussy?
Yeah.
It just weirds me out that inspires murder. It's like if I got tricked, I'd be like,
yeah.
People don't
Got
like
me.
being wrong about sports.
That's true. That's true.
They don't like
I
being
guess they
wrong
don't
about
have their
anything, the
sexual
smallest thing.
Yeah, 'cause they don't have
And
the
then
sexual
it's-
identity challenge.
Yeah, because, oh yeah.
I thought I always heard that story of dudes being like, yeah, like my cousin like was a stripper. Turned out she had a dick. He never
Lose
came
their
out.
minds.
He left. He didn't come outside for a year. It's like, dude, that would take me like 7 minutes. I'd be like, whoa, didn't see that one.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
you've
Later.
come close to that.
It would just make me
wandered
feel
into the
worse
belly
about
of the beast,
investing.
Huh?
It would just make me feel worse about investing, which I already feel pretty bad about.
Investing?
Yeah, I've lost so much money. It's like,
Oh, this is going to be
fuck,
good.
another
You've been
thing.
thinking about getting into some cryptocurrency, right?
You can. I just have terrible luck.
Oh, with crypto.
Yeah, just don't day trade is my suggestion.
What's that have to do with getting tricked?
Well, nothing getting tricked.
Oh,
I'm
you'd
just,
be
I'm
like,
just bad
oh,
at day trading.
Once you find out cryptocurrency is a total fake, you're just like, God damn it, somebody
Yeah.
I
tricked
thought
me.
crypto had a dick.
How much?
No,
do
you
lost
know
last?
it's fake, but like I
Might
mean, there's
bounce
still
back.
money. It already has. But
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, I mean, if you invested in December, you'd be up like fucking 200% right now.
Yeah.
But the
I'm just focused on regular currency right now.
yeah, Forex.
You know?
You're in
Yeah.
the- yeah.
Big time.
Currency. I wanted to do like I remember I read about
I'm on
Forex.
change.
I'm like constantly dealing in. I got all kinds of foreign currency. Yeah,
Let me see these.
yeah. There you go.
I wanted to get into Forex when I was younger. I was like, that sounds so fucking cool. Then like you have to like trade it in units.
Also,
like,
this I have a federal ID.
$10,000
Isn't that
and less,
cool?
And I was like, all right,
That's awesome,
I'm out.
bro.
Yeah.
You got a cool.
Do you
got
actually
a cool
do Forex?
wallet.
Yeah, I
Hell
tell
no,
people
dude, I
I
looked
work
it up.
for
And you need like
DHS.
hundreds of thousands of dollars to even
make
like
any-
make a dent in it. I'm like,
Yeah, I do this to pretend to be a federal agent.
man, that's awesome. What kind of bills are they?
I don't know. This is from Australia, so I guess this is some bitch there. And is there Woodrow Wilson?
Are you sure that's a woman or is it a man?
We don't even know.
Everybody, what if England found out that their queen is actually a dude? How pissed would they be?
Well, they're finding out their queen is black right now.
Not handling
Not
it well.
handling that pretty well. Yeah, you're right.
Are they not handling well? I don't keep up with that stuff.
They're not stoked on it.
I don't
Right.
think they care.
That dude from the BBC's fucking
He dropped
tweet
that.
was
Yeah.
so fucking.
What did he say?
He tweeted a picture of the
Oh yeah.
Prince
they
and
welcome their
princess,
son,
like,
and it's
leaving.
like somebody walking a chimp out of Buckingham.
Oh shit!
gym, and he was like, I didn't mean it like that.
Damn,
It's
he
like,
didn't mean it like that.
He tried to
dude.
cover it up.
He was like, I see how it could be construed in that manner.
You know what's funny is like I got
Now that
banned-
you say,
I got
I
banned.
see
From,
it.
I got like suspended from Twitter for doing that same exact thing, but like as a joke, like being like, I don't know what's wrong with it,
yeah.
and they kicked me off Twitter for like fucking a year.
damn.
Yeah,
For a chimp baby picture.
no, not a chimp baby picture. It's like there was a story about like a chimpanzee who was a leader of some gang of chimpanzees that had been cannibalized. The headline was "Former chimpanzee leader cannibalized by previous followers" or whatever, or former followers. And I wrote like "R.I.P. Obama," and then a bunch of people got mad. And I was like, "Can someone explain to me why this is racist?"
People were ready for it.
Like,
Dude.
maybe like the angle of like like he used to be the leader, and now like, people are turning on him. I don't understand. It's like that's the joke is that like I don't understand why.
Yeah, because
obviously I
then you have
understand
to
why-
force other people to be like, well, it's because they
Yeah.
look like chimps, dude.
Exactly.
Gotta force
See, and then
everyone else.
and then you get to point the finger at them. No, see, you said they look
think
like
of that.
chimps.
That was a Valerie Jarrett thing. Where
What?
everyone was like, when she did the Valerie Jarrett, when Roseanne did that thing, when she put up the picture of Valerie Jarrett. And
Oh
everyone's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Muslim Brotherhood meets Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, she was like, well, I'm just talking about the Muslim Brotherhood and the way they, like, the politics of it, and everyone was like, no, you're talking about black people look like monkeys. And
Yeah.
she was like, well, you said that, not me. Yeah, that is funny, dude, to put that up. How long, you got banned for a year?
Well, they did this thing where like they suspend you and they make you like they're like, and you like this right on the chalkboard bullshit where they make you like go through and delete all your problematic tweets, and it was like I'm not doing
You should have Roseanne'd out. You should have been like, I took a fucking blue
Yeah,
chew,
dude.
dude. I had no control.
I was hard as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I just like I'd like to apologize. I donate a bunch of money to a chimp research organization. Like I've spent
called
time.
the NAACP.
I just get it wrong. I get it wrong, and I'm apologizing to people who work with chimpanzees.
That was the
Thinking
afflicted,
that's it.
like, they were like, you got to apologize to chimpanzee.
Nah, this was in January.
That's a rough one.
Like
My bad.
right, yeah, no, that was bad.
That was a bad
It doesn't make any sense either. It's just like I donate to an organization full of chimpanzees, and you're like, what, bunch of black people? Like, okay, yeah, sure, I guess.
Dude, I'm blue chewed out. Chill.
Yeah, all right.
deep fake.
Yeah, that was a deep fake.
Yeah, no, it was like right after the election, so it's like people are.
When they let you back
Heated.
on, did they send you an email just like, psst,
No, eventually I just went in and like some of the tweets had been deleted by themselves, anyways.
and it's all.
Oh.
Yeah, they just ended up deleting them.
Did they at least give you a picture of them to take home with you to put on your
No,
wall?
but plenty of people screen capped them.
That's good.
When people like think they're doing communism and they want to be like, well, what the hell is this from 5 years ago?
Right.
I'm going to keep pointing out this and sending it to journalists who happen to follow this person to prove that the only way to stop Donald Trump is by getting mad at who people follow.
Damn, dude, trying to take you down.
They can't.
Fuck no, dude. No fucking way. We were just talking about hiring honeypots.
Yeah.
We're gonna start infiltrating
Like 14-year-old girls.
What are
and flirt with
honeypots?
people.
Yeah, we'll probably go a little
We're going
high.
over.
We'll go
We're
maybe
going over.
18, maybe 17 and a half. and just
Honeypot's like something like the police use, like it'd be a car that's like designed to be broken into or
wait.
stolen.
Yeah, you get like so we're gonna infiltrate
Oh.
the field, like the comedy scene with just like you just hire prostitutes.
Oh.
And have them like find all of our enemy comedians, just like deepest, darkest secrets from them.
Oh.
Gather dirt and then destroy them with it. Like the CIA does.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Think about it. We're gonna start.
That'd be
We're gonna have to
fun.
start with some pretty rough fucking honeypots with our budget. We'll be doing
Yeah.
like K&A Streetwalkers. Pretty tough.
Just sounded
You'd
a
be
couple
surprised.
open mics.
In this economy, you could probably get a pretty good deal.
I love that.
What?
I love that. I love that plan.
Right?
Honeypots? Yeah,
Send them to open mics.
Just being an information broker.
Yeah.
Just somebody
Aren't we
that
all?
That deals in dark secrets. You know, just sitting in a cafe somewhere. What do I know about him? I know very much.
What do you want to
It
know?
would be black turtlenex and scarves from here on out.
Couple dossiers.
The
Yeah.
question is
Meeting
what
on
you
park
can do
benches.
for me, my friend.
Yeah, that'd be so fun. They would spill their guts instantly.
Yeah.
Get them to like tweet shit on their phone for them. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like most comedians don't even have secrets. They just sort of broadcast everything.
Right.
Yeah. Like, well, I'm 6 months into comedy. Time to do my web series about how I was raped repeatedly from age 13 to 15.
Time to brag about my 5 abortions.
Yeah, right.
it's a good point.
Yeah.
Still gonna do it.
Well, I wonder what Target's going to do with all the gay stuff once the month ends. They just have all this gay shit in the store now, and it's like you just stocked up on that.
It'd be like old Super Bowl
Well,
shirts.
it'd be like old Halloween
They're gonna
candy.
send it to
Yeah.
Africa.
I'm going to get discount
That
gay
happens.
stuff from.
Yeah, like old Super Bowl shirts.
Yeah, man. There was a.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you right now, Africa does not want that
It's
stuff.
not gonna go well.
That's gonna
Put it on
that's gonna start
someone,
another war over there.
Put a
Right.
tire
I was
on
reading
your
a book
neck.
about
Have your
that.
arm removed with a machete. With it.
I was reading a book about people in like Eastern Europe with like wearing like Pride Week shirts and having like no idea what it
Yeah.
was.
What's I love with identity stuff is like there was like some headline that people were like sharing. They're like, "This is great." It's like Botswana strikes down bill to like throw people in prison for being gay. They're like, "Fuck yeah!" And it's like they're still like a million years behind.
Yeah.
They'd actually be more safe in prison than
Yeah.
outside of prison. That would actually help. Then they get to be together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you that Mexican dude I saw wearing that. Just saw a Mexican dude. He was working on this lawn in college, and he was wearing a shirt that just said, "I came, I saw, I partied."
Yeah.
Pretty sick. Like, he had no idea what these
He
shirts
was
said.
wearing his like pride stuff. Yeah, I do the flowers. when we go out landscaping, I love to do the flowers and the tulips.
Copping a beer shirt was like the coolest shit you could have. When I was like 14, if I got like a Michelob shirt, I was like, yes.
Totally.
Oh, dude, that was the best beer.
Getting in trouble at school.
The beer that only exists to be stolen out of your garage by teenagers. No adult is actually drinking Michelob.
Get a wine cooler T-shirt.
Dude, that is too funny. Definitely honey pot, dude. Michelob Ultra. Someone was bragging to me the other night, like, I drank like 5 Michelob Ultras the other day, and I wasn't even drunk. I'm like, because you didn't drink beer.
I think the first...
You drank 5 waters. What else you guys got kicking around?
I saw a bank the other day that was 5/3 bank. And I was thinking it's probably run by Asians, and it's just an insult towards black people. They're just right.
That's worse than mine.
Oh, is it? No, it's not. Because
Asians
Asians are very racist towards black people, so they're like rubbing it in their face. Because Asians are supposedly smarter than white people, right? So they're saying that they're 5/3. So I'm saying
the literature, Abby.
Have I?
Yeah, she's all in.
drop.
Old Charles Murray.
I don't know. It was quiet, and it was a thought I remembered. I'm just trying to help.
Quiet, so you're like, here's some racist shit I've been thinking.
A phrenology
But
kid.
the Asians are the racist ones in there.
Yeah, I hear you.
You've been reading
You
the
know?
bell curve. Chapter 13.
I wrote the
forget
bell
where
curve,
me and Stav
bitch.
were, but I was like behind some black person. I think I had like a ruler or whatever. And I was just pretending to like casually measure their head. I'm trying to remember where. That is just such a
That's awful. That's so bad.
A fun move. No, I'm just interested. I don't know.
Am I getting dimensions?
You gave him shit for NAACP.
Yeah, where that was. Japan. Fuck, I can't. Yeah,
What were you measuring?
but just like the joke is that you're like just sort of casually, sneakily trying to like measure a black person's head like in public. Like on the train, just like holding up, like, no, what? I'm just checking. I like to measure things. I don't know.
You say your phrenology?
Yeah. No,
That was top science back in the day, dude.
Yeah.
They'd be like, well, we study the skulls, we're better.
Yeah.
That was like top science.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, it was like if you were talking about evolution.
Well,
right
that
now.
settles it.
Yeah.
We're like, duh.
People still using that.
It was Charles Darwin's cousin, Sir Francis.
You know,
Galton.
Charles Darwin had a retarded son.
No.
Yeah, he did. How funny is that?
Stop, dude.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, for real.
That's why he was like,
His
survival
son-
of the fittest.
yeah.
We're supposed to let some of them die.
How come we never heard about? Why isn't he in the history books?
His son?
Yeah.
Because his dad wrote the history book.
He cut him out.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, 'cause Francis
Damn.
Galton was like his cousin, and he like took Darwin's idea and was just like, I can apply this to social theory. And he was like, white people are the best.
Whoa.
Cousin proved it. We have different size heads. Bam.
Damn.
Everyone else sucks.
Because it was.
Wow, but that's damn. So his retard. Because Charles Darwin is real big during the eugenics age.
Darwin
He was hiding that retarded boy, dude, because that dude was
Yeah.
on the chopping block.
He was probably stoked when he went to that island and saw those goofy fucking animals. He's like, I should let my son out here.
That's a
Down
retarded
here with
paradise.
these
Galapagos.
Galapagos is a
That's retarded
retarded.
paradise, dude.
His son's not retarded. He's just evolved to not care about the things that we have to. That's actually, honestly, we're evolving the wrong way. We should all go back to a simpler being, You get black
Now
pilled.
you sound like a Rothschild, dude,
Yeah.
trying to social engineer us all.
Oh, yeah? Into being.
Darwin had 10 kids. One of them died at age 10. The other one died at 23 days.
Damn.
One of them was sick but lived at 84.
Sick, but
one
lives
of the-
to 84.
Yeah, one of them became knighted.
Nice.
Hopefully it was the retarded kid.
Yeah.
It's just a foam sword.
Sir Cookies, OBE. Well, Leonard Darwin.
So he got knighted. Damn, he ran the gamut, dude. A knight.
You have a knight?
Damn.
A sick
Here we
84-year-old?
go. Yeah, Emma Darwin gave birth to their 10th and last child, Charles Waring, who's not even, his last name isn't even Darwin.
Scrambled the words.
Yeah, well, no, it's him trying to say Darwin. Charles Waring, on 6 December 1856, when she was 48 years old, the baby had Down syndrome and died of scarlet fever after 18 months.
Oh, so he's
He never learned how to walk or speak. Charles wrote a loving memorial to his infant son. So,
That's pretty tragic.
yeah, well, take that, Charles Darwin.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you bitch.
He wrote like a big list on like the pros and cons of being married.
Really?
Yeah, it was like
How many? What was the percentage of pros to cons?
I forget, but he ended up marrying, but he like definitely was like, I don't know if I want to do this, and wrote out like a list of like pros, cons, and then he forgot like the possibility of a. He's like, he probably got that. I was like, oh, Forgot what the fuck I
I don't know. I watched that testimony of that Down syndrome guy, like to Congress about like aborting Down syndrome children or screening for Down syndrome children or whatever.
Yeah.
And he does. It's funny. It's like how. You know, like, I mean, most people are, like, pretty stuck in their ways or whatever, and you're not going to be, like, swayed by any kind of argumentation, no matter how, you know, persuasive it is. But that video that retarded guy did literally made me go, like, huh, I guess I didn't think of it that way.
What was the issue? They're saying
He's
they're
like,
gonna
look at me,
they're
don't
gonna
fucking
stop
kill
having
me.
retarded
He's
kids?
like, I don't
Yeah.
want to die. No, I mean, that's all bullshit. It's
Were
like,
you talking about Bill Maher the other night?
but no, he's like talking to Congress, and he's like saying, he's like, Down syndrome is like study to show that Down syndrome like experience more joy and happiness than regular people, and families with children with Down syndrome do experience a higher quality of life. And it's like, oh yeah, that is true. They are happier. It's like, and that really should be like way more of a metric of somebody's self-worth, like as if their like literal ability to contribute to the happiness of
That
the people around
depends on
them.
the situation. It's like in a wealthy family, they're happier, but it's like there's a lot of like
people
people with
the poor ones, obviously. Yes, I'm not saying
Now the poor ones
yeah.
get to wander the whole neighborhood, and everyone's
Yeah,
like,
we
they become like the neighborhood cat.
Yeah, dude.
You get
We
to
still
rough 'em
need
up.
them for labor. I understand how the New York City suburbs
Right.
work.
Okay.
I understand what
dude,
keeps the sewage flowing under the cities.
movie
Yeah.
theaters aren't going to fucking run themselves.
All
dude.
of the toilets. There's a team of retarded people underground that suck the diarrhea out of them.
Jesus
And that's what we
Christ.
do with them. I'm aware of that. I understand we need them for society to function.
I'm pro retarded, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm a big. I don't know if you guys know the word neurodiversity.
Oh yeah.
Big into neurodiversity.
Italians are very big on neurodiversity because they have to be. That's why they have the mafia. They take care of their own, you know, because most of them are.
They just
do
like
like
it
the
because
theory
there's so
that
many
Italians are
syllables in the word.
Huh?
They just like it because there's so many syllables in the word. They're like, whoa, okay,
More to
Mickey,
say?
come look at this. Neurodiversity. I love saying it.
Yeah, they stop trying to like cure autism. They're just being like, yeah, this is just something that pops up. We should
Yeah,
be like,
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
this is awesome.
Just
Yeah,
trying
AI. Everybody's worried about AI
neuroatypical.
taking over. It's actually just autism that's going to take over.
Yeah.
Autism and intelligence.
More realistic
Yeah.
for autism to take over AI.
Yeah, we're worried about robots. It's us. We're already
Wow,
here.
Terminator versus a bunch of autists.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be a good battle, dude. Just random mass shooters
Yeah,
attacking
those-
robots.
Honestly, I put my money on autistic guys versus
Oh,
AI.
for sure, because they
Yeah.
can reprogram the guys. The actual robots. They're the ones who built them.
Well, it's like probably things are going to skew more towards autism as people are like increasingly socialized like through technology
Yeah.
and indirect forms of communication. So this whole idea that like a lot of people, I mean myself included, I've made a career of saying I have autism. I don't have autism. I'm just an asshole and I have bad social skills. And like that is like probably more of a result of me spending most of my time online rather than like ever having friends.
Yeah.
And just seeing relationships as sort of oppositional and transactional and like, what do you have on me that I don't have on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, is that something new that those people are going to rise to power? Or they're just like more manipulative?
Well, I mean, literally,
Now
our
they-
president
now they
is
can-
They're
autistic.
sweethearts, dude.
now they can hide behind being autistic.
Nah, they're strict honor code. Well, there's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be a lot of fake autistic. But I've met real deal autistic people I've worked with. Like
They're sweethearts till you
Asperger.
piss them off.
Dude, they were sweethearts.
Then they're-
A lot of those neuroatypical guys are like that, those communities or whatever. You read the forums and they kind of like retcon like famous historical figures being like, oh yeah, he was retarded for sure.
claim
Stonewall
every-
Jackson?
every
Isaac
group of
Newton,
people does
Stonewall Jackson was autistic. Isaac Newton was.
Shoot hands at him. He's like, well, if they're gonna hit me, they're supposed to.
I would like if it was like Stonewall Jackson, but it's the Pride Stonewall, and he's like, "Who's ready to go to war? Who wants to have a war? God, I can't wait to make slavery continue forever, so I can fuck the okay,
That was good.
yeah, all right, sure, yeah.
Gay Stonewall.
Gay, yeah."
Stonewall Jackson.
How about Stonewall Blackson? And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, don't ask me about my son."
They all hit me with no goddamn
No,
cannon.
Don't
I'm
worry,
standing
man.
right here.
No, he's not black. He has a black son. So he's like, no, of course, I love the Confederacy. I don't. I mean, yeah, it's my son. I don't know. Spent the summer in Italy, so I don't. Got a little bit of some tan on it. What we going through your family now? What's the matter? What he looks like? I'm a general.
That's why he got killed by friendly fire, dude.
Mm-hmm. What would,
One of the
what would-
Confederates was like,
Someone was jelly.
fuck
Yeah.
this dude.
what would Black Stonewall Jackson be?
Just This is the one I did.
Into anime?
Nextel phone wall Jackson. Yeah, cricket phone wall Jackson. Hey, where you at, man? Yeah, we at Appomattox.
Did you ever, do either of you guys ever watch anime?
No.
I watched,
you?
fuck, what the hell was that? God damn it, I can't think. It was when they traveled back in time. There's probably a bunch of them, but
Yeah, probably.
Wishbone. I thought anime meant gay children's entertainment. It has to be Japanese. Oh, okay.
I'll think of it and remember. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Okay.
But yeah, I kind of liked it, and then I just, I don't know.
You realize what comes with it. You're like, oh, this is kind of fun, but then this can't become my personality.
Well, that was my thing. Is if I'm drinking, and I feel like I might have a hangover, and I want to avoid the hangover, I had a practice where I'd get super high. I'd eat like edibles and then watch anime until I passed out. And
Yeah.
that's like avoid a hangover that way.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I kind of got into it. And I'd watch that one show on time travel, and I'd wake up high and be like, which timeline am I on?
Do you still smoke a lot?
I have like waves. I go in and out.
Yeah.
So it's like I won't for a while, then I'll like gobble edibles. Right now, definitely in an active period.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm definitely working on a whole system of anxiety desensitization from just getting super high and being like, ugh.
It's crazy. Everyone's doing like ketamine therapy. now.
Yeah, dude.
Or microdosing.
Even like normal people are doing ketamine therapy.
That's surprising me. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like weird about ketamine. Some
Yeah.
dudes
I tried going to the gym first.
Some dude hit me up.
Right.
Some dude hit me up
Go
about-
for a fucking walk.
Someone
Yeah.
hit me up and they were like, I always talk shit on ketamine. Some guy's like, no, I did it for depression. So he's
Yeah.
like,
I've heard good things.
Dude, I've seen people doing it and it just does not look good.
But it also depends on, who you're getting your opinions from.
It better be USA ketamine, dude. None of that Chinese shit. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's horse tranquilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's dissociative.
yeah.
But yeah, that's dude.
But it's just a little. It's just a little horse
No,
tranquilizer.
it's not. I was talking to my friend. She was like, "Yeah, I went and got like ketamine therapy, and I assumed it was like microdosing." And she's like, "No, they give you a
It's
fucking
Oh my
bro.
god.
IV drip, and they put you in a K-hole."
Yeah, dude.
Like she's like, "Yeah, I thought the first time I thought I was dying, and I was like gonna have to explain to my son that I was gonna be dead,
What?
or whatever."
Yeah, bro.
And I was like, "What the fuck?" And she was like, "But the second one was great."
yeah, dude. They,
Oh,
it's like,
I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
Wait, they give you an IV?
yeah, man. That's how they do it. They can do it intramuscularly, but it's like way quicker just to kind of hit you in the arm with it. And you just go into a fucking K-hole, dude.
Yeah.
Where are these centers? Are they like open right
Well,
now?
New York City's got plenty of that shit. New York City has like I would not be surprised if rich people don't have like a fucking Eternal Sunshine like facility somewhere.
Right.
You know, what is that movie? Vanilla Sky. Yeah.
I'm trying to start one here.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But
You
I
could
don't know about
probably
shooting
actually
ketamine
like
That's too
like
much pressure.
like buy like the services from that movie The Game in New York somehow.
I know.
There's all these places that are like youth centers, and you just go and you're like, yeah, I'm shitty, and then they're like, oh, here's a bunch of like steroids and HGH, and they'll like prescribe you like you can just get like
What?
you can just get prescription fucking like Tren and HGH.
Jesus.
I know, like I met a guy who's just a doctor, and like I used to go to the gym with him, and he's like just like a doctor. This isn't some fucking like meathead. I mean, I guess he is a meathead, but he is also a doctor. And he's just like prescribing everyone fucking like not the actual testosterone because you can just buy that online, but like Clomid, which like makes your balls not shrink when you cycle off.
Sick.
So what does it do instead of that, though?
What, Clomid?
Yeah, if it doesn't make your balls shrink, like what's the other side effect?
asshole
Because
just
there's
gapes.
always some other thing. There's always some.
Gaping
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah.
Well, if you're like on testosterone and you like cycle off and you just like stop taking it, it'll like fuck your body up. So I think
Yeah.
like Clomid helps like regulate. I don't know. I mean, I've
There's
never
some other
done
bad
steroids.
effect that's
Never
coming
never
from that,
dabbled
though.
with roids, dude. I'm real into more just like mushrooms, weed.
Yeah.
Hands on some clean acid if anyone's out there.
Yeah.
I think that shit's all. I think that's going to be the next wave. Dude, the SSRI,
Psychedelics?
the SSRI stuff hasn't been backed up by real medical evidence.
Oh, really?
No, the evidence is scant.
I don't know. Have you ever done too many psychedelics, though, and you're like, I need to fucking take a chill pill from those? You ever dig too much, and you're like,
Saturday.
oh, yeah. I'm
what
like,
he's-
I think
that's what
I'm
he's
done with
working on.
the psychedelics for a while. I'm like, I'm good for
Well, that's the
I
point
got
of
some
them,
shit.
and that's the cool thing. You take them, and you're not like, you're like, all right, I'm cool on these for a while. But,
Yeah.
I like them.
Do you ever think you're going to smoke yourself retarded?
That's
Do you think it's a
propaganda.
thing?
That's
It's propaganda?
That's racist propaganda.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Good. I hope so. Because I don't want to stop smoking. I keep telling myself, I'm like,
You're not gonna smoke.
maybe I should stop smoking. What if it's affecting me? And I'm like, but I don't want to.
Then again, I just literally had a concussion, and
Oh, you
not
did?
really working yet. So
How long ago? Everybody's getting
week ago?
concussions.
Yeah, he skipped defensive driving class, got in a nice wreck.
Someone fucking ran a stop sign and cracked me.
Have you had a concussion?
Yeah, probably.
Have you had a concussion?
I don't think so. I mean, I've never gone to the hospital.
Me
but
either, because it fucks you up.
I've been knocked out, like just
Wow.
like knocked the fuck out, and then like just been real like sleepy and weird.
Okay, so
for,
yes,
like,
you had a concussion.
Concussion?
Damn.
Yeah, I never had one diagnosed,
Same.
but
Yeah.
I played football my whole
Yeah,
life.
you get
you
knocked
definitely-
out and you like don't know where you are, how you got
Yeah.
to the place you're at, and like you're just like kind of just sleepy and out of it. Yeah, I've been concussed, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they slip under the radar a lot because I was just like, can't
Yeah.
believe I got out of that like unscathed, and then like I just didn't sleep for 3 days, and I was like, oh fuck, looked it up.
Yeah.
It's like fuck.
Damn.
It's pretty tight though.
Yeah,
Getting concussed is pretty sick.
dude,
Yeah.
it
Puts
makes
you on another level.
Makes you a warrior. I can't wait to kill my family with Bowflex.
Yeah, we were talking about
Workout
that. We were
equipment.
going to both. We're just waiting. Our
Dude,
whole
Dude, hey,
squad
look,
has
what
CTs.
is it?
Oh shit! Oh no!
June,
Poor BB girl.
June 25th. Is that the anniversary of?
Benoit?
Benoit?
Never forget, dude.
Yeah, I
never
know it's
forget,
in.
dude.
It's like June or July because every year I
It was
remember.
hot. It's going to be a hot summer in the
You know
Benoit
what?
house.
I feel like there's been an uptick in like Benoit references in the last like year.
Yeah.
Because it used to be this thing I would forget about, and then every summer I'd remember, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah," and it would just like.
Saw somebody with a sign at a WWE thing that was like, "Bring back Benoit." Hilarious.
Yeah, now it's kind of ruined because people make Chris Benoit jokes all year long, and it's like, yeah, it's like like people are like Christmas. Why can't we have Christmas all the time?
It's true. You
Yeah.
could save it for the summer.
Of course, you should save. People don't have any. Yeah, June
Yeah.
24th, 2007.
It should be like that Justin Timberlake meme when it's May.
Oh,
It should Benoit every June.
it should be bad. Yeah, if someone does it, big. Come on, man. Enough of this fucking
Yeah,
Benoit
shit's
shit.
hacked,
It's only
dude.
January, dude.
Yeah, that's my. This is my.
You go,
That's,
yeah, you go to the store
Only
and they're
part
like,
of
they're
Pride
already
Month.
putting up Benoit shit.
People are already
Not
doing
even
Benoit.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, all the Target's Benoit merchandise that they have to get rid of. They're like, "Hey, Africa, do you want a bunch of Chris Benoit gay stuff?" It's a rainbow flag choke slamming his 7-year-old son. Yes, please give us anything, any type of help you can provide to Africa.
That'd be nice dude, to have.
Well, that's probably why they got into it.
Yeah.
We kept sending them Benoit shit, and then they were like, we got to solve concussions for them. They don't understand it. That's how it started.
That's true. You think Benoit culture spread throughout Africa? They're like,
Yeah.
we have to stop this.
Rabid Wolverine went through. They're like, we got to put an end to this. America doesn't know shit.
I was just wondering what they did before they knew all this stuff. Like there was a Benoit. There's probably a Benoit like in every village.
Dude, I
Growing-
told
like-
you about my fucking grandpa.
What
What do
happened?
you mean? Like someone with CTE?
I'm talking like growing
Yeah.
up. I mean, even just like
They shouldn't have a name for
Thousands
it.
of years
There's
ago.
somebody who lost it. That's
Dude,
what they
not
called
even
it.
thousands of
Yeah.
years. I told you, my grandpa had CT. Like he played at Notre Dame, cracked his fucking skull in a game, and then his career ended. And then they just told me that recently, my family. But before that, every story about him was him just fighting people,
Yeah.
and like freaking out. The way he died was he woke up from heart surgery on the operating table and freaked out and tried to fight all the doctors. His
That's
heart
amazing.
exploded.
Whoa, that is the coolest
He had a
thing I've
hard
ever heard.
CTE, Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a monster too.
damn.
Yeah.
They probably
His-
pulled the plug. They probably snipped him. They like, hit his aorta. And like, get the fuck out of here.
Like, yeah, he freaked out. He tried to fight us. Yeah, every story was him just attacking people.
That's fucking
And
sick.
then someone showed me a newspaper clipping from like the 30s where they were like, yeah, he's out this week because of a head injury. It's like, dude, if they're sitting you out in 1930 because of a head injury, that's a
Damn.
fucking serious injury.
Yeah.
Damn.
Everyone else on the team has like radiation sickness. I'm like, yeah, I'm letting good old Uncle Sam do experiments on me. I'm helping out the government, but no, they're not paying me. I'm helping the effort
defeat
where
the
I can.
Japs.
Yeah, I gotta help the Japs out. They're blasting me with fucking 700 grams of ionizing radiation every morning.
We got to play Purdue this week.
Yeah, my skin's all burned off. But it's good. They say it's good for you. You know, I found out they used to have this thing in shoe stores called petascopes.
Was that-
It's just like a constantly on X-ray machine, so you could put your children's legs in to see how the shoes fit.
Oh.
So
Wait,
people who worked
what?
in shoe stores in the 30s were just constantly being exposed to massive doses of
They
radiation.
couldn't just take the kid's word for it. But they don't fit.
They're like, put
They
it.
couldn't put the fucking thumb on the fucking end of the shoe.
Yeah, no, they just had to, just, and like, even in the 30s, like, the fucking government and oversight, like, groups were like, Don't do that.
Good for that salesman. Whoever got that fucking product in all those goddamn stores.
Great grandfather of the asbestos salesman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I love. You go to the American History Museum, or you just like look at like pictures of like old, like I think what like most is most symbolic of like that era is like old desk fans where they only had like 3 wires on it, and then it's like, yeah, just don't stick your fingers in there because it'll cut your fingers off. And then at a certain point, they were like, well, we can't trust people. So,
yeah. A few more
it used
wires.
to be like, it's like, hey, you can let these machines kill you if you want.
Yeah.
You know.
Enough people had their fingers cut off.
Yeah.
We didn't used to need
Yeah,
euthanasia. Now we need it because everything's been protected, you know?
True.
Man,
It's like, I can't just accidentally die anymore. Can you please kill me?
Yeah.
sticking their finger in that fan just to get out of work. You have a fucking get out of work pass right there every day.
Yeah, anything that's like they're just like, yeah, that works and sticks around, it's just not safe. Like the fucking trucks the mailmen drive, they're like, yeah, no
You don't
seatbelts,
need a
doors.
fucking door.
Right.
Just don't turn right too
nothing.
fast.
It's basically a go-kart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many mailmen have just spilled out taking
Oh,
a
dude,
right.
it's got to be countless, dude. How many of our finest we probably lost due to slipping out the door?
Oh wait, I guess it'd be a left. True. On the right side.
Yeah.
Some dude rolling out.
Yeah, the Asian guy from earlier tripping out. Oh, hey guys. Gets back in,
Hey,
drives
what's up?
off.
What's up?
We've lost a lot of our finest, dude, just rolling down that thing.
Just the boys in blue, man.
And that truck just crashes into a bunch of kids that play.
Yeah. I was at the Transit Museum in New York reading about the how they built like one of the tunnels, I guess, for the trains.
Trans.
Me too.
Yeah, I was like,
Already?
I was holding my breath. I was
Museum?
like,
Yeah, they got their own
They built
museum
the railroad.
now.
I wonder if they had
It's
like the
just a-
bones of trans, just like a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's in
It's a
Target,
huge
actually.
bathroom.
It's in the...
It's a giant bathroom that no one's allowed to use.
Going hanging from the ceiling like the blue whale.
Yeah.
Just like, oh man, they're huge.
But they like they would have to pressurize the tunnels, and they had basically this big like steel sleeve that they would like dig out some of the ground and then push it forward. This big steel sleeve to build the tunnels like underneath the East River, so that like the sleeve would span like the entire circumference of like the front of the tunnel. They would dig out all the shit and then push the sleeve forward. Yeah, boring through. But occasionally you'd hit a pocket where there would be like air in the ground. And the guys who were at the front of the tunnel had the most dangerous job because it's like you hit one of those things, it like just sucks all the pressure out of it. It's being like sucked out of an airlock. What? There was a guy that was like sucked through the fucking thing and then shot up 100 feet in the air. Like, in the East River, falls back into the water, and they're like, "Go back to work, Seamus." They're like, sent him back down into the fucking tunnel. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You had to go back to work.
Yeah, you had to go back to work. And then like they have like a list of like what the wages were, and it's like you got paid like half a penny a day, and with that you could buy like a beer.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, it was sick. Now the Queensboro Bridge, I was like looking at it or something, and it's like they list like the 9 guys that died making that shitty bridge.
R.I.P. dude.
There's, like,
Honestly, that's a pretty good deal. You get a name on a bridge.
Yeah. No, I think it just said 9 people.
9 dudes died. Yeah, 9 dudes died on this bridge.
Yeah. It's like you think like 3,000 people died in 9/11, but like how many people died just building New York City?
Oh, dude, a ton.
Right.
Yeah.
Ton.
Yeah.
Falling off of scaffolds and those I-beams and shit.
Yeah, those like rivet crews that were like just throwing 3,000 degree pieces of metal at each other with like no safety harness.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work with guys like that.
I'm going to become one of the middle-aged guys that like idolizes guys like that and gets mad at children.
Fuck yeah, dude.
They're like, that's how they used to be. Me, no, I'm a soft-titted faggot myself also, but I'm old now. So you can tell from my Harley Davidson shirt that I would have been one of those guys had I been given the opportunity to.
Every old dude gets gay, and they also start being like, I love the military. I would have
dude.
served.
I can't wait. I hope my flight's
Served.
delayed so I can shake people's hands in the airport. There's nothing I want more than to shake the hands of veterans.
Some Air Force Reserve coming through.
Sir, you let me wipe the Panera out of my mustache so I can suck your cock while I wait to complain to this United. This man is a veteran. Where's his seat, ma'am?
Yeah, it's awkward too. Did you ever talk to one of those guys? Like I had a spring of a couple of Lyft drivers who had been like they were soldiers overseas, and like when you start getting into like the reasons they were over there and the money interest, those dudes go. Like,
I love to bring up Call of Duty to those guys. And talk about, dude. I called in this kill streak on fucking whatever that airport level. It was so sick, dude. You ever use one of those for real? Anyways, yeah. No, I'm really good at the game.
Yeah, it was hell, dude.
Yeah.
Then I respawned, and I came back.
They're like, yeah, I was in actually Fallujah too, and one of my friends, and you're like, shut up! God, shut up! Talk about video games.
You were a troop, Shane. How you like this?
I was a troop. I don't support this.
Yeah.
You buck against this.
I'm all right, man. I was just waiting for a
Do you
flight.
still wear the costume?
Yeah, I have
Do you
the
have
costume.
the costume they gave you? At
I had
West
the
Point?
boots. I was still wearing those boots for a while.
Dudes
I
would buy
stole
you
Valor
drinks.
a couple times.
do you keep them nice? Do you keep the boots nice?
No, the boots are gone now.
Nah.
But I did
You
steal
threw
Valor
them
a
out?
couple times. Yeah, they got they were worn out.
You got to re-enlist.
I gotta get new shoes. Yeah.
Damn, that sucks. Your boots are
That's
gone.
so funny that you can just like go to West Point and be like, "Nah, I'm good."
Because
You can't enlist and do that.
Yeah.
Right, right.
You can go to West Point
Yeah,
and be
sure.
like, "Nah, I'm good," and every single person there is like, "Come on, man, don't quit, please, please stay."
We all
Please.
want to quit.
They wanted you to
like-
stay?
Yeah, immediately I was getting yelled at by these drill sergeants because I was just taking a shower. Like
Yeah.
after hours, I just got up and I was like, "I'm gonna get in the shower. This sucks."
yeah.
And they're like, "What the fuck are you doing out here?" Like they started screaming, and they're like, "Do you even want to be here?" And I was like, "No, I'm definitely gonna quit."
Yeah.
And then immediately they're like, "Ah, man, come on, like, it's not that bad,
Do
man."
they? Why? I was wondering this the other day. Like, why do they think they have to like scream it? Why can't they just be like, "All right, here's weapons. We're going to train you guys how to use them. We're going to make sure you train and get in good shape." Why do they have to
Because
be
you're
like?
supposed to adjust. You want to get people adjusted to having like PTSD immediately.
Yeah.
Legitimately, yeah. I mean, that's the whole reason they're screaming at you and putting you in a high stress situation is because that's what warfare is going to be.
Well, and it's also like
So
you
they
just
put you in boot camp and they demoralize you to the point where you're not an individual anymore. You're only like a
You're now
weapon.
Chinese.
You're a weapon.
Damn.
Yeah.
They can't make you can't. I guess that's why you just can't have a bunch of chill ass
Right.
bros waging warfare.
Well, you just
Yeah.
also have to have a
You gotta be-
hierarchy of fucking like people to know who you listen to and like know who you
True,
take your
yeah.
orders from. Like, because in a moment, like you have to know that you're the absolute person who's going to give those orders. Because then in
Yeah.
that situation, you have to come up with something.
I guess there's no time for like.
You have to know where
like,
to look,
debate. There's no time
who to
for, like,
talk
well,
to.
Sarge, actually, here's what I'm thinking. Like
Yeah. Wait, did you ever consider the military?
all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime I see that 20G signing bonus, I'm like, I could do it. And then I get like 3 minutes into the fantasy, and I like think about someone yelling at me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't react well to that.
The only thing that ever scared me away was the idea of having to do something for more than 6 months.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same reason I don't have any tattoos or
Yeah.
you know, any real opinions, actually.
yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah, as soon as someone starts yelling at you, you're just like,
Yeah, that's my thing.
I
Or
can
just like,
leave. I can just leave.
Yeah.
I had a friend that was he was like a artillery captain or whatever. There's like a friend of the friend. We would like hang out and go drinking and stuff. And I was when I was like 23, I didn't know what I was gonna do, and like my money was like fucked up, and like comedy was kind of just like whatever. And I was thinking about enlisting, and he's like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, absolutely not. That would turn into a Fort Hood situation almost immediately. He was like, I'm telling you right now, you would do terrible in the military.
Yeah, Shane
Yeah.
gave me the talk. I was telling
Yeah,
Shane, I was
me
like,
and
I would
Matt-
have been Universal Soldier, dude.
Yeah,
Shane just
Matt was like, I could have been a Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
I was like, trust me, everyone thinks that because they saw American Sniper, but
I literally,
nah.
I think just seen American Sniper.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get you.
Do that.
That and Zero Dark 30.
Because I've also dedicated my life towards like not having an alarm clock.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
Well, that's what those middle-aged guys are. Is like they also have the delusion that they could have done it, but they don't have anyone in their life anymore to be like, no, you can't.
yeah, exactly.
You know, because it's like, of course you can. It would just be cruel to tell that man that, like, no, he was destined to sell computer parts that he didn't understand.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's true. Like you could have been a fucking SEAL, but
No,
instead
you-
you made the ultimate.
You've been
sacrifice.
a fucking loser your entire life. You will continue to be a loser. You have nothing more than your like model train forums and you know shaking people's hands at the airport.
It's a tough thought, man, when you start thinking about like the inevitability of how many people just die utterly mentally wrecked of just like it never worked out.
Yeah. Well, it's because they never
Into the
learn to
furnace of
like
time.
live for people other than themselves, which is like a necessary transition. You have to like understand that you're like part of an ongoing process of like humanity. There's people that came before you that died or whatever.
Matt's got
Yep.
2 dogs. He doesn't live for himself. He's
Yeah.
got 2 dogs to live for.
No, I heard that. You're preaching that. I'm hearing that, man. You are an ongoing process. People get too hung up on themselves. It's the worst thing in the world. Yeah. I'm just, dude, putting me right. I always said, you bury me, just put me in a burlap sack and kick me in a hole, dude. Let me disintegrate. That's weird to put people in a fucking.
But here's the thing:
box,
it's like people won't even care enough to do that. They'll have a regular funeral for you. No one will care about your stupid burlap sack.
Right.
I know that's why.
It's like, yeah, he wanted some fancy burlap sack thing to prove how much of a regular guy he was, but
no,
really,
that's
he actually was a regular guy, and we don't give a shit enough. So here's your suit, here's your casket,
No, I don't
put
want
you in the
that.
ground in
Unless
2 years.
you served, dude. Then they toss
Yeah.
a flag on
True.
there. That's the difference.
Bin Laden, dude. Because they're gonna
I'll
do
Bin
that.
Laden
You get a garnish.
Your bones get like you're supposed to just kind of like break down back into the dirt.
How about
No,
a
your bones are gonna be-
Make-A-Wish kid that wants wants to simulate the murder of Osama bin Laden?
Yeah, that's a great way.
I want a compound in Pakistan. And I want the Navy SEAL to come in, and I'm going to hide behind my wife, and then they're going to shoot me and dump my body in the ocean. And they're like, well, we did it for Bat Kid, so I guess
They did it for that.
That's how we got Osama. It like touched his heart. He was like, I guess I'll show up and do
My
this.
favorite movie is Zero Dark 30, and I want to die like Osama.
Oh fuck! Although he said sorry, like sorry, I have to say this.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Totally understandable. That's too fucking funny.
Yeah, you're saying the bones get fucked up?
Doesn't matter. Dude.
Oh, okay.
That's so fucking funny. I'm stuck on that kid just sitting in that
It'd be great if
chair.
they skimped and they were just like, you know what, fuck it, we'll just dump him at sea. We're not gonna do the
Dad's
whole
like, he
compound.
has cancer. You said any wish.
He sees some laser beams coming in through his window. He's like, oh yes.
I would love to have a son just so I could write to the Make-A-Wish Foundation with my left hand and be like, I really want my dad to fuck Allison Brie. They're like, it's what he wants. I'm going to deny my son that.
There's a sock company that's apparently like using their retarded son as like the.
Yeah, I saw that.
see
They're
that?
like, yeah, this Down
Poster
syndrome
child?
guy has come up with.
It's about time he pulled his weight.
This
Damn.
poor Down syndrome
Yeah.
boy thinks he invented socks.
Yeah, dude. They're using him as like the mascot.
Yeah.
and they're just fucking killing it all.
Damn.
Yeah.
So there's money to be made.
Oh, yeah.
In
MGM
the
Lion.
retarded business, the retarded industry is about to be like easily $3 billion a year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how Boeing can make up for killing all those people with those faulty jets. They're like, we want to show you the guy that designed the plane. Still want to be mean about him now? About safety features?
The dude who did
He's
the
like,
checks.
I did my best. I tried to make the best plane I could. I'm sorry my best wasn't good enough for you. And then a bunch of Indonesian people have to apologize. The government of Jakarta is like, we did not know it was a retarded guy.
Yeah, it's a good failsafe. Any historical fucking catastrophe, just be like, there's a retarded guy at the helm. How do you feel about that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't want to take all the credit for this, but
Well, that was like European history from like 1320 until 1880.
look, we didn't want to stroke ourselves off, but we put retarded guys in charge. So. Oh man,
Yeah, well, that probably does it, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
like
Hour
hour
40.
30. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're way over.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I was
Sick.
wondering.
Yeah, I got to piss. Hour 40. That's perfect. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, of
So
course,
you.
man. Thank you.
Sorry to Adam. Adam has no idea that this happened. So, guys, check out Adam Friedland on Twitter. Give him a follow. Yeah, thanks.
Yes.
And Matt and Shane's secret podcast.
Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Adam was just letting us know that
He just pissed.
he pissed his pants.
I peed my pants. I have a sensory return to
Again.
my youth when I'm here.
Yeah. That sucks, dude. What do you think it was?
I remember this time that my dad watched me get beat up by girls at the swimming pool.
Nice. Did that really happen?
It did happen once. Yeah, we used to live in an apartment complex. We lived in an apartment complex and they had a pool there and a bunch of,
Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't want to make a class judgment, but white trash girls were throwing me in the pool.
Damn, dude.
And and he was just sitting there watching it.
I missed
Like,
this
he
story.
was
So
like-
this was 2 weeks ago, and a bunch of 6-year-olds.
Yeah, the whole family went to the pool
They
to blow
were
off some steam.
they were like seniors in high school, and I was like in 6th grade. But
No.
yes, I was being bullied by women.
Actually, what happened is this happened last week, and they were 4 years old.
No, this didn't happen last week. There's a shutdown order. We wouldn't be at the pool. We're responsible citizens.
Yeah, but they have testing.
Damn,
at
you're
your
wearing a
pool.
shirt?
Yeah, dude, I had to go.
I'm wearing a
outside
shirt.
today.
I only literally
Yeah,
I
that's-
brought like 3 shirts because I thought I was going to be here for a week.
Why would
so-
he be asking you that question, Adam?
What?
Why
Oh,
would he be
Stav's
asking
wearing a
you
shirt.
that question?
I thought Nick meant I'm wearing a collared shirt.
Yes, I've been shirtless every time we've done this for the
Okay,
last.
I'm sorry. I'm
You're just
self-centered.
on edge because we've exposed the fact that you were recently beat up by children and you called them white
It
trash.
wasn't recent. It was when I was a kid. I think at that point we were probably also in that socioeconomic bracket. But whatever.
I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting to refill my pipe before we start this shit.
Dude,
I'm annoyed.
you got the pipe. I got the green juice going.
Yeah,
I'm getting
the
well, I got
Jewel,
a
dude.
green pipe.
It is a really nice color green. That's my favorite color.
Yeah,
dark
This is
green.
nice. This is why I started smoking a pipe again because I saw this pipe and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta have that."
That's a good pipe.
Hunter green.
I love you. Anybody that's never been to a tobacconist, go there because it's like a style of customer service that hasn't existed for like 100 years.
Yes, a
It's
guy
the
in a
only place-
fucking
It's
Yep.
it's a guy in a suit
and a hat though. Also,
that just can't wait to
Yes.
make you a gentleman. You know, like what
Yes.
what Stanley Tucci does as a gay man for women.
yes,
These guys are like, you know, they're all Andres, but not a hint of like, you know, trying. None of that. Like
they're neutered sexually.
they're not trying to make you cool. They're trying to make you a gentleman.
A gentleman, and there's
They're classic men. Jidena style.
They're kind of Jidena style, but there's no flourish to it. You know, I mean, it's like
There's absolutely not.
it's kind of
swagless.
Yeah, they're like Albert, I guess. Like fucking, you know, like
Albert who?
Can we have you pick out a pipe, Master Wayne? Alfred. whatever.
Oh, Alfred. Yes, they're there to serve.
Yeah, and they're so excited that somebody wants to get into pipes. You know, because it's like
Oh, if you're under 60 years old and you go in there, dude,
Mm-hmm.
they're fucking thrilled.
Yeah, I went in there one time and there was a guy, or well, it was this time to get this thing. There was a guy just staring at the window, complaining about immigrants, smoking a cigar.
Oh yeah, those are places. That's the kind of place you're getting there.
It's a safe space. Have you been I watched, there's like a bunch of cigar lounges in Bed-Stuy, and I didn't, I tried to watch
There's
a,
one of them. The
there's one on
Diamond
Tompkins.
Wood, yeah, it's on Tompkins. Yeah.
I went there once to watch a Sunday night football game because I didn't have TV.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty fun hanging out with those guys. They had some good opinions.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure they
like-
appreciate you being there too.
Yeah,
They seem
taking pictures of them.
I didn't take pictures.
Your
of
flash
anyone.
kept going.
I
off by
respected the
accident.
space.
You're like, whoops.
Nick literally looks like that cartoon.
He does.
Joshua and
He
Benjamin.
looks like that cartoon.
Joshua
of
and
the Jew.
Benjamin, you have to
especially with the beard.
You have to see these I saw the other day.
No,
Trying to enjoy their life. I saw a bunch of
I was with 2 non-Jews, one of whom was actually black, but
Wow.
actually
Now you're counting.
yes, I was.
Now
If
you
I'm
have
in
a
that-
quota.
No, I was. You know, it's not my space.
Mm-hmm.
It still tastes
I got
nice.
you. I got you, brother.
It still tastes nice, even though there's no, I can't get any.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should start smoking cigars, dude.
And dude, you should get it in a pipe. I'm telling you, it's different. It's a much different taste. It's a lot
Yeah.
nicer. Yeah.
I might, dude, because I haven't smoked weed and I'm getting fucking bored. I want to start doing drugs. I haven't drank. I haven't smoked weed.
I tried doing weed on 420, and I can't handle it anymore. It's pathetic.
Yeah, you're just
It's
getting
pathetic.
high. Getting high.
No,
in the
I had
pad.
an edible at night, and then I was just alone in bed, being like, "Everyone in your life hates you.
Yep.
You're a terrible person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Damn.
you'll never see your friends again."
It opens
that-
your
that kind
mind
of
to the
thing.
truth.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
lies detected.
Open my third eye.
You see God's truth.
Yeah, I gotta
dude,
stay
smoked weed
sober
and God
and-
spoke to me. How come no
Yeah.
one ever says that with the bad trips?
That's
You know,
true.
They're
You're
like,
right.
oh yeah, I had a great trip. I met God. It's like, yeah, I had a really bad one. I met God, and he confirmed that I'm just a fucking narcissist doing drugs. Well,
I'm a piece of shit. No one will love me. My dick is
right,
small.
Having early teenage experiences with drugs up until age 40.
I used to be so good at weed, man.
Yeah.
I really, back in my day, I used to be great at it.
There's
But
just
I completely lost it.
Yeah. I can't, I think, I don't know. If I start smoking weed, it's really game over. Because I'm barely doing anything right now anyway. If I smoke weed, it's just going to be like, just watching 4 movies a day.
A couple months ago, I tried to get back into it, and I bought a bong at Chelsea Market.
Salud for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a bong, but it's just, I can't, I get too faded, man. I can't do it.
That's a weird Chelsea Market purchase.
I know. I thought it was funny that they had a bong store.
Chelsea
but
Market's,
it's like,
Chelsea Market's where you go to get like a fuck Trump bamboo steamer.
Yes, it is.
yes. Or to have a meeting at Google.
Right.
In the cafeteria.
A Nancy Pelosi oven mitt for a baby.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
Really you go to Chelsea Market, you can get that.
My friend was telling me, in DC, Foodie was telling me a couple months ago when he had a kid, they have a baby store in DC that's just like she persisted onesies.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
like
DC's
women's-
the absolute fucking worst for that.
Dude, absolute worst.
Have you been to
Yeah.
DC since Trump won? Walking around,
Yeah, I think
it's. I mean, that city was already like pushing it, and now it's like fucking completely over the edge.
When I saw
yeah.
the DTLR became a Soul Cycle, that was
U Street took a big hit that day, brother.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, I remember
Damn.
there was some store, like one of those like apothecary fucking mason jar light bulb stores in Petworth, and this was already, I don't know what, 8 years.
Yeah, that
ago.
must have been 2012.
Yeah,
They got in early
and they had stuff
with their Edison bulbs.
Yeah, they had stuff that like, you know, shirts like for babies that say "I am Petworth."
Oh my god!
Just, like literally, that you are older than the gentrification in this fucking neighborhood.
I am the child of my grandfather. Did buy my dad a house in a neighborhood that black people used to live in up until 10 years ago.
You can still smell the exhaust fumes from the U-Haul from the black family that had to move to PG County. It could not be any less you stupid fucking baby. I would love to just tell that baby,
fuck that baby off.
Give that baby a piece of
your mind.
A piece of my
You're
mind.
ignoring its dad. You're like, fuck you.
Fuck
Who the
the baby.
fuck do you think you
How
are?
dare you? Yeah.
The guy's like, fuck off. He's like, I'm not. This is not between. This is between me and the baby.
Sir, shut your fucking mouth. You put the shirt on him because you wanted him to experience this.
Fuck. That baby's not even gonna live to see Pet. Like, he's not gonna remember Petworth. That baby's parents are moving out and renting that to fucking losers, and then going to fucking, I don't know, back to fucking Alexandria.
Chevy Chase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was in DC somewhat recently. There was a handful of like really obnoxious things that I heard and saw, and it was it was overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like I walked past a group of people and they were saying something about, there was like, the opening was there was a yoga instructor and they were like doing something about not assuming people's pronouns and how it was really cool actually. There was all of these things that were
and
just,
then they're
were
just going to
self-parody.
do PR for fucking a missile company.
Right, exactly.
Like they work their lobbyists.
Twitter account for fucking to post like how like fucking their gender, they're like they accept all different genders.
Missiles are actually.
I work for a nonprofit that accuses victims of sexual assault of being Russian bots. That's what our company does. Yeah,
goddamn, DC sucks so much cock.
No, I wish there's like fuck Trump stickers everywhere and fucking like just imagine like you're doing micro Banksy graffiti in 2020.
Hell yes. Yeah. They just found out about Banksy. Mm-hmm. Those people love Banksy, dude.
Yeah.
I saw a really good t-shirt last time I was there, which it was like Rosie the Riveter looking ass bitch wearing a any responsible adult 2020 shirt. Just like brutal.
They are definitely the brunt. If Hillary won, we'd be a brunch ass motherfucker. That's the most. If Hillary won, we'd be at brunch right now. Ass town.
That's a
in the
crying at
whole
the
world.
Javits Center type bit.
The whole city right now is on one group Zoom meeting, having brunch, and looking out their window or looking for neighbors to call the police on for not fucking social distancing. They all cannot wait to send somebody to jail for not social distancing.
It's a golden age for snitching these days.
It must be nice, Adam. Do you feel good about that?
No, I haven't snitched once. I've been doing my part.
I like that all it took was a virus to get like anybody even remotely to the left of center to be against the idea of like freedom in its entirety. Like anything revolving, like people are like, we want liberty, and people are like, why, are you racist? It's just the entire concept is just gone. And that you should be calling the police on people. Nobody's even like, I mean, there's people that like understand instinctually that it's wrong, but they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
You know, whereas de Blasio can be like, you should call the police on people violating. If children are not social distancing, you should call the police on them. And and now reasonable people are in a position where they have to be like, well, he's wrong, but you know, you should call the police on those children.
Yeah, you can't be fucking snitching, man. It stopped snitching Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? That's
I would never talk to the police.
Never, dude. Absolutely.
I never have.
Have you never? Have you ever had a conversation with a police officer?
Well, when I got punched in the face that one time,
You spit in his face, you were like, fuck you, pig.
No, it was by a crackhead. But yeah, I just told them, I was like, there's someone punching people in the face around here.
No, that's what you said to the cop who tried to help you. Fuck you, pig. Mm-hmm. I'll never tell on a fellow brother of Brooklyn, on a fellow brother of Bed-Stuy.
Yeah, spread love, it's the Brooklyn way, officer.
Have you ever heard of the notorious B.I.G. officer?
Live from Bedford Stuyvesant, the livest one. Dude, I really wanted to get Nick and I those alternate Nets jerseys this year that said Bed-Stuy on them.
You absolutely should.
That'd be so funny, just walking to the bodega wearing
that. Just like a $200 authentic jersey.
Yeah, it's like probably $250. I just get a 4XL, just a dress.
Black History Month henna tattooed on my face. Just going, hey, what's up?
Just
do you have any
wishing everyone a happy Black History?
Let me get this 40 ounce of St. Ides. And do you have any kente cloth do rags? Yeah, I know it's March, but I'm trying to keep the party going. The after party.
March is the after party to Black History Month.
Yeah, let me get a chopped cheese and a kente cloth do-rag, baby.
March is the hotel lobby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I stayed here throughout the coronavirus, so I'm allowed to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't leave. I earned my stripes.
Mm-hmm. I moved in right before and I stayed throughout.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's people that's going to be buying up fucking parts of Brooklyn or some shit because of this shit?
I wonder if there's going to be like I think probably the real estate dip was like a couple weeks ago. To get in there, you could have gotten something cheap. But there's always like foreign money coming in.
But what about all the like fucking mom and pop stores that are going to close?
That was already happening. I mean, half the bodegas are now that like natural grocer bullshit. I mean,
that's true.
Most of them.
But is that a chain or just a market?
You know what this means that I didn't think about? Sweets for the Sweeties is fucking closed, boys.
You know what's a cool thing that's
we never got to go to Sweets for
the Sweeties.
And we never got to have a malt, to share a malt at Sweets for Sweeties.
A cool thing that they do in New York is like, you know, all those Kennedy fried chicken places.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, it's like pretty close to being like a trademark violation of Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
But the intellectual property of Kennedy Fried Chicken isn't enforced internally. So it's like this, any black person can just open a business called Kennedy Fried Chicken.
That rocks. That's awesome because there was a Kennedy Fried Chicken in East Baltimore that I thought was a chain, but the menu is completely different from anything I've seen
It's just
here.
a name any of them can use. And there's one that changed its name to Obama Fried Chicken, and I think it's still Obama Fried Chicken.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! I can't wait for Adam a guy in like a Bed-Stuy jersey to be like, why don't you just call it War Criminal Fried Chicken?
Yes.
Just showing up.
Thank
And be
you.
like,
Thank you. Do you know how many people were killed at weddings? By drones, sir? Have you no honor?
just the Yemeni guy does not give a fuck at all. I love that it's like no standardized menu, and also what they have on the menus is like pizza, fucking fried chicken, subs, ice cream for some
Chinese
it's awesome,
food.
dude. Yeah, some have egg rolls and lo mein. It rocks.
Yeah. Apparently there's a good one that's like halal that's very good. I think by where Nick lives.
The one on in Baltimore was awesome. They had awesome chicken boxes. I'm nostalgic for it.
I'm so hungry, dude. I was
Yeah,
been
you
eating
still on that
Are you
diet?
still on a
fucking
diet?
bullshit. Yeah. I went ground turkey because I gotta eat nothing but like lean protein. Ground turkey.
It was
99% lean. Makes me
Ooh.
want
I made
Like
a
Adam's
bolognese.
dick.
hacking peanuts. It's awful.
I made a bolognese a couple of days ago with ground turkey. It tasted very good.
Yeah, but you probably use like the regular ground turkey that has like 93% lean or
Oh
something.
yeah.
I don't know,
something like
whatever they had at
even that
Costco.
little bit of fat like makes a world of difference.
that. Plus all the sauce. You probably put olive oil.
Yeah,
in
you
there.
put a bunch of shit in there.
I just used Reyes.
In fact, the best shit for like making breakfast sausages is like a fatty ground turkey. When I used to make like breakfast patties, I preferred that over pork.
Really?
Yeah, and it's easy. It's just a little like rosemary, fucking black pepper, maybe a little bit of sage.
Yeah.
Yeah, red pepper.
Is any ground turkey fatty though, or are you talking like the 90-10 shit?
I got the shit that's fucking like 90-10. I'm talking like I have 99% fat free ground
Where the fuck do you even buy that?
at the grocery store that just opened up.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to get some fucking psyllium husks because I'm shitting like once a week now, and it destroys the toilet every time.
What are we talking? Just a big fat lump of shit?
Yeah, well, it's just like dense, and then the toilet won't flush.
Bro, let me tell you, the shits are flowing in this apartment.
Yeah, I wish.
The shits are flowing like a faucet.
I ate nothing but fucking peppers as like a meal. You know, to like I'm gonna get all my fiber in and force something through here. Nothing.
Like
Smoothies,
bell
brother.
peppers?
That's why I'm drinking these smoothies.
Yeah, the smoothies.
This shit, ooh, maron. Moves right through
The problem with smoothies is like, you know, you have them like, then you just blew a whole meal on like a drink.
No, dude, you like this shit
But
is literally
you're
one
not-
bag of spinach.
I know, but you're not on like a calorie deficit. So like
Motherfucker, I'm saying this much spinach is like 70 calories. Or
so you got nothing in there but fucking spinach?
I have like some frozen berries and literally water.
Yeah, but the berries shit, I mean, that's a little bit more. I mean, I'd say you put an apple in
good
there,
for you.
some apple juice or something to fucking sweeten it up. But just trying to go like green smoothie that's like fucking kale and nothing.
It tastes like shit.
It's
but
disgusting.
It's the only healthy thing I eat.
Yeah.
You know, my whole life.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the only thing keeping my system flowing during this pandemic is I have one of these disgusting green smoothies every day, and I shit out I also made some fucking burger. Yesterday was burger night.
Yeah.
As requested by my roommates, and I got in the kitchen and I chefed it up.
I got to figure out a way to get through the rest of these fucking Kirkland burger patties because those are real fatty. And I plug.
We have those in my house right
I
now.
plug them in, and it's like I can't use them. I have to like.
You could fucking break them up with turkey.
Nah, what I'm doing is I eat the whole thing because they're frozen. So I eat the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And then I just subtract that fat from the next meal, you know, just to get through it. But
I see you, brother.
yeah,
I would want some Kirkland. Yeah, what I did was
more-
get a mix.
more fiber. I could just be drinking more water too. But I mean, I'm like not shitting, no energy. Sucks. Getting lean,
Bro,
Getting lean
Yeah.
for sure.
that's good.
Yeah.
You're gonna come out of this like a little butterfly, dude. Mm-hmm. Like a sexy little butterfly.
Well, this
dude.
will probably go on for another 18 months, so I'll probably weigh 10 pounds when it ends.
You're gonna be the machinist,
Yeah.
but your cock will look huge. That's what I hear. Your dick looks awesome.
Oh,
before
really?
You lose weight.
Where have I heard this before?
We talked about this.
Are you serious? I thought you were saying that as a joke. This has come up literally. No. It's come up like 5 times in the last 3 months.
Bro, I don't remember anything we talk about ever on this fucking show.
Yeah, me neither.
It feels like we just have a conversation. I don't log our conversations in my head.
Someone is.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
That's true.
Well, yeah, I can't even play Doom Eternal anymore. I'm just like, I just stare at the
Too
fucking
low
wall.
energy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I've been getting kind of muscular.
No, you haven't.
I shouldn't have said that.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
What kind of...
You're so full of yourself.
I'm too humble. I'm too humble.
You do 2 push-ups and you're like, I look good or whatever.
Yeah. No, that's not true. I've been doing burpees and pull-ups.
Once a year, you'll pretend like you're going to the gym, and then just lie about what you can bench.
No,
press.
I've been
and
doing
then
it every day
it's a
since I've been
number. It's always like, yeah, I'm benching like 145.
No, don't bring it up. Don't bring that up, Nick.
What a 12-year-old girl should be able to.
There's a picture that Nick has on his phone that he uses this.
I haven't brought it.
That
up.
is one of
You're
the most unflattering pictures I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. It's pretty embarrassing.
I gasped when I saw how much of a bitch you looked like.
Anytime,
because I was mad. I didn't want you to look like that.
Anytime we're arguing, things get too hot, Nick can just reply with
arguing.
This picture.
It's about the gym. Like, I've only dropped that on you when you specifically try to like make fun of me for going to the gym. And it's
no,
like,
I didn't make.
You
fun.
go to the
I've
gym
never
too.
Made fun of you.
You're bad at it. You're bad at the gym.
God damn.
We have the same goals. You just suck dick at it. It'd be like if I was like, oh, I'm gonna go, you know, I don't know, the racetrack or something. Like, oh, with your car, and then I post pictures of you crying at like a go-kart course. It's like, oh, remember that?
Yeah.
Remember when you said I'm getting really into racing, and then you cried because 4-year-old girls beat you up.
The shape your body is.
I shouldn't have said
like
that. I'm
one of
muscular.
the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
I take it back.
I just have never seen someone struggle with that little weight.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you look worse. Your body doesn't even look bad normally. It makes you look truly like like an emaciated woman.
I was not struggling. I was doing just the bar for form before I put weights on. But it does look like I'm bench pressing just the bar. But I think I put weights on it.
But your form is terrible.
Yes, the form is what's horrible.
The form was bad. The form was bad.
And you look
it looks like you're doing the thing that
you look
fucking...
aggrieved.
Mm-hmm. It looks like you're doing a Joaquin Phoenix make your body look shitty and fucked up in the Joker.
Yeah,
type
like the
of thing.
Joker.
It's like that thing that he does. That's how you look.
He's really good when he does that. It's very talented.
And
you know, he just looks like that. You watch the Master.
His body actually
his posture's all fucked up in the Master too. And I know he's supposed to be playing a crazy guy, but it's like I don't think.
Well, he's supposed to in the Master. I think he's a guy who got like shell shocked from the war. So I think it's supposed to look like he was injured or something.
Has he ever been jacked in a movie?
No.
That would be cool.
I don't think
so. Have you seen the
maybe,
movie where
maybe Gladiator
kills a bunch?
Everybody's got to have like, you know, you wear the little outfit.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I guess
in Rome,
jacked.
or not Rome, in 300, where everyone had to be jacked. Like even the character that's like the mailman.
Yeah.
The guy that's
even the guy
that's back in Sparta, who like is just, you know, he hangs out at the bar. He's like, "What? Were we at like a war or something?" And he's just got like a 6-pack. He's like, "Oh yeah, I don't know about that."
Dude, the fucked up like retarded guy that snitches on them has like abs underneath his fucked up like.
Yeah.
He's like a strong, but like it's weird, dude.
Yeah.
Ephialtes. The name for a nightmare is named after that guy's name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come out of this looking like Leonidas, though.
No,
for real though.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Leo needs dick. Leo nice.
Leo nice.
Yeah,
dick.
You're not Leo nice dick. I'm Leo nice dick.
Can I
You're
be
Leo needs dick?
Can I be Leo Negro DiCaprio?
No.
Why not?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I was doing a song the other day. Can I do it?
What's that?
You can tell me.
Nick seems like he's enjoying the Leo Negro DiCaprio.
No,
it reminded me of the song.
No, go ahead, do the song.
It's
Is he Nick? Would he do some kind of famous lines from his movies in some way? Would you say?
I mean, naturally, that's where that would go.
Okay, so no, I want to hear that. It's better than the song.
Naturally, you would say the thing and then walk the bit out to its natural conclusion. But
what's
the song? Go ahead. Hey, we got
it's not.
We got another 35 minutes here.
All right. It's a black guy singing in the dead of night. That's
awesome.
Just kept saying that.
That's really good.
Go on.
Black bird. It's a black guy singing.
Wow, that's even better than we usually.
Yeah, that's much better than Blackbird sucking on my dick. I'm gay. Which was
Well, I just thought it's funny if the Beatles sang that about a black guy. Singing.
Why couldn't it be black guy sucking on my dick? I'm gay. Mm-hmm. Think about that, Adam. Think about adding a new twist to an old familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess we can change it to black guys sucking on my dick. I'm gay.
There you go. Sing it. Sing it with conviction.
Black guys sucking on my dick. I'm gay.
You think it would be ethically wrong
That's not bad.
for me to go ride the East River ferry right now for no reason?
Is it going?
Yeah. And they're tearing
the ferry's still
They're
going.
tearing it up.
They're tearing it up on the river?
Really?
Mm-hmm. No one's on there though, because it's like, you know.
I love taking that ferry.
That's literally what I ripped Ian for, but this time it's about something I enjoy and not riding a bicycle around.
Taking that ferry is it's like a nice mini cruise in the middle of your day.
Yeah.
And you get to go. It's very pleasant.
Mm-hmm. I would
you pick it up at Brooklyn Heights?
What?
Would you pick it up at Brooklyn Heights?
Dumbo.
Or Williamsburg.
Dumbo, I guess, is the big
Dumbo,
one.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a whole thing. It's a whole adventure.
That's a nice date. You walk around Brooklyn Bridge Park, then you take the ferry. It's a classic New York City date.
Economical as well.
What's that?
The ferry's free.
The ferry's I think it's $275.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I spend on a bitch, dude.
You'll open up the coffers for some.
I'll
pussy?
open up the wallet for a bitch. $550 for a nice little boat ride for the two of us.
Yep. That's just one way though.
Yep. That is true. If I was cheap, I'd take the Staten Island ferry, which is free.
Damn, dude. The fucking ferry. The Ferradooch.
Who you calling a ferry?
I'm gay.
Black guy sucking on my dick.
Black boy sucking on my dick. I'm gay. You know? And honestly, that's a beautiful portrayal of interracial, of modern love. Why do you jewel off cam, Adam?
I feel like embarrassed of what it looks like.
Yeah.
I think it probably looks kind of lame.
Yes, it does. But
I'm trying to protect my image.
Warts and all.
At this point, my image is
That's all you have
completely
left.
unvarnished.
Varnish.
Or what's the word? Who cares? I'm never leaving my house again.
What's the deal with
never seeing each other?
So Kim Jong-un is not gonna die, but they were saying he was.
They were saying he's brain dead. I thought.
What happened there? He's not, right?
Yeah. Now
apparently people lie about
now
it.
they've got something in common with our freaking leader. You know?
Thank you.
You ever see the way Tom does that kind of like this like chicken move?
Yeah.
You know,
when he's got a real good one.
Yeah.
When he's got a real good one, he wants to punctuate.
Yeah, it was.
He's vibrating from the energy.
He's just charging up, baby. He's just going Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Brain dead. I love when he goes like a little bit too far. You know?
Oh, it's always the best.
Yeah.
Just
it always goes like morbid. It's always about how he wants someone to die.
Yeah, like when he said that he wanted Stav to die.
Oh yeah, that was so mean.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
And then you told on him.
No, I didn't.
I didn't tell on him. I made a joke about how he shouldn't be harassing this day and age.
You started a mass report campaign against him.
Yeah, I said I sent it to some of the women from the Me Too
nobody's
movement. I said
everyone.
Alyssa Milano reposted it, said we need to ban Tom.
Mm-hmm. I respect anyone that wishes me death.
Well, I'll tell you.
So Tom can stay.
I was trying to stand up for Stav.
I'll tell you what.
And I appreciate that.
If you like the Me Too movement, you'll love BlueChew.com.
Hell yeah. That's right.
I think that's what it says here.
Yeah.
Because
that's the copy.
There's never been anything bad that's happened.
If you
after.
like sex, you'll love BlueChew.com.
It's good with the pipe, to emphasize the point.
Yeah. Because I've destroyed my circulation by just smoking a pipe all day long. I now need penis enhancement pills for the bedroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Papito.
The bedroom, but you can take them. It says enhancement for the bedroom, but you can take this shit in your car.
You can, yeah.
Get, maybe
in a bar bathroom when you're unexpectedly about to get pussy.
Yeah.
You're nervous because you're like, shit, is the pill gonna kick in on time?
You gotta
see, that's
take
the
it
move.
In the bar,
you spend
the whole Uber ride kind of stroking your cock a little bit to see if it's working.
When you're driving your girlfriend's dad's car around, you're gonna need some BlueChew.com to get your penis on. When you're picking up your girlfriend from high school in her dad's car, BlueChew.com, you get the first chewables with the same active ingredients, sildenafil or tadalafil. Same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. I love that they put that on Italians, the Viagra and Cialis. No,
say on Italian?
On Italian. It's like I use the Viagra and a Cialis.
You're right. They do sound pretty Italian.
They do sound Italian.
Wants their dick harder than an Italian.
Yeah, I mean, they both sound like they would be Hyundais if they weren't dick pills.
That's true.
Yeah.
The Hyundai Viagra?
Yeah.
They both sound like great car models.
BlueChew.com affiliated physicians will work with you to find the dosage and active ingredient that's best for you.
Yeah. How fucked up is your cock?
Did that happen? I mean, I guess I didn't ever give them feedback. I think
we were grandfathered in during the Wild West days where you just fucking clicked a button and a bunch of dick pills came into your fucking...
Hell yeah.
The halcyon days of BlueChew.
Yeah, I came in later. But thank God I did.
Chewables can work faster. The chewables from Blue Chew can be taken on a full or empty stomach. The online physician consult is free, so it's cheaper than the other two.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
much cheaper.
I just panicked because I thought it was May for a second, but it's April still.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is.
It only takes a few minutes to connect with a BlueChew.com affiliated physician, and if you qualify, you get prescribed online quickly. No in-person doctor visit, no awkward conversation, no waiting in line at a pharmacy. It ships directly to your door in discreet packaging. The chewables from BlueChew.com are made in the USA. They give you confidence in bed. Chew it and do it, whatever. Here's the deal for you guys. Dude, reading sucks now. I fucking hate it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
Dude, every night I read for I'm going to read, and I read for 4 minutes and I go to sleep.
Nothing. 2 pages.
My brain hurts every time I read.
Blue Chew gives you confidence in bed every time. So here's the deal for you guys. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first order free when you use promo code Cum Town. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BLUEChew.com, promo code Cum Town. But here's the thing.
And look,
they said,
we're not just ad men, we're customers.
Yeah. I got that shit
so you gotta know that
in the bathroom. But Dr. Fauci, yeah, who has been 100% correct on this thing the whole time, has said that it is okay to get pussy. He said,
"Wait, for real?"
Yeah, I second and third hand. I think I heard him say that.
Is that serious?
Yeah,
well, they said be careful with ass eating.
Yeah, they were like, no, that was the New York thing. But they said, like, look, I know people. You know, it's gotta suck to be somebody that wasn't fucking at all, and then quarantine started, and it was like 3 days, and people are like, oh my god, I haven't fucked at all, and to be the guy that's like, yeah, that's a long time.
That stinks.
That sounds like a long.
I'm personally going crazy over here.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, it's like I guess I'll just play video games for a decade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
I'm just gonna stay here with my parents.
Yeah, they said you can fuck. So if you're not, you should go to Blue Chew, order some. And also too, if you get the prescription now, you're stocking up, and then when the quarantine ends, guess who you can take 2-3 pills at a time.
I can't wait. My cock is gonna get so hard.
Just rockstar car wash your way through the fucking unemployment line. You know, just going, hey, how you doing, ladies? You ever hear of an erection?
You just take a dick pill in front of a woman you're trying to fuck.
Yeah.
You just met.
Hey, listen, bitch.
We'll need this for later, bitch.
Whoa, me too. What is this? 2016? It's the apocalypse. Why don't you come suck my cock? I paid for the pills.
Haven't you heard, bitch? Me Too's old news. Joey Biden's the Democratic nominee.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting pussy any way they want it.
Yeah. Come here, let me smell you dumb bitch. Dude, that tweet from the New York Times, it was like,
Oh my god, dude.
like, we
No
found
history
no
of
evidence that he did anything other than fucking what people said he
Touching,
did.
sniffing. Other than the well-sourced,
I didn't see it. What is
multiple
it?
accounts of people of him touching.
Well, how about you don't worry about it? You know, next time you have one of these I didn't see it thoughts,
Okay.
you just go, yeah, totally.
I'll just
Because what would have happened if you
time.
did see it? You would have said something cool about it?
Probably, maybe.
would've had it-
There's a chance I would have.
You would have said something.
Yeah, I would have come in with a cool take.
Hey, I'm just kidding. BlueChew.com, promo code Cum Town,
Promo code Joe Biden.
promo code Joe Biden.
Fuck, dude.
I'd like to slip him a couple of Blue Chews.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like, even if he's senile, he seems virile still.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. Imagine him with cock pills.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What kind of fucking hijinks he would get up to? What kind of 80s style senator type behavior he would get up to?
Some like teen sex comedy style shit.
Porky's.
Dude, I
Drilling
would
holes
love to
in
see
the girls'
Biden,
locker
like-
room wall.
Would it be worth it to rewatch Porky's this afternoon? There's all this shit
Yeah.
that I want to do.
I don't know if it's
that I
good.
remember that I think like, oh, that would be fun. And what I'm just remembering is when I enjoyed weed as a teenager.
Mhm.
Yes, 100%.
You do get to see, what's her name? Kim Cattrall's Hooters.
If I were to smoke weed now, I would stare at the fucking wall and do nothing.
What I've been doing
You know
is
what I would do is I would justify having one serving of seaweed snacks and then end up eating like 15 packages of them.
That's true.
That's-
That would
yeah.
absolutely
I'd be like,
happen.
it does. It's fine. It's seaweed. I would completely blow my diet, but then on bullshit.
Oh, not even anything you're
Not
enjoying.
something I enjoy.
Yes.
I would
Not
eat,
even
I would
something
eat
tasty,
fucking
yeah.
like 9 bags of rice cakes.
Yes, dude, horrible. Just not really, just sort of slightly wincing every time. You're
Yeah.
like, "Ugh."
Dude, I do
That's
that.
all you got.
Exactly. When you have like compulsive behavior and like you start going off the rails with something, you're like, fuck it. I don't care. Fuck it. Let it go.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just
dude.
like, no matter what, you just can't stop.
Oh, I had a nice little run last night, dude. I
Yeah.
was almost home free.
You just know
I'm
you're
like, let me have a little sweet on the way out. But we didn't have any dessert.
yeah.
I was just fucking eating cereals. I was just like,
Yeah.
peanut butter in the cereal,
then
mixing it up.
An entire bag. Dude, I can eat out like I think at one time I ate an entire barrel of those honey braided like twist pretzels
Yeah.
because I was like, I'm gonna let myself have one.
Yep.
And then I had 3 and it was like, well, guess I learned
Three's-
my lesson. So much for trying. Time to sit here and over the course of 2.5 hours eat 15,000 calories worth of
Yes.
worth of
Shit I
pretzels.
barely like.
I mean,
Shit that's barely.
I love them. Don't get me wrong.
The
I love 'em.
the honey twisted ones,
Yeah.
I've never had those.
they're not barrel eat worthy, brother.
I don't know. I love them. The
They're
honey
too
braided
easy.
twists.
Crunch.
We got different tastes.
That's true.
That's the thing. It's like if you were an alcoholic, you would be one of these like fucking like, you know, like whiskey or scotch tasting kind of guys. You're not like a fucking
Maybe.
30 Coors Light sort of dudes.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, see, these are just. They're fine. I'm looking at them. They're good, but they're not.
Oh, you had to pull them up?
I had to pull them up to make sure I had
Yeah.
the right one.
Jamie, let's get that on the screen. Here.
Can we get that on the screen?
Let me take a look at. Let me remember what these look like.
Just not enough flavoring for me, though.
You know what I like too? First of all,
Mhm.
2 greatest snack brands: Snyder's and Utz.
Utz, I can definitely go with you there.
Yeah.
Utz is good.
I don't know that I can follow you all the way on Snyder.
The Snyder's rectangular box hard sourdough pretzels. The big
Respect on that.
The big fuckers. Great.
100%.
Yeah.
You're not going to hear a fucking peep out of me about that.
And also the
I just don't see the versatility in the Snyder's brand. But go ahead.
yeah, they have like pretzel bites that are covered in like
Yes.
some, like
yes.
honey barbecue.
That
Yeah.
I am so in.
Yes.
And they have a buffalo situation now too.
Yeah.
They had like a weird like onion one
Yeah.
also. Those are unbelievable.
I remember I had a bag of those, and my dumb bitch stepmom, when I was like 15, was trying to tell me that I couldn't eat them in the apartment because she was allergic to onions or something. And I was like, "You're just trying to find any way to
Fucking
to
bitch.
just shit on my life.
This is the one thing I'm enjoying, bitch.
The smallest thing away from me, a bag of pretzels I bought at the gas station.
Dusted with something that's probably going to give me fucking testicular cancer.
That's going to make it so I can't have a family of my own. So I will also be relegated to the world of step parenting like you.
Damn, if only you had that to tell her right then, that would have really shut her bitch ass up, dude.
Yeah. But,
fuck.
Whatever.
This would be
Those
a bad
are so
time
good.
to get testicular cancer. Not that there's ever a good time.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't. I don't know anyone that's had ball cancer.
One of my friends, One Ball Nate.
Yeah.
from
He
college,
had it.
Damn, you don't know
You get it,
anyone?
it's
You know
like-
what that
They
means,
snipped
Adam?
No,
the shit
I-
off.
Who?
You know what that means?
Uh-oh.
Then I'm gonna get it.
You.
But I think it's early 20s you get it. It's
Look
like
to
the
your
young
left,
man's cancer.
Look to your right. If there's no gay guy, it's you.
What do I hear? I think I hear your tiny balls filling with tumors.
They're not. You always.
That's
have to-
the only thing that might save you is how small your balls are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
true.
doctor's
Not
like-
enough surface area for the cancer.
This
And when
actually,
they
his
grow,
penis is
it's-
too
it's
microscopic
very
to grow
noticeable.
any other cell.
Yeah. I thought I
I
had
had to-
testicular cancer a couple years ago, but I'm pretty sure it was coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't your nut keep getting twisted or something?
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
No, I had like a cyst on one of my nuts that I thought was a tumor.
Yeah.
And I went to the
remember.
doctor and they were like, yeah, it's just a cyst.
Did they suck it to check?
No, it was a Chinese doctor who just like his equipment was like there was like doctor's office machines just jammed into the room, and then a bucket of Magnum condoms. And he was like, "Okay, pull your pants down and let me take a look." He's like one of those like New York Chinese guys.
Yep.
And he's like, "Okay, yeah, I can definitely feel it. Let me look at me right here. It's a cyst, okay? If it fucking gives you problems in the future, maybe you come back, we'll do ultrasound, but for this, it's a cyst. Don't worry." He's like, "Okay, let me check your prostate real quick."
Just by feeling it around?
Yeah, he was like, "It's fine." Dude, the Chinese rock. If I was that's why it must be okay to because I figure over there you work in a factory for 10 years and you're 27. They're like, yeah, you have every type of cancer. But the doctor's probably like, hey, sorry, Slick, but hey, don't worry, fuck it, that's life. And then you're like, yeah, I guess that is life.
It is life. You go to the factory.
Yeah, you just fucking just be
12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
just be a Chinese guy. It's amazing they don't have country music.
In China?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They have their country music is that bing, bong,
Yeah.
ding.
Fucked up
Yeah.
Chinese guitar.
That
That I
guitar
do know
thing.
that we've talked about.
Yeah.
Because I love talking about that. Bang, bong, ding, ding.
This is going to be the clip that gets us canceled.
What? That's what
This
it
is our
sounds
Matt
like.
and Shane. Yeah. No, it definitely sounds like that.
Just a
Bang!
That
a
fucked up
Chinese guy,
guitar.
a Chinese guy named Johnny Cash Only. And he's a Chinese country musician. Yeah. I hurt myself today. What was he doing?
Refusing a black person service.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? Rushing him out of his store or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could,
Then instead of pickup trucks, they got rickshaws. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
I'm not too proud to.
That'd be funny if
Kick
you were
'em.
a Chinese incel trying to do run people over, but you drive a rickshaw.
Yes, that's true.
Try to do a truck attack with a rickshaw. That was
Yep.
just a funny image.
Mm-hmm.
You would just get hit immediately.
Yeah, you would just.
Yeah.
It sounds bad.
Instead of Garth Brooks, it's Barth. You just swap the letter.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, you got it.
That one's kind of a connect the dots problem.
Right. It works for Brooks and Dunn also.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess sort of.
Dux and Brun?
Nope, don't.
No, Gooks and
Well,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Johnny Cash Only's good though, man.
No, I keep talking.
Okay, let's
I'll
keep
throw some
going.
more out.
Oh,
Kenny Lodgers?
Or
Is
what
that-
are we doing now? Are we naming
Chinese
Chinese country singers?
country singers.
Yeah, I like the approach of Johnny Cash only more than just kind of.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
like a Chinese.
The
R for
chat,
L
the chat's
generation.
got to be going wild right now.
Oh yeah.
Those
They're so mad that they can't.
And
Sorry.
we'll never know, bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not.
We're
in,
not going to see
in
your
the
idea.
crew.
I don't care if you came up with it first.
Um,
We'll arrive on it 5 minutes later and do it wrong. You'll be like, I was the one that said it. That's got to be infuriating.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
I sucked my own penis because I'm gay and Chinese. That's kind of the song he would do.
mm.
You'd think there'd be a voice, but no, he sounds just like Johnny Cash.
Mm.
But he lets you know he's Chinese. That's my spin on the whole thing. I suck dick.
What's
I
that bitch's
suck
name? The
balls.
big ass titty?
Huh?
Nothing. What's her name?
Who?
I can't
A
remember
lady
anything
with a big
anymore.
ass a lady with Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't remember her name, and then you also don't have a thing to pair it with.
Well, you got to start with the name.
What the fuck was that?
Well, first you know the name.
Yeah. Give me one of the names so I can not have an idea for it. Yeah. It wasn't like, let me see if this fit. Oh, here it is. It's just the concept.
Well, I'm trying to remember
Mm-hmm.
country people's names, and then you got to build off the name.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I got Kenny Loggers. That's half point.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
All right, judges say no.
What about John Prawn? Instead of John Prine.
John Prawn.
Because I feel like Chinese people call shrimps prawns more than the average person.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
That guy was pretty good. I never knew him at all, and then he died. And
Very sad, dude.
his shit was popping off. Some good ass songs in there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a weird, fucked up, cheeky face.
Oh, Miso.
Jowly.
It'd be Miso Sally Parton.
Yeah.
Miso Solly part.
Yeah.
Damn, Nick. Virtuoso.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Tears in my eyes.
The next one.
Bravo.
Moving on. Moving on to the next one.
So just to reiterate, though, Kim Jong-un is not dead. People are lying.
Yeah, Kim
No.
Jong-un is-
Good.
Thank God he's alive.
Good,
That's
thank
what I
God.
say.
And he's
Him
got
and
a
his
sister,
cute-
too, right?
Him and his Animal Crossing looking ass body.
He does look cute.
What is that?
Adorable.
What's an Animal Crossing looking body?
I don't know. I've never
Like
even
little
played
and
Animal
blocky.
Crossing, but he's, portly, but in a kind of a cute
I
way.
thought they were like little
I assume that's what.
He
anteaters.
is
What?
cute.
Anteaters and raccoons and stuff.
I think there's people in it,
I think it's people,
from what I can tell on the screenshot.
but I haven't
people
played
share.
because I'm sure that women have ruined it.
So true.
It's the girl video game of quarantine.
And you won't play it?
I don't have any systems here.
So you're even lower than the girl gamers, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's true.
Who you malign, who I don't, by the way. I want to play Animal Crossing, but I can't find one of my Joy-Cons.
It would suck. It would suck to date one of those female streamers.
What?
Female Twitch streamer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're just coming in the bedroom and she's just showing her breasts to
She's showing her breasts
Your
to all
enemies.
these mouth breathers.
your enemies, your mortal enemies.
They're trying to unseat you with every fucking every donation.
Yeah,
They're giving her coins or something, or I don't even know how it works.
It would suck to date a woman that publicly sexualizes herself, puts all of her shit on display. For a bunch
Yeah,
of-
I could see how that would be
that would be
humiliating.
That would be hard.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, it would suck to date a dumb bitch. You know what I found out? Dennis Quaid. Listen, we got some competition. Dennis Quaid has a podcast now.
Oh my God.
What are we going to do?
Dennis Quaid has a
Why?
podcast.
I don't know.
It would be better if it was Randy Quaid had a
And
podcast.
I think it's called the Denisance.
The Dennis, that's a cool name.
That's a cool name. That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's up there with the Chinese country singers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about
Go ahead. What do you got? No, I mean it. Go ahead. Fuck.
if it was like Waylon and then Chinese Jennings?
I like that, actually. That's good. That is a good one.
Waylon Chinese
When you have a good one, you got to believe in
Waylon
yourself,
Jennings,
Adam.
but it's like Weilin.
Waylon.
Yeah, Waylon
That's much better.
Yeah.
That's much.
No, Adam, believe in yourself. Waylon
Thank
Chinese Jennings is good.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's worse than if it was Chinese Waylon Jennings.
It's got to be
Putting
Waylon
Chinese in the middle
Jennings.
makes it even worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've been keeping up on what our competition is. Dennis Quaid, the Renaissance is a problem, and also listen to this: Michael Imperioli and Steve Sharippa have a fucking Sopranos podcast. Two guys
What?
from the Sopranos have a Sopranos podcast.
Wow, they must have so much access.
Dude, I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm going to.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Sounds
I
so
haven't
fucking
listened to a
awesome.
podcast since the quarantine, but
Damn, I wish I
I
hadn't
should probably
fucking
check
said
that
that
out.
Chinese country singer thing, because now I'm just gonna have those like
yeah, I'm still thinking about it.
just bouncing around in my head all day.
Is that what your brain sounds like?
Yeah. Boop, boop, boop,
R2D2 kind of beep, boop, boop, boop.
all day.
That sounds calming, actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Fuck, I should replay Sonic Adventure 2. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. I wonder how much it costs to have a crazy taxi machine delivered to my apartment. Boop, boop. All day, baby.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting a slice of pussy.
No, sir.
Getting a little peek.
Warm it up.
Getting a taste.
Mm-hmm. Little taste. Hold you over for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with chopping a bitch's pubic hair off and putting it in her pussy, dipping it, and then saving it for later.
Yeah.
Little slice.
Great Wall, Confucius. Great Wall, Confucius. Merle Haggard.
Okay.
Great Wall, Confucius. That's more of what's going on in my head.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan, Great Wall, Merle Haggard. Tiananmen Square. Tiananmen Square, Merle Haggard. Montgomery
Revolution, Merle
Gentry,
Haggard.
Trace Adkins. Hong Kong, Trace Adkins. Karate. Kung Fu. Shaolin.
Mm-hmm.
Shaolin Jennings.
Shaolin Jennings.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's really good.
Shaolin
Well
Jennings.
done.
There he is. That's good.
That's very good.
Beijing Jennings works a little bit better.
What's
I like Shaolin Jennings.
Wuhan,
There's got to be a Lou. There's got to be Lou somewhere.
Reed, Luhan,
Lou Reed isn't a
I know.
country guy.
Lou.
Graham Parsons, Bat Soup,
Mm-hmm.
Bat
Keith Urban.
Parsons,
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban,
Keith me.
Fuck. I don't know that many country guys, man.
It's just funny being completely sad.
Let's see here.
Chopsticks and Dunn.
Okay.
Chopsticks and Dunn.
Brooks and
Yeah.
It's okay. You could do better with Brooks and Dunn, I feel like.
All right, I gotta look up most famous country musicians, because that's the real problem.
You need to start with the names. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, but you do that on your own. You don't say.
Well, I forgot our name.
Oh, what about Willie Nelson? There's got to be something for Willie. Chili Oil Nelson. No.
Oh, like chili oil Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
Dumpling. Zhao Lon Bao.
Yeah. Dumpling, chopsticks, lo mein.
Lo mein, Mao,
Reba
Zedong.
McIntyre.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, instead of Alan Jackson, you could do Alan Bat Soup.
Okay.
Bat.
I guess.
Shania Twain.
Shania Twain. Okay, that's something. if he wasn't China, well, there's a Muslim
China.
guys.
Keith or Bamboo.
Yes, thank you. That's good.
Okay. Instead of Shania Twain, it's
Bamboo.
China Twain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so just right with China.
Just with China.
Should China Twain?
China Twain.
Yeah, okay.
Should China. That's good. That would also be an awesome black lady's name is China.
Mm.
Should China. I went to school with a couple.
Let's see here.
How about instead of Hank Williams, it's just Chink Williams.
I guess, yeah. I guess it fulfills the prompt.
For the assignment, it worked.
Dwight Google.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Instead of Luke Combs, it's just Gook Combs.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, we got this.
Now we're letting
How about the Dixie Chinks?
Okay.
No,
How about we take it back to the classics and you don't really... Maybe I put a little bit too much chili oil on this one and overthought it.
I think probably that's what you did.
Yeah. The Dixie Chinks is probably... That's where that peaks for me.
Yeah, that's probably the best one wordplay-wise.
Yeah.
For what the assignment was. Mm-hmm. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
How about Glenn Campbell, Glenn Ross?
That's good.
And it's just...
That's not Chinese, but it's very good.
But he's on tour in China.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's Glenn Campbell. And he's forgotten how to play guitar, and the only thing he can remember is Alec Baldwin's monologue. From Glenn Gary.
Saying the monologue.
Yeah. How y'all doing tonight? Put that coffee down, faggot. You just got the guitar. You think coffee's for closers? Yeah, he's just got the guitar.
Oh, he's singing the speech.
Yeah. Glenn,
he's singing it.
Glenn Campbell, Glenn Ross. He said, "Where am I? China? No, you don't say."
Here's one that's more PG. Kenny Chestnut Sauce.
That's good. Kenny Chestnuts.
Kenny
Water Chestnuts.
Yeah, that's
Kenny Water Chestnut.
Yeah, I thought about that one earlier, but it doesn't fit.
Yeah,
that shit don't work, pal. The Glenn Campbell peppers. They use that.
They don't really use bell peppers in their cooking.
Yeah, sometimes.
Dude, look at this.
Yeah, in a Kung Pao chicken, there's bell pepper.
I don't know.
And peanut.
Peanut, yeah, for sure. But that's also more Thai, I would say.
Damn, there are so many shitty country musicians.
Johnny Cashew Chicken, but you already said
what the
Johnny
fuck is
Cashew
this?
Wing.
The Florida-Georgia line? Do you know them?
Oh, yeah, dude. I know them.
This is awful.
They have a song called Cruise. It's kind of a slapper.
Yeah.
If you ask me. Yeah.
Their songs they
I don't know
covered.
about that.
So
It's about going to men's restrooms.
Really?
No.
Oh, that would be funny.
No.
Some country song about, yeah, that would be awesome.
The Florida-Georgia line is a very bad name for a music artist.
Well, that's where they are, dude.
They're a North Panhandle, Florida.
They're a panhandle situation. Is that the panhandle?
Florida-Georgia line? I'm assuming it's the border between those two states.
Oh, fuck. No, isn't the panhandle Alabama and Florida?
How about instead of Chris
Maybe
Christopherson,
both.
it's boys pissed Offerson.
All right, yeah. Yeah, I like that
Does that work?
one. That one's really good. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Boys piss Offerson.
How about just
Wow.
like one of those rap rock country groups called Panda Express?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That one works.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Panda, there was some Panda fucked.
How about instead of Dwight Yoakam, it's Drink Yoakam? You know,
Drink your, like, yo, come.
Yeah.
Don't come.
that's
Isn't that the guy from Sling Blade?
it. Is the guy from Slim?
Yeah.
He's also he's also in Panic Room.
Oh, I thought that was the character's name.
No, he's
No,
he's
the
a country musician
The
and
character's name
actor.
is Sling Blade.
But I thought it was like a nickname.
Well, he plays the dad.
You thought the name of the character in the movie was Dwight Yoakam.
I swear to God. I did. Because we've talked about it before, and I thought you guys were saying Dwight Yoakam.
No,
and then his
Nick
nickname
talks
was
about how he
Sling Blade.
likes Dwight Yoakam's character in Sling Blade because he's always getting the band back
But
together.
just to make this clear, you thought that the character Sling Blades, who no one calls him Sling Blade in the movie.
I've never heard the movie. I've never seen the movie.
Oh, okay.
So it was
Yeah.
I just assumed the guy's name was Dwight Yoakam, and that like Sling Blade was his nickname.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think they
No, Billy Bob Thornton is
Sling
Sling
Blade is
Blade.
not the character's nickname at all. Even there's not a character named Sling Blade in the movie.
Oh, it's not a guy. It's not the guy. The main guy's not Sling Blade.
No, his name is not Sling Blade. His name is
Really?
Carl something. It's like Carl. Let me look it up.
Oh, what the fuck? I thought it was like a cool nickname for like a murderer.
Yeah, Carl Childers is the name of the character, but they repeatedly refer to him as Carl. His name is Carl. He doesn't have a nickname. They don't call him Sling Blade.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I assumed his nickname was Sling Blade, and the guy's name was Dwight Yoakam. You have to admit, Dwight Yoakam is a retarded guy's sounding name.
I think it's a cool sounding name, personally.
Damn, now I want to rewatch Sling Blade. If you've never seen Sling Blade, you should watch it.
Okay.
That
I
is a
haven't seen
fucking-
it in like 15
That
years.
it is such a good movie.
It's
So we almost watched it, and I think my roommate was like, "It's dark,
It is dark,
isn't it?"
but I don't know what year that was. That came out maybe '97, but it was like
something like that, yeah.
There was like a couple of years that just like sucked, you know,
Yeah.
for movies, and that one was like a highlight.
Billy Bob, right? Billy Bob getting it in.
Yeah.
What year was Sling Blade?
Siri, pull up Sling Blade.
Siri, pull up Sling Blade. 96.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember that. Just that era of movies just makes me think about like. Do you remember when Hollywood's fucking big cause was ending the death penalty?
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Like,
That was like, as me as a little kid, I thought celebrities like because they always talked about things, so I thought that they could do stuff.
Right.
I didn't know the difference between somebody who was rich and somebody who was famous and somebody who was the president. You know what I mean? It was just like
Of course.
people
Yeah,
looked-
yeah.
and-
They're
and-
all the presidents.
And the biggest issues at the time when I was a kid were the death penalty and then the Titanic sinking.
Mm-hmm. That's a huge problem.
Yeah.
That was a big problem in the
those are the
90s.
two things that, based on like award shows, celebrities seem to care about. And then nothing happened with the death penalty. They didn't change
Nothing at all.
shit. I guess the Oklahoma bombing happened, and then they were like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah.
Maybe.
This guy.
Terrorism and mass shootings like ticked up, and they were like, "Oh, I guess we do want to kill some people," and then they kind of gave up on it. But that was
And then we had Rwanda was a bit for a while because of Hotel Rwanda.
yeah, but the celebrities don't give
What
a
are you
shit about
talking
things like
about?
that. They never fucking care.
Oh, as a cause.
What?
Yeah, they don't
Talk
care.
about it. Every award show something comes up, and I feel like Rwanda or just like genocide or what Darfur.
Darfur is like where that kind of started, but that was like a one-off. I mean, 'cause
Darfur.
I mean, Bosnia was like a fucking big deal, and like celebrity again. Literally, James Cameron's whole fucking speech was about like, can we have a moment of silence for the victims of the Titanic? As like bombs were dropping,
Dude, that
Hell
speech
yeah.
is hilarious because he's full blown autistic.
Yeah,
And at the end of the speech, he's like, And to close things off, and he's like, I'm the king of the world. And then it bombs. It bombs in the room.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
And that's where you would say, we was kangs of the world with
we was kangs of the world.
Negro DiCaprio. If that had been
Beautiful.
Given,
if that had been allowed some
given the
some
light,
air.
given the light of day.
Yeah.
Well,
no, but we had black guys singing in the dead of night.
Oh yeah, that classic.
I thought that was pretty good.
Who could forget, man?
I thought it was pretty good.
Fuck. Black guy sucking on my dick, I'm gay. I wish I could sing, dude.
It's probably better if it's black girl singing, because girl sounds like bird, kind of. It has the same assonance or whatever.
No, dude, it was perfect.
Okay.
Don't try and rework perfection, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, dude.
I wish I could sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, dude.
I wish I could sing. That would be awesome. I would just be singing all the time.
Rock.
I wouldn't be.
Me too, yeah.
I wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just singing.
Oh my god.
I'd be like, I'd be at Subway. An extra sweet onion chicken teriyaki sauce. And put more of the sweet onion sauce on there. I'm like, what do you mean it's $15.75? Didn't you hear my song? I should get it for free. It should be free if you can sing.
If you can sing, it should be free. And can I get some pussy, please?
That's what the gig economy is, dude. After this clears up and we're all working in the gig economy, if you can bring your talent, if you can trade your talent for... That's just saying, a lot of these, like, you know...
it's like Burning Man. It's going to be like Burning Man.
I don't want to say younger comics because most of them are my age or older, but, you know, people that are relatively new to the business, 10, 15 years in, and things aren't really working out. It's like, why don't if you just try bringing your talent to the people directly, just show up.
Mm-hmm.
Go
to the grocery store.
Go into Pret-a-Mange and say, you know, you're like, so I fucked like 6 guys this week, having a normal one, and then
get a job at Uber.
Like, it's $8.75, and you're like, no, I'm trading my art. I'm bartering with my art.
I'm about to observe how guys don't have more than one set of bed sheets.
Yeah.
And it should get me a free baguette.
I should be able to... Can I eat out of the garbage, please? May I please just let me eat out of the garbage?
I want to see some of those.
I'm not homeless. I'm not mentally ill. I'm hungry. And I got declined for an OnlyFans account. Please let me eat out of the garbage. If there's an old acai bowl I might be able to lick. An acai quinoa bowl that I could perhaps eat out of the garbage. I would be much obliged to you.
Damn. Yeah. Maybe we should become farmers, dude.
Yeah.
Grow our own crops.
I mean,
feed off the land.
That's part of the whole compound dream, man. Is you get a big plot of land, and you get. I mean, it's a compound. You know?
Yep.
You bring people that have skills, shared resources, nobody owns anything, you know, mandatory fucking gun ownership for everybody that lives on the fucking thing.
Yeah.
For starters, you will have a firearm and you will know how to use it. All right?
Yes, sir.
And disputes are settled by the blade. By the way of the blade.
Damn, I'm pissed they don't call the guy Sling Blade in the movie.
Yeah. But that's, you know.
Fuck off, Sling Blade.
You get it. You pool your resources. Everybody gets a big fucking thing, and I'm sure it would fall apart. It would be a disaster, you know, as it's always been.
Absolutely,
as it literally is.
It's never worked
because
once.
every system fails because people are terrible, you know. But that's the dream.
You see, I didn't think of it as more like a lot of people being there. I thought of it as like you know, you and your family.
No, it's
It's a compound.
You can make a new family now.
I see.
Based on ideology.
A sex cult.
You could say that.
You're in the middle of
it. You know who is kind of a piece of ass?
Who?
David Koresh. He was a handsome guy. Yeah, look it up.
I'm about to.
I always thought he was ugly, and then I watched that documentary, and I was like, he's kind of charismatic and good looking. I was almost about to join the Yeah, he's a
kinda
good-looking
hot.
guy.
He's not the hottest guy. There's some pictures where he looks good.
Stop.
Somewhere
You
he
look.
looks fucked
You look
up.
10 years younger with the hair grown in.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you actually. I gotta say, it's not a bad look.
It doesn't look bad.
Yeah, well, we're gonna let it run, and I'm gonna get this bald ponytail, boys.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Stava's kind of right about how he has hair, but he keeps it short.
I gotta fucking.
I'm sorry for saying you were lying.
I gotta shave my head or do something or cut my hair.
Yeah.
If you shave your head, you look like a
Our
straight up white
Our
nationalist.
hairlines look pretty similar. You gotta start cutting it short.
Well, I can't. I mean, I guess I could. I cut my own hair for years, so I probably still have the skill set. I guess maybe I'll take a stab at it and see if I can do
Why
it. But it's
not?
too fucking long.
You should
now.
give yourself dumb little haircuts.
Yeah.
You should give yourself a bob.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back
Just
to the
bangs,
bob, dude.
bangs to
Pretty
here.
soon. Turf bangs.
That would be so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Look like Twiggy, dude. Should look like that bitch, old British bitch Twiggy. The big eyes.
The fashion model.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a good look.
Should we
Sort
get
of like
scene
a-
haircuts?
Like a you know, kind of like a 70s sort of.
No, it's scene, dude.
No, I like that. Yeah. That's a great look with the beard.
How you doing, brother?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the compound.
Welcome to the compound, brother.
Welcome to the compound, brother. Much love to you. Here's your mandatory firearm. Join me on the shooting range.
You're so good to go, bro. You got it down.
Yeah. You're good.
Adam, you look fucked up. You don't look good.
You look like shit.
What are you talking about?
You look like Velma from fucking Scooby-Doo right now.
No, dude. I look like
Oh yeah,
almost
Here,
famous.
Then you push the hair back from here.
You look like a lady that works at the bank, dude.
Yeah, like I look like I drive the bus.
You look like Shachina
Stop playing on that.
Nick looks like I'm on my break.
Yeah. Stop
You
playing
literally
on that.
Look like I'm on my break.
Stop playing on that. What you doing is you playing on that. Stop playing on that.
It looks like your doo-wop group just got fucking taken by.
Are you playing on?
Jewish
Do you play on that at your home? Do you play on that at your home? Well, then don't play on it here.
Quit playing on
God damn, that's a great look.
Don't be playing on that.
Nick, you should grow your nails out and look like that.
Fuck, dude, that's beautiful.
You look like you're from someone's office.
Stop playing on that. If I have to come back there, it's lights out.
Holy fuck, that's a good ass look.
You look good, dude.
Thanks, man.
Massive respect for that look.
You look like Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, that's the bit.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta
Okay.
make some lunch here because I am.
I gotta
Well,
make
folks,
lunch too.
Thanks for listening. Well, I'm doing an advice show on Twitch. If you want to tune in on Fridays at 6, go to twitch.tv/StaviBaby, and there's a number you can call, and I will solve all your problems. As a genius that I am. But that's pretty much it for me.
Maybe I should get some kind of project going. You know?
Yeah, dude. The only thing that's gotten me from not wanting to kill myself 24/7 is I just plan some activity every day, and I just do it, and then I go to bed.
Maybe I'll start a YouTube account called Jay Leno's Garage, and I'll just
That
go
would be good.
and start touching people's cars and making videos of them on the street and pretend like they're my car.
I like that. Getting yelled at
Yeah.
the end of every single one of them.
I'm sorry, sir. You're on my new hidden camera show, Jay Leno's Garage.
Get the fuck off my fucking Beamer.
Hey, stop touching my car, man. I'm like, I'm sorry. All right. Well,
I'm sorry.
yeah. Okay. Good night.
Bye, folks.
Bye, folks.
Hey, I think this guy's wearing a fucking wire.
Hey, is he wearing a what?
Yeah, he's wearing a fucking wire.
He's got a big wire there.
He's got a big meaty wire.
He's got a wire right there.
balls.
Take his fucking pants off. Let me see that wire.
Oh, that's a
there
wire.
it is.
Oh,
that's a
that's
wire,
Ooh.
baby.
Is it getting bigger?
It is. That's how you know it's recording.
Oh.
Quick, Frankie, suck all the electricity out of that wire. You gotta get to all the recordings.
Oh, it tastes good, Mikey.
And that is a bit called Italian guys who think some guy's dick is a wire.
Yeah.
That
Thank you.
We came up with that one. That's good. Stay tuned for some video content we're gonna have coming up. Lots of video sketches,
Mainly us sucking cock.
but as a joke, as a funny, kind of like a goof, like SNL.
Yeah.
You ever see that show SNL?
What's that?
Is it S and like
It's S ampersand L.
My friend Eric, one time G-chat me, he's like, S ampersand L was at my work the other day. And I was like, what? And he's like, Saturday Night Live. And I was like, how does that make any sense? He thought it was S and L.
What a fucking piece of shit.
What a retard, dude.
Fuck him.
But yeah, it would be like that show SNL. That's really the goal with any podcast, is to eventually become an SNL writer, which they offered me this year, but I turned it down. They offered me both to be the star of the show.
I was gonna be Weekend Update, but I said that's gay.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm a real journalist.
Yeah.
That's what I said to them.
We do break news on Cum Town a lot. For example, Kim Kardashian was just robbed again.
Again?
Oh yeah, she
that's
got
us.
robbed at gunpoint.
Yeah, they tied
By
her
some
up.
N-words in Paris. It's weird that that came full circle. You write a song like that, what do you think's going to happen?
Jesus.
And that song came out.
Oh,
that
we
song
don't
came
know.
out, and
Christ.
that song is like, it should have just been titled, I Dare You to Say It. White guy.
Oh, yeah, it's in the chorus.
Yeah. You
A
can't.
lot of white guys said it for sure.
Yeah, I know, but you can't put it in the title of the song.
True. It's their fault racism exists.
Yeah, Trinidad James is pretty bad. That one was very tempting.
Oh, yeah. N-word, N-word, N-word,
God
N-word,
damn,
N-word,
yeah.
N-word, N-word, N-word.
3 times in a row. What
Just
did they
watch.
play that as on the radio? How did that even get any radio play? That's the best part of the song.
I like the YG song. My N-word, my N-word.
My hitter?
Yeah.
My hitter, my hitter.
I love that they were trying to make hitter.
Yeah.
My
Come on, dude.
motherfucking
No one
hitter.
ever says that. They did that too with 3-6 Mafia. I gotta stay high.
Mm-hmm.
No one was used to say I gotta stay fly. Fly was dead.
Yeah,
And then they're like, all right, it just kind of rhymes.
They
so we're
brought
gonna
it
say
back.
because of that.
What an incredible song, though.
It is a great song.
Yeah.
3-6 Mafia.
Yeah, I just listened again to the edited version of the late day and night Kid Cutie, and I forgot that the edit was the lonely loner.
Really?
I laughed about it for like
That's
20
the radio
minutes.
edit?
Yeah.
You can't say stoner apparently.
I've never heard Loner on the radio.
Yeah.
That got a lot of radio play.
Yeah, it did. It was a huge hit. Yeah. But it was the lonely loner.
Wasn't Young
Wait,
Thug?
were you watching it on PAX television?
I was listening to it on Kid Cudi Vivo.
All right, the cat never does this. It's choosing while we're recording the podcast to do its own woodworking on the fucking wall.
Fuck this gay ass cat.
Yeah.
Let's kill it while Amber's gone.
Let's do it. I think she's here.
Oh no! I mean, let's let the cat live.
Yeah. It's been a day of podcasting. The Chapo boys were up here in the Anthony Cumia
Oh
East.
really? Yeah.
AC East.
Bed-Stuy Studios.
Yeah. Yeah, they offered again to have us go on the network.
Really?
Yeah.
Who, Cumia or Chapo?
Yeah, Cumia.
Tell him $500,000 or
Cumin.
we won't do it.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what I told them.
Half a mil briefcase, unmarked bills,
Yeah.
tax free.
Well, I was like, why? I don't understand
Yeah.
why. Like, what's the benefit of the fact that anybody subscribes to this is ridiculous.
Hilarious that anyone listens.
Yeah.
First of
To
all,
put everything behind a fucking paywall, who's going to be like, let's pay $5 to see what's up with this cum show.
But keep doing it and do it more, please.
And more.
Maybe maybe we won't
I just
need
found
jobs.
out my friends who are a husband and wife duo share an account. I stopped talking to them.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, we got to crack down
That's
on that
actually
shit.
illegal.
Yeah.
I like how it's like as soon as people make stuff, they start giving a shit about copyright.
Yeah, we do make something technically.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck if
No, I
people
know.
want to
The
steal it. I don't
estate
care.
of Tim Allen
No,
is
you got mad that
garnishing most of
You got
the-
mad that I let that guy make those T-shirts without us taking any of the fucking
I
money.
did not get mad about it. And shout out to Mike
Extremely
D and
mad.
Callie.
Don't
you
yell
wore,
about
you
it,
wore
'cause
all
now-
of your Yom Kippur decorations into my apartment.
Jesus
and
Christ.
you said, "What the hell is this?"
It's Rosh Hashanah, first of all, not
yeah.
Yom Kippur.
Oh, they were hilarious, dude. Driving over here, just seeing the full regalia. They were all wearing those circle hats. And
He's talking about
the shawls.
the Hasids in Williamsburg. We have I'm sure you've been to Williamsburg, Virginia, which is
Just like-
colonial Williamsburg, where they all dress like dumbasses from the past. Well, we have our own version of that here, except it's Jewish.
Well, yeah. Half of it is like fedora stroller dads, and half of it's Jewish.
That's a pretty fun mix.
Yeah, just because I'm a dad doesn't mean I can't have full sleeves.
Yeah.
When I'm 45, I love old guys that get sleeves.
Yeah, remember that like Brooklyn dad we saw skateboarding by himself at like Maria Hernandez Park?
It was the
fucking loser.
saddest.
There's all these like kids like skateboarding or whatever,
no.
and then there's some like aging hipster who's in his like late 30s, flannel
Jesus
shirt,
Christ.
like nice jeans, and then like Vans or whatever, just riding a skateboard around in circles.
No
'cause
tricks.
He can't do any. He just bought the
tricks.
fucking skateboard. He's like, yeah, actually, I remember when I skateboarded for like 2 weeks
Yeah.
back in like 1996, and so he had to buy the skateboard, and then he was riding around in circles in the park, and we watched him. He just went around in circles, and every time he passed by us, the expression on his face, it was like he had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like he didn't know why. Not that he was confused or whatever.
How
He
old are we
just-
talking?
Probably in his late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked pretty depressed to me.
Yeah.
I think that's what made it funny.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
this guy was just this fucking 39-year-old man skateboarding alone with
Yeah.
surrounded by children.
Right.
Like, and he couldn't do
Not
any
even
tricks.
doing an ollie.
Yeah, no ollie.
It's so funny how Williamsburg juxtaposes like people that are extremely authentic, which are the Hasids,
Right.
with like people who exist in sort of this like bubble of just complete horseshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Where they do a fake job at a fake company that has investors for some reason.
Mhm.
And then everything about them is just sort of like a pastiche of things they heard about over the last 5 years.
No one
they're-
actually enjoys doing anything there.
Right. Yeah, no, not at all.
They're keeping it weird. That's what I like about
Oh yeah,
them.
dude! I can't wait to see Keep Williamsburg weird shirts. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
when it's over.
Yeah.
Just stand at North 7th in Bedford.
I told Stav I heard the best
Oh,
thing
yeah.
about Rosh Hashanah on the
What?
street. I was walking by and this guy's like, "Yeah, no, that's Rosh Hashanah. This it's like Jewish Hanukkah." Yeah, it's like Jewish Hanukkah.
What does he think Hanukkah is?
I don't know.
Like what?
I don't
Do you
know.
think it's Muslim? He
It
knows
was
it's not
great.
Christian, presumably.
Yeah. It's just
What is Rosh Hashanah? The New
It is
Year?
the Jewish New Year.
every single one of them is Passover. That's New Year.
No.
Yom Kippur is New Year.
The
Sukkot is tent day.
Sukkot?
Yeah, Sukkot. They build a
Sukkot.
little tent and then they hang out outside their house in the tent.
Don't they make a woman on her period not be in the tent? Don't you have to like dig a hole and
Well, I mean,
they have to wait outside or something?
one of them on our period shouldn't be outside to begin with. Let's be honest.
I'm
First of all,
serious.
It attracts wildlife. That's a well-known
Isn't that
fact.
real?
Yeah, raccoons would just run up to women on their periods all the time. That's how you know.
We might have to take an early break to change the batteries in the recorder.
Okay.
It's not dead yet. I'm just letting you know. This one might cut off abruptly. And it's, you know what? I should probably just do that now.
Okay. Early break.
Early break. We'll be back in a second.
Mr. Bucket!
That's right, I'm Mr. Bucket. I'm Mr. Bucket. Toss your balls in my top, I'm Mr. Bucket. Out of my mouth I will pop, I'm Mr. Bucket. We're all gonna run, I'm Mr. Bucket.
The game's Mr. Bucket. The first to get their balls into Mr. Bucket wins, but look out, because the balls will pop out of his mouth.
I'm Mr. Bucket. The balls pop out of my mouth, I'm Mr. Bucket. A ball is what I'm about, I'm Mr. Bucket. We're all gonna run, I'm Mr. Bucket.
Mr. Bucket from Milton Bradley.
Bucket for fun.
Okay, we're back. We've fixed the battery thing.
Hello, we're back. I was gonna go.
Is that my tea?
Yeah.
Did you just pick up my tea that I?
You said I could have some.
You can have some. I meant the tea that I was drinking.
No, it's not the tea that you were drinking.
Well, it's in the same cup, I think.
No, it's not. I just filled this.
Dude,
okay.
I want
all
some
right,
tea.
dude. I understand it's
Rosh Hashanah.
Yom Kippur.
It's Rosh Hashanah.
Why do you say it like that?
It's Rosh
Then
Hashanah.
why isn't it spelled Rosh Hashanah? Why is it spelled Rosh Hashanah?
It's spelled Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah.
That sounds. It's
But
like,
I'm saying it with a
it's-
New York Ashkenazi affect.
It celebrates. Do you guys listen to Sha Na Na on Rosh
Rosh Hashanah.
Good job.
Yeah, it's a lot of doo-wop
Get
revival.
a job. Dude, what a dumb thing. Did we talk about when Swing Revival came up? How much stupider doo-wop revival was in the 70s?
I don't think we talked about that.
Yeah,
We didn't talk
Swing
about it.
Revival was.
That was
we
90s.
did say, we did say that the Mask single-handedly derailed
Ended it,
Swing
yeah.
Revival.
Yes.
But you know what's weird? South Austin is like guys that were like really cool in 1996,
Right.
and then just stayed like.
Oh,
that.
they're all Zoot Suit right.
They're all
guys.
like
Bowling
rockabilly.
shirts.
Rockabilly's
all
big.
rockabilly guys that work in like speed shops.
Although I would fuck rockabilly girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh man,
bangs are
Blake
too
Blake
short.
Midget had a tweet one time where he's like, "I love how women that try to look like Betty Page never do." And that's all those girls. Like, I'm gonna get bangs, so I look like Betty Page. It's like, well,
All right.
you got some
There's
of that right.
Yeah. There were 8 other things
Yeah.
you're not nailing.
That'd be like if I'm like, I'm gonna look like John Hamm by putting on a tie. But then I still have like terrible posture and autism. Look, I'm John Hamm now.
I've got a skinny tie. I've got a skinny tie with
Yeah.
a clip.
Yeah, I got a clip on it. It just attaches to my basketball shorts. Yeah, I'm hot now. You have to fuck me.
That's the other thing, though. It's not that women think it's because they're like get that haircut that people want to fuck them. Just like most people will fuck most women.
Oh, yeah, of
like
course.
it's like your haircut. I guess is good. I'm happy
Right.
for you and everything. But you could have done that with
Yeah.
terrible hair and. I mean, I don't know.
You didn't really have to do anything.
No, absolutely not. Just have a little confidence, ladies. You're all beautiful.
You are really
At Stavy Baby,
angels,
slide
all
in
of
these
you.
DMs. So far, I've gotten nothing but gay men. I talked about this a little bit off the podcast, but a lot of gay men have been sliding into my DMs trying to
any
fuck me.
cuties.
No, a couple, like a closeted man in India sent me an "I love you" meme, and he sent me his fucking phone number.
You know how daring that is that he did that when you're just laughing at this guy who, like, if anyone found out about that, they'd like draw and quarter him. They're like, yeah, look at this gay Indian guy. And he like had to sneak into a cave in the middle of the night with his laptop, make sure no one followed him, and be like, I love you, fat man. Please do not tell anyone. They will kill my family if you tell anyone. I love you. Just a picture of Garfield with hearts on it. He sent you
No, he
one of
sent
the
a
Power Rangers kissing Facebook stickers. And the president of India finds out.
That's porn in India.
Yeah. And then they just put him. You know, it's like the best medieval torture method is where they just put somebody in a pit and then put a board over them, and then they just slowly start dropping rocks on the board until it crushes them.
really
Yeah.
until like the board fails.
No, until just the weight of the rocks
weight.
like just squishes
Yeah.
them.
Like that must feel so. Like there's some fucked up ones, dude. Like the one where you put a rat in a cylinder and then
Yeah.
set.
I think that was just in Rush
facing your
Hour
chest.
2.
No, they
Was
did
that-
that shit.
Did they?
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Was that in Rush Hour 2? What movie am I thinking of?
I think it was Rush Hour
Kiss
2.
of the Dragon? Romeo Must Die?
It was a Jet Li movie.
I think so.
I don't remember that.
Maybe it was the tuxedo.
I just watched a terrible Jet Li movie where he's like his evil twin from another dimension.
The one?
The one, yeah.
That was like it probably wasn't the first movie where he spoke English, but like it was the first one that I remember seeing that wasn't like just a Hong Kong Jet Li
Right,
movie.
Oh yeah.
And it was so disappointing.
It was terrible.
It was like, just let him speak Chinese.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
just
fucking
do
dog
subtitles.
shit actor.
Right,
There's no
right,
way. Yeah. Because Black Mask, I used to fucking love Black Mask.
Uh-huh.
And Romeo Must Die.
Oh yeah.
That's
Aaliyah,
Aaliyah was on
baby
yeah.
girl, R.I.P.
That little baby sound from that song.
Was it? But that was Nutty Professor.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nutty
Tell me
Professor,
that's somebody.
Another great movie.
yeah.
Oh, that's the rat thing is in that. There was actually a medieval torture method where they would make you wear a fat suit. And everyone would laugh at you until you died. Death by shame.
By clump.
That's what the pillories, they had pillories and fat suits.
Speaking of pillory, guys, yes, Queen. What a debate.
We already talked about it.
Yeah,
we already
did
did
2
debate
episodes.
spectacular.
For me,
Three
actually,
episodes
just
of debate.
I don't know if I conveyed this when we were talking about the debate last time, but the best part of the entire debate was just turning and looking at Nick, looking so sad that his boy Trump
was blowing it.
Donnie Casino, baby, what'd you do to me?
Like right now, the look on Nick's eyes is the most emotional I've ever seen.
Genuinely disappointed.
I thought he was gonna fucking, turn it into a spectacle, and it just sort of.
I can't wait till he brings up Bill Clinton next time.
You know what it's
yeah,
like?
he
You know what
is.
that was like? It's like when you see a comic you really fucking respect and you haven't seen in a while.
It's a bad
and
set,
they
yeah.
get up and they do the same material they've been doing for
Right, right,
5 years, and you're
right.
like, oh, you just life's sort of
Yeah.
eating away at your core, and
Yeah.
it's just not going to happen for you.
Yeah, sorry, dude. But
Yeah.
Trump, Pence and Kane are debating tomorrow.
My
So-
pants.
Yeah.
Pence is hilarious, dude. Have we ever he legit tried to get gay conversion therapy funded by Medicare.
The state of
Shit.
Indiana.
The state of Indiana.
Yeah.
Straight up just was trying to get that to be
Well, he
legal.
was the one that was scared of
Dude, why
the
the fuck
gay
not?
pizza.
Here's the thing: it's like people don't understand that you can exploit those programs. So yeah, let them have gay conversion camp. But then if you're poor, just say your kid is gay, and then they get free summer camp.
Damn, that's fucking
Free
No, that's the
child
way-
care
and
for
you
the
don't think
summer.
if you don't think fucking poor people would figure that out immediately. I mean, that's
well,
what
they would buy.
all do.
They would buy.
Charles
Escalades.
Bronson, he grew up poor. The actor, not the prisoner.
Right.
And his mom, because they didn't have any money, he would have to go to school in his sister's clothes. So he would wear dresses
that,
to
yeah.
school, and that's why he became so tough.
I used to wear dresses, and that's why I'm gay now.
Yeah. Well, that's why you grew into them.
Yeah, I filled out.
Yeah.
I had to fill out the bust. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boy. I love being a man with titties. Have you guys ever had titties in your lives?
No.
Yeah.
Never? What was the fattest you... Oh, yeah. You were
I got
fattest
pretty fat in middle school.
as a little kid, right?
In 7th grade, I had baby fat on my belly, but I wasn't
No
fat.
titties, huh? You've
No
never had
titties.
titties in your life, dude? You don't know
No.
the struggle.
Actually, I have
It's really not that
I have a
bad.
chest concavity. I have the opposite of titties.
Really?
My chest goes in.
Oh, you said
It's
you threw a little
disgusting.
Jewish stank on that.
Yeah, it's a Jewish congenital disorder.
Can't you just fucking lift weights and be strong, dude?
I can lift weights. I can get muscles there, but the middle of it
Oh, it's concave.
is concave.
Convex is the other one. That would be cool to have a big cone chest.
Just
That's
poke
chill.
bitches while you're fucking them. Poke them in the eye with your chest.
Yeah. So we gotta talk about the Mark Wahlberg Deepwater Horizon movie.
Okay, let's talk about it. That's what I was thinking too.
Did you see it?
No. I tried to find a torrent. I couldn't find it, which means that Mark's out there beating up anyone
Stealing
who's uploading
from him.
screeners.
Yep, that's true.
I really want to see it. I don't give a shit what it is Mark does. I know that he heard a story about one guy in that oil rig that did something tough, and he's like, "That's fucking me, dude. That is me. If it was me on that oil rig, nothing would have spilled. I would have fucking, what? I would have seen that oil coming out, and I punched it right in the fucking face, dude.
Yep, he'd punch it back in.
I would punch that fucking oil right back in. You want to try me? Don't do it, pal. That's exactly what happened. And then he's like, I'm going to executive produce this. I'm going to star in it. I don't know if he produced it or not.
I don't know.
Well, he produced perhaps the greatest television program in history.
Yeah.
Entourage.
and
And the Wahlburgers.
the Wahlburgers. Great.
Were we joking about an Entourage, but it's about Donnie Wahlberg? That was my idea for the show. It's about Donnie Wahlberg's experience being a guy
he's
that,
drama.
committed to acting and being in a musical group, and then he's got this younger brother committing hate crimes.
Yeah, just beating up Vietnamese people.
And then in a 1 year span, his criminal brother completely overtakes him in terms of popularity.
Yeah. Was Boogie Nights his first movie?
no,
He was just
his
a model before that?
No, he's
He was
been
in
in a
that-
couple of shitty movies, but his transition into serious acting was the movie Fear.
right. Yes.
Fear was what made people like start to consider that, you know, Mark might be like a serious actor.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
You like that?
Boston.
I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
I'm Boston.
You have to do what I say. That's Fear. That's my impression of the movie Fear.
All I remember is the fingering scene.
What happened there exactly?
He fingers the girl on a
Who's the
Ferris wheel.
Someone famous, right?
I don't know. I don't remember Fear very well.
On a Ferris wheel?
Yeah.
Is she into it?
Or it's a roller coaster or something?
Was he a rapper before he beat up the Vietnamese?
No. He beat up the Vietnamese in between.
Modeling underwear?
No, that was
after.
Yeah, it was right before Lone Survivor came out.
He re-beat him up.
Yeah.
He went to apologize. Remember when he went to apologize?
No, that shit all happened when he was a teenager. Like, he went to jail for, you know, like hate crimes and stuff.
He called him a gook, right? And then he smashed his eye.
No, he called him, he goes, you fucking Vietnamese shit.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's what he said to him.
Wait,
which is so much better than a racial slur because it's like, he just like there's no thought to it at all.
Right, no
You'd be like,
creativity.
racism is ignorance, but what's it when it's like so ignorant that he can't even be racist? You just can only express it by putting a fucking meat hook through some Vietnamese guy's eye.
Is that what he did? He used a weapon?
Yeah. He like blinded
the guy. That was cute.
Fucking Vietnamese shit.
Did he ever pay that guy like millions of dollars or no? I feel like you should.
No, I think it's one of those things where it turned into a learning experience for him. It's like when fucking like Kanye like talks about his struggle after he had his jaw broken. It's like, you're pursuing some fucking narcissistic dream and fell asleep driving home because you were too busy being a fucking producer or whatever. And he like got an at fault fucking, it's his fault, you know, collision with this like cab driver or whatever, destroyed that guy's life.
I won't stand for this.
What, you're on his side?
Why did we bring Kanye into this? We're making fun of Mark Wahlberg.
They're the same guy.
Nick hates Kanye.
I don't hate Kanye by any measure, but
Kanye's the best. I agree with
you. In terms of like, you know, exploiting a thing where you're clearly the asshole for.
Look, dude, I think, you know, we still don't know what happened.
We don't know
have all the
exactly what
facts,
happened.
You know? But we do know what Mark Wahlberg did when he punched that Vietnamese guy. Yeah. Let's go back to talking about that, please.
It'd be like, I can't wait to see what kind of like comedy Cosby's doing when he finally gets over this rape thing. I think he's really going to grow for this.
I do as an artist, yes.
Yeah. When his next stand-up special comes out at age 182.
Yeah.
God.
Well, yeah, that's right. Picasso did Guernica right after a weird rape thing.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, man. I don't know what Guernica is.
It's the one where they're all playing a bunch of gay instruments.
No, dude.
Guernica sounds pretty gay.
Guernica is about the bombing of the fascists during the Spanish Civil War.
Guernica sounds like racist Italians looking for a black guy. Like Guer... Right?
Yeah, there you go.
Huh?
Yeah, those
boys?
No, it makes sense to me.
Thank you.
Made sense.
Guerin.
So you guys think that Mark Wahlberg was right or wrong? I haven't been following.
I mean, I do think, as I recall, the spring rolls he ordered were not hot, right? And if that's the case...
It was at a restaurant?
No, I'm just... I don't know what it
I think
was.
it's okay to you know, commit a hate crime if you're able to determine what kind of Asian the guy you're about to like, he's like, you fucking Taiwanese fuck. And he's like, how did you know I was from Taiwan? Then it's
if
not a
you
hate
know
crime.
the difference between mainland China and Taiwan,
right?
Then it's not a hate crime.
That's impressive.
No, not at all.
That's
impressive.
That's a intelligence crime.
Well, we got Chiang Kai-shek over here, and then he fucking, you know, then he takes his eye out and be like, thank you for knowing about my culture.
Like that.
Look at this
Every
piece
Asian
of
we do
shit
is just a
Southern
samurai.
Southern Chinese, Northern Cambodian hamung. You piece of fucking shit.
Look at this Basque shithead over here.
Do Basque people exist? What are they?
Yeah, they're
Spain.
weird.
They're still Spain. They still
they're
exist?
like Spanish Ewoks.
They have a lot of X's in their language, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that is that Barcelona? Is that Barcelona?
No, it's like a mountainous region of Spain that was isolated from the rest of Europe for a long time, so they have a very unique language.
Interesting. What do the biddies look like?
They got dub D's on the regs, and they get them at like 12.
It's so funny how often
Yeah.
I do that. I'll be reading about a country, and then I'll just open a new tab and type in like, Peruvian women nude. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, that's exactly every time.
It's the
every
equivalent.
time a famous person comes up,
Yeah,
or just like
if I have to look up like an actress in a movie or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I see if they have a
type in-
boyfriend.
I'll look up who they are, and then I'll also just
nude.
look at nude.
see if they're nude.
Oh no! I first go personal info on the Wikipedia page to see if they have a boyfriend.
The best are the
Like I'm gonna
thing-
fuck Kirsten Dunst.
the fake nudes where it'll be
they're
like
just smiling so hard.
they're best.
It's like clearly a red carpet picture, and then they're just being like fucked by like 9 people, and like jacking someone off on their face.
The head is like not even centered on the neck. It's like so shittily done.
Oh, I beat off to so many of those in my formative years.
Wow, I didn't know the woman that played Dr. Quinn Medicine did hardcore interracial gangbang porn.
Just 12 black cocks.
She looks so happy.
Joyous experience.
That must have been at the height of Dr. Quinn.
She is hot, dude. In fucking Wedding Crashers, she was hot as shit.
Dr. Q.
Mm-hmm.
She's what? She's also into the like jewels, right?
She has a collection.
The
with,
Open Hearts collection at K Jewelers.
With K. Every kiss begins with K. KK.
Every heart has an opening.
Yeah.
That you can fuck.
Fuck the aorta.
I'm Dr. Quinn Medicine.
A hot pussy. Fucking a cow heart would probably feel pretty good. They're pretty big, right? What do you guys think?
Yeah, probably. Didn't that happen? That was like a Darwin Award.
A guy died fucking a heart?
he hooked a cow heart up to a car battery and then stuck his dick in one of the ventricles.
So it would like pulsate?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for him, and he died that way?
Yeah.
Good
The
job.
Darwin Awards are so funny. You absolutely could not come out with that book now. They're like, look at all these people that died. People be like, excuse me? How dare you
I mean,
laugh?
I do feel kind of bad for everyone that died, but
Yeah.
they're fucking.
I'm glad David Bowie's dead. I'm glad they're all dead.
Yeah.
Basically everyone that's dead, I'm glad.
The fucking gay guy that played the Harry Potter dude.
Mm-hmm.
Snape.
Dunzo.
Snape, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is Snape.
Edward Herman.
Who's Edward Herman?
He was the dad from Gilmore Girls.
The child molester?
No, that's the guy from Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven.
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
hilarious.
Stephen Collins. Oh, that video or that like audio recording is great. I maybe had an experience with one of them. And like the other person, like, weren't there more than one? There may have been several. It's like very like softly, calmly admitting to, yes, I mean I had sex with the 8-year-old. Look, let's not make this a thing. There's no reason
Thinking
for this
his
to be
tone
a big
is
deal.
gonna get him out of it.
Yeah. Just so that everybody calm down.
He thinks he is the dad on Seventh Heaven.
Yeah,
He thinks he's an
A
episode of
preacher?
It's
Seventh
also
Heaven.
like, of course,
Yeah.
someone involved with that show had to be raping.
Was it like
children.
Christian? That
It was
show?
Christian.
Yeah.
What's the name of the producer? That Brenda Hampton. Brenda.
I don't
what the
know.
fuck? I don't know.
Jessica Biel was in that though. That
Yeah,
was
she
her.
got kicked off the show for being too hot.
Yep.
Because she deposed on the cover of like Maxim or something
Yes,
in
I
a
remember
bathing
that.
suit, and they're like, "This is a Christian show." And the fucking dad's like, "Yeah, Jessica, why are you fucking eating out of 3-year-old Jessica? They hired. How dare you, Jessica?"
Her most famous anything is getting a bucket of water poured on her on the stage of a Pittsburgh strip club in Flashdance.
That's the most famous thing about Jessica Biel.
Yeah, that's like the most iconic.
Flashdance?
Isn't that Jessica Biel?
No.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. so
Flashdance is an old ass movie. Was there a remake you're talking about?
That was her.
No. Flashdance.
Oh, you're talking about. I'm talking about Jennifer Biel.
Who's Jennifer
Oh.
Biel? Flashdance.
Flashdance.
He's some
From the 80s.
Jennifer Biel is some woman that he saw one time.
No, Jennifer Biel is the fucking.
Jessica Biel. I remember who that is now.
Jessica Biel's hot as shit.
You thought
dude.
Jennifer Biel was on Seventh Heaven?
I think it was Jennifer Beals with an S at the end.
I bet you she's got a completely different name.
She might have. A different
I don't think I've ever seen Flashdance.
I beat off to it as a child because it is pretty hot.
You know,
'Cause
Will's
the
keeping a
bucket of
spreadsheet
water.
of all the things you beat off to.
Yeah. This comes up quite a bit.
Who is?
Will.
Oh yeah,
Which
nice.
Will?
Will from Chapo.
Oh, Chapo.
I love that. I would like to have a nice spreadsheet. Definitely beat off to that. What else?
Well, anyhow, the Seventh Heaven guy,
Child molester.
Have you ever seen the Seventh Heaven episode where they find the joint?
No.
They find fucking Eric's joint, the older brother, who's like 28 years old, but like he plays like an 18-year-old.
I love that.
Yeah, and he's like, he helps out with parenting or whatever.
Right.
It was like, if you grew up Christian, that guy would be fucking, he would never be home. Be like,
Right.
fuck you, mom and dad.
Right.
I mean, maybe not. Who knows? But like, so they find so he takes a joint from, I don't know, the dad finds a fucking joint outside in the backyard. Like, what happens with pot. You roll a joint and then you just leave it.
Right, you leave it, you don't smoke it. That's for sure.
Yeah, you leave it on the ground.
That's how drugs work. You forget about them all the time.
And you pre-roll all your joints and then carry them around in a fucking Ziploc bag like a DARE officer.
Well, if some Christian pussy kid did do drugs, that is the way they would do it.
Yeah. So they find a joint and they have to we have to have a family meeting in the living room or whatever. And
the pedophile.
Yeah, the pedophile. And he's like, "Did you seriously think we would be dumb enough not to find out, Eric?" Or whatever, when he finally cops to having the joint.
Right.
And it's this very serious episode about the fucking joint. And it's like, how did that actor deliver those lines with a straight face? And then he's like going home and raping children. Every scene of that show, you just have to take it in that context now, and it makes it quite possibly, this is a hot take,
the funniest,
the greatest fucking comedy of all time. The fucking funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's that guy just seemed like a nice dude too. It's
Yeah. Well, that's who does it. There's never check out this pedophile who's also a fucking complete piece of shit that shoplifts and
there's plenty of those
smacks
out
people
there.
around. Yeah, probably.
I think that's the majority of pedophiles.
Yeah,
that's To Catch a Predator essentially.
Oh,
God, that
pedophiles
was
are
so
all good dudes. Everyone
Yeah, they're
knows
good.
that.
Good hearts. They got good hearts. They just got bad dicks.
All right, hold on. Keep talking for a second. I'm gonna plug the audio into this so we can play this.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, nice.
To Catch a Predator. Let's talk about that.
To Catch a Predator. Stav did also used to beat off to that.
I did not, unfortunately.
Put that on the spreadsheet.
I did not jerk off to that.
Didn't they find out that the host of that was a predator?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. I don't think so.
No, I think they did.
No.
Chris what's his name?
fucking that guy, he wasn't a predator, he was just annoying. What's the rule if you're a child that downloads child porn?
If you're a child, you're a pedophile.
If you're
if you lose your virginity,
12-year-old
before 18,
that wants to watch 12-year-olds
if
get
you
fucked.
lose your virginity, if you have sex in high school, you're technically a pedophile.
Oh,
You should go to
shit.
jail.
Nick,
That's
you're a
my
pedophile.
opinion.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm a gay fucking pedophile. Nick's back, everyone. I'm gay. My name's Nick, and I suck dick and shit. Oh wow, dude, that's weird. Why did you say that? Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I wonder that if you're 12, shouldn't you be allowed to watch 12-year-olds fuck?
That should be for you.
That's my take on it. You should be able
But
to
it should
make
be
your own child
produced.
porn.
Yeah, it should be produced
for
by
kids.
kids. For kids by
like those
kids.
news, like in middle
rule.
school, where they would have news.
This is kids news and kids rule. This is kids porn and kids rule, and we're making up all the rules. No adults allowed. Kids
Fuck,
rock.
that would be awesome. That would be so good.
Yeah, so
You missed a good riff, Nick.
No, he was here.
Did you?
I'm Nick.
that's
I'm
fine.
gay.
Laughing.
No, I was trying to. I guess it
was
won't
being
let
gay.
me start recording on this line. That's good to know for the future. If
That you
I ever
can't
try
just
to
plug
do
it
that,
in?
that I can't just plug something in
It
and
has to
start.
always be going.
Yep.
All right. Well, fuck it.
Well,
We'll come back. When we come back from the second break.
Are we taking a second break?
We absolutely are.
Why? We already took an early
this is
break.
going to be called the break episode.
Yeah. We're doing all breaks all the time. Why do you fucking give a shit? It's more work for me.
That's what
I'm the
I
guy
don't want you to be doing work, buddy.
Just got to go find commercials
I
from
don't want you to be doing
1993.
work. That's what I'm
You know how long that takes? Literally 2 seconds.
And somehow also a week and a half.
Well, that's, you know what? I finish editing them almost immediately, and then it's like it's a pain in the ass to upload them because it fucks up all the time. But luckily, we've been getting free hosting graciously from our podcast host.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Congratulated.
Who's our podcast host? I thought we're the hosts.
Oh, come on, dude.
I thought it's, the Puerto Rican rattlesnakes.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Wasn't it? Sometimes not all the bits go good,
You fucking piece of shit.
Sometimes you do good bits, sometimes you do bad bits.
Who's our host?
Shout Engine. Is the name of the host.
Shout Engine, baby.
Yeah, someone was fucking up. So I emailed them and I was like, also, there's no bandwidth info. And they're like, yeah, we're upgrading stuff. So we gave you like free, they're not asking for money.
Shouts out to Shout Engine.
Despite our massive audience.
Yeah, we have to fuck me. I have to be trans and you have to fuck me. That's what we promised our fans.
Yeah, well,
what's our new goal on Patreon? And
if we get to $3,000, we're going to write a play about 9/11 and then make children perform it.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
I would love that. Like George Bush, like a little boy playing George Bush.
Yeah.
Reading My Pet Goat
dude.
to infants.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. No, we do well. Look at this. We got 20,000 downloads on
what?
Yeah, on 16 and 17 both got right under 20,000. Episode 18, the Je Suis Charlie episode, got 21,000 downloads.
What?
Yeah.
For this?
Yeah, for this.
Whatever, dude. Oh, and the last one got 1.5 million.
Yeah.
We have the most successful podcast on the internet.
Look, we're 3 days into this month, so an episode hasn't even come out for this month, and we've had 10,000 downloads already for the month.
Keep downloading, keep fucking giving us money and shit.
What I'm saying is we should be paying for total. We've had 300,000 downloads.
Nice.
Total.
Yeah, which makes me, because you guys have noticed I said a bunch of numbers, that makes me an SEO guru. So if we got any Silicon Valley folks out there that want to hire me to suck on robot titties.
When are we going to fuck robots?
We've been fucking robots for years, dude.
No, dude.
What do you think? What do you think a fucking iPad is, man? Open your goddamn mind.
Yep, that's what I've been saying.
We're all
dude.
sex slaves to these machines that suck our dicks all day long.
Yo, imagine a fucking
Fight Club,
right?
It's Wall-E, dude. We're just becoming Wall-E people.
Yo, we're like the guys. We're like the guys at the
boy
end
recliners
on Wall-E. Instead of being fat, they're just jacking off all day.
Yeah,
long. Just getting their dicks sucked by a fucking Game Boy.
That's why when I saw Wall-E, I said,
I'm trying to get my dick sucked by a goddamn Game Boy.
That's right. I saw Wall-E. I said, this movie is fake as hell. There should be a lot more baiting,
Oh, yeah.
Should just
that is true. Those guys would all be beating off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But they
that was like a way overused joke, and pretty much every packet I did for like a year was if anyone was fat, they look like the people at the end of Wall-E.
Oh, yeah.
And now a 10-year-old reference.
That's not bad.
I'm still working into
You can get that in there, dude.
into my submissions for Guess Who's Ethnic on MTV.
Is that the real name of the show?
No, but I mean, it might as well be. Yeah. Somebody asked me if there was there's a show called like Yo, Is That Racist?
Yeah. I heard about that.
Hell yes.
Yeah, it's
Hell yes.
How about this? I get an
it
idea.
started off as a podcast.
I'm gonna pitch a show.
Oh,
it's
maybe
called
this could be like an MTV show.
It's called TV Show, and you get a couple of guys. They just go out on the street and they say, "Hey, we're doing a TV show. Is there anything you'd like to say?" And they put a microphone in somebody's face.
That's a great idea.
Thanks, dude. And then, but they wear like cool hats, like stuff from like pop-up stores and shit. And then that's the kind of shit that people want to see.
I love it.
It's 20 minutes of that. Lots of quick, cuts. Yeah. A lot of cuts, a lot of talking heads, a lot of people going, and that's when you better,
Yep, and then a long Jim stare at the camera.
Yeah. Just slow zoom in on the
slow
face.
zoom in on Jim.
I cannot get the idea of, I mentioned it before, but.
On the pod?
Yeah, of that, like a family at a restaurant with like a retarded son. They're like trying to get him to, read the menu.
because they're proud of him or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like struggling to read the menu, but then it just cuts to Jim doing the face from across the office.
Fuck, Jim from Benghazi. He got jacked as shit in that Benghazi movie.
You guys saw the Benghazi movie?
I didn't see it. You saw it and you talked about it already.
Oh, yeah.
Who cares? Fuck that movie.
Oh,
I don't think I really talked about it. That
did you guys see
good
this thing
on it.
with Arthur Chu's wife?
What? I didn't even know he had a wife. I thought he was like single or whatever. How old is that guy?
I don't know.
He's like 19.
You know who his wife
he's older
is?
than that. He's like 30 something.
You know who his wife is?
Little ass, he looks like a fucking middle school.
He
nerd.
looks like you, except Chinese.
No, I'm hot, dude, compared to Arthur Chu.
The only difference between you and Arthur is that
How
you
dare
know how
you,
to
bitch.
like put on clothes, and I don't mean dress yourself. I mean put on clothes. Arthur literally can't handle putting on clothes.
Arthur Chu is ugly, and I'm
Have you
cute
seen
as
this
hell.
picture of his shoe? Look, I got it on my lock screen.
He lost his penis.
No, we've talked
in a
about-
zipper.
oh,
accident.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that before? Or is that,
I think
is
we
that-
said-
penis?
Yeah.
He lost his zipper and his penis.
He just doesn't know how clothes work.
Yeah. So his wife, like somebody went through her tweets, and she has all these.
You know who his
tweets.
wife is?
Who's his wife?
Tawny Katane. It's true.
Who is his wife though? For real? Just some fat
Mrs. Chu.
lady.
Mrs. Chu. I don't know. Probably some other.
Her name is Arthur as well.
Yeah.
D.W. Chu.
Yeah.
That's the second.
Is Arthur black? Arthur Aardvark? Is he black?
No, he's tan. He's beige.
No, but I mean, black people love that
They
show
love
so
that
much.
show.
So
Yeah.
I just assume now. I'm pretty sure Kermit's black. I think Arthur's black.
SpongeBob is black.
Memes don't make you black.
Yeah, SpongeBob is black for sure.
SpongeBob
SpongeBob
straight
is
up
not
black,
black.
dude.
Yeah,
Ask a black guy.
SpongeBob's not
he's filled with holes.
Yep. And you know what those holes are filled
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
bullets from the police.
Yep. It's true.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
I don't know why people get
SpongeBob's
mad at me
not
when I
black.
mention that. I'm on your side here. I'm just bringing it up.
It's the woke
You don't need to
take.
get mad at me for bringing up a problem.
Dude, we're getting kicked out of the Anthony Cumia studios if we keep talking about
for
stuff
being
like
too
that.
real, for biting ants material. So his wife was tweeting all this stuff that was like, well, I'm up for an adventure today. Guess I'll venture to the hardware store and replace that toilet seat Arthur broke.
Oh, hell
And
yes.
There's all these like embarrassing tweets about like just what it's like to live with Arthur that she didn't think twice about tweeting, but when you compile all of them together, it paints a very pathetic and predictable portrait of Arthur Chu. Apparently he has like a big ant problem. Like he personally has ants.
What is that even? How does a human being have ants?
I don't know. That's like what a window next to the kitchen gets. But he has
What
it.
do they crawl into his asshole?
Yeah, he let a pie chill on his head, and he got fucking ants.
He was trying to eat it like a seal. Like he was just trying to flip it. And
He saw a video of an otter eating on its stomach, and he's like, "I'm going to do that."
Oh, poor Arthur.
Yeah, no, there's great. There's like,
Why are people
She was
mean-
like chores
mean
for
to
the
him?
day: fold Arthur's clothes, organize Arthur's desk, remove the residue Arthur leaves on all the surfaces after he eats.
Oh my god! Is that his what? Is she just trolling him? Does she not like him?
I guess, yeah. I mean, who would? You know,
She's married to him.
She married into that Jeopardy money. I mean, I guess they were married before that.
Were they?
Yeah.
Damn.
He's a good lover.
She must look bad, right?
Well, because his penis was fucked up, they replaced it with a like a vibrating unit.
Yeah.
Like a big fat.
He's the
vibrating
perfect man.
Yeah.
Technically.
Would you get your dick replaced by a big fat vibrating dildo?
Absolutely. I'd get it replaced with something worse than that.
Yeah, no, sometimes like
I would love to get my dick replaced.
you know, you ever see like a thing about that Jonah Falcon guy whose like dick was so big he just had to be
he
gay.
can't go on planes.
Yeah, it's like turn. He was like
What?
his
Yeah, his
huge
dick
dick
is so
turned him
big.
gay.
Wait,
He just
what
couldn't
the
fuck women.
Yeah, he was like a club staple in like the late 70s in New York.
Yeah.
Like Studio 54. He was just known for having the absolute biggest
He
dick.
does.
In
He
the
has
entire
the
world.
biggest dick in the
Yeah.
world. It's
What
like
the
He could
It's-
only wear
it's like
sweats.
15 inches long and like
Soft?
the width of like a
Yeah, like
football.
soft. Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's this massive.
hilarious.
Like
Yeah.
it's like a snub fire hydrant.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And he could only fuck men?
He can only fuck men, and it's because, you know, he can't, like, physically impossible for him to put his dick inside of a woman's vagina.
Wait,
and it's still
how
like,
could he put
yeah,
it
that
in
would be
an
pretty
ass?
cool.
Yeah.
I don't see the downside.
What the fuck? What kind of gay? How big are these gay guys' assholes?
Well, look, first of all, never underestimate what a man is capable of. We went to the fucking moon. You think you could fit
actually, black women coded that by hand. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that movie.
What movie?
The one about the black women that actually that made the space happen.
Wait, they did?
You know, black women invented space.
There were black women who worked
they were
for
like
NASA.
You know,
NASA
I
scientists?
say that as a joke. It might be a good movie.
It's probably gonna be a good movie.
It's probably going to be a good movie. That's going to be the one where
Who's
it's
in
like
it? Gabori Sidibe?
No, it's good. No, it's what's her name? Davis.
Viola Davis.
It does, like, I watched the trailer. It does look like it's going to be good, but because it's coming out right now, it feels like, we're trying to cash
What's
in
the
on
other
something.
movie? Birth of a Nation. No one's allowed to see because he's raped.
Yeah, because he
someone.
raped. Him and his wife raped. I think they
What?
did. Yeah, wasn't that the story? Him and his, like, girlfriend, or, you know, he had,
What
like, a
the
rape
fuck?
partner.
Wow, and an Amanda Knox type thing.
Yeah. Did you watch that? The Amanda Knox documentary?
No.
Have you seen a picture of Amanda Knox's new boyfriend?
No.
You should pull it up, dude. He looks like
It's pretty funny.
he looks
Kevin
like the
Federline.
rapper.
Did you see how fat Kevin
what's his
Federline
name?
got?
From G's to Gents? What's the
No.
guy?
Oh, Riff Raff.
Riff Raff. Yeah.
Kevin Federline had a hilarious moment, dude. That guy so overachieved what he
Yeah.
should have had in life.
Yeah, like ultimate gold digger ever, right? K-Fed, and he got out.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be married to her. Now he can just get fucking alimony checks every month.
I don't know. This guy just looks like a retard dumbass to me.
There was one good picture. I don't know.
There's
I
one
saw
where he's
it.
wearing like
He doesn't
zebra
look like
pants.
Federline.
Nah, maybe it's just someone else. Who cares? Fuck this.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Federline got fat as shit, dude. Have you seen him?
I haven't seen him recently, no. Although
K-Fed.
Britney's looking good.
Brittany is on so many drugs, dude.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
Brittany is just made out of evil Jew lawyers.
Look how fat.
Holy shit.
I know.
That is fat as hell.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
He K-Fed himself. I'm sorry. I quit the podcast.
Jesus Christ.
I quit.
Yeah.
I quit the podcast.
Yeah, he got fat as hell. He's still probably smashing whores, though.
Probably.
Oh my god.
I know.
Oh god. Kevin, dude.
Yeah, he's fat. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, he really fell off. And he's mastered the big T-shirt immediately.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't look bad
Some
on him.
people gain weight and they don't know how to deal with it, but he got fat the right way.
I feel like he was big T before he got fat.
Yeah, but there's like a way to be a fat guy wearing a big T-shirt where it minimizes how much of a dumpy piece of shit you are.
Sure.
And he's nailed it.
Yeah.
Yes. I tried that for years.
No, you wear like tight shirts.
Yeah, now that's my move.
Yeah.
I embrace it now.
Yeah, you want people to think you're a bowling ball.